Yes, you can. When you okay.
Or not live, but recording.
We're recording.
Okay.
When you're recording and you put it up on Twitch, it doesn't get to count towards all the different numbers that you need, bells and whistles, as far as number of shows, because they only count the shows that are created under them.
Gotcha.
So they won't count as streaming.
Well, so-
But it'll give the players the opportunity to get additional content that they're not going to get otherwise. And putting it up on YouTube, we're already building a page for that as well.
Okay.
Alrighty, so our story so far, before we get to that point, this is Nikos D&D, Winds of the West. I don't think I put my new chapter title up here yet. No, so I'll get to that a little bit later when we have our first break. Since this is being recorded in a special circumstance, it doesn't really matter when it happens. How amazing. Doesn't matter when it happens in time. All right. With that, let's go ahead and do our story so far from last week. Who is the one who
Should we
captured
do
the
intros
notes?
first? Just everybody.
Say that again?
Should we do intros first? Or?
Oh, we can do that, certainly. Let's go around and do introductions first. This time, to be innovative, we're going to go right to left. So,
Before we get into it,
Sure.
just one last note for you.
yes.
I have a stream running just as if it works, it works.
Okay.
And I'm also recording simultaneously.
Alrighty. So that if we get
So we have a stream, it'll be hit or miss whether or not it works because the internet,
okay, and if it drops out, will it restart itself?
it'll kick itself back on. As
Okay.
long as I don't push any buttons, but we do have the backup recording since Twitch, if it drops, Twitch won't be able to pick it up.
Got it.
So
Got it. So we'll try to have at least somebody monitoring the Twitch while we're at it. So make sure
nobody touch.
You go kill them. You'll finish your battle, and we'll get. And
Well, I mean, he's very good.
what's
He's
that?
pretty good.
He's
And then I'm gonna give you this.
At break, we'll take the group picture.
sure. Sounds good. And unfortunately, we can't take a picture of all of you that are on Twitch, but
You might pass them to John so he can monitor chat.
all right.
You're gonna have to refresh that constantly.
Okie dokie. No problem.
This is gummy rabbits.
I was thinking the same. Gum bunnies?
Gummy buns.
Yeah, it's currently showing us offline, so we'll deal with that anyways. Anyway, so starting with to my right, we're going to go around. When we get to that spot, I'll describe for Griff. So
Okay. Alright, so my name is Alexander Grigg. I play Leo Sunborn, who is a 12-year-old human sorcerer.
My name is Micah Gutierrez, and I play Luna, who is an elven druid.
Jeremy Badoni playing a.
Human.
I can't read it. It's turned sideways. So I can't read his note.
Oh, he doesn't have that.
Oh, he doesn't have his. Okay.
Oh, no.
Kriv Circuit is a human wizard named Kriv Circuit.
Hello, my name is Elder Zamora. I play Zolder Earthshaker, who is a humanoid pachyderm, or Pac-Man, if you would.
My character is Callisto. They are a non-binary dragonborn fighter. And my name is Abigail Grigg.
Hello, my character is Bothra. He is a lizardfolk ranger.
Alrighty. So, with that, let's go with our story so far. Who is going to be our narrator this time?
Want me to do it? Okay.
Whoever's got the notes.
Okay, so I forgot to write a synopsis. That was my fault. Okay. However, a lot happened in the last episode. For one thing, Zolder was able to interview some of our witnesses, especially Timothy Titan, who explained that during the time of the explosion, before the explosion happened, he saw a little guy, the gnome, actually try to sneak into our house to put a box inside.
Yeah.
However, this gnome saw a nimble rat coming down the street and the Kenku coming up to meet it. He started to run away by climbing the roof, and he threw a rock at the nimble rat, and that's where the explosion happened. Simultaneously, the little boy saw Lady Growlin do a motion like she was fanning herself or bringing someone closer. We do not know at this point.
Right.
Callisto learned that she actually did not have a date. The other party was actually interested in Leo's Sunborn in doing a marriage, which was kind of weird
And creepy.
and creepy. We also learned that Daisy is actually hiding something very important under her desk, and that because you, Basra, returned the yellow handkerchief to the tiefling, you actually did receive the stone that we've been looking for. We later went on to the festival for the 5th day. However, the festival, excuse me,
The festival.
the festival took a drastic turn where
Did you get into the purple again?
sorry. Took a drastic turn where the host of the festival turned on a bunch of nimble rights, stole from the audience, and tried to make a getaway. Thankfully, we were able to sneak away with our money. However, a lot of stuff happened during that time. Zolder broke the trampoline. You were actually able to track, not the gnome.
Put a hunter's mark on one of the nimble rights. It was a gnome.
No, it was the gnome that was holding the stone.
Oh, that's true.
And it happened simultaneously while that dragon was killing like
Yeah,
people.
a dragon appeared and began killing people for a reason that we do not know, and a large darkness fell upon the whole festival. Alanis almost died. However, we learned that the person who was, orchestrating this whole terrorist attack told Kriv that because he was being kind to him, he was going to spare Alanis and they could leave, revealing that Ithrika, the person who was Larry, was the one who was orchestrating the entire thing. We came home, learned of the stone and what it can do, and then went to bed because it was a long day and everybody was tired.
Also,
Did I miss anything?
Larry was caught writing on the walls and finishing a spell that Kriv made.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And Callisto brought home a lot of gold,
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
and so that was
Who
great.
was the host?
And she
Okay,
trusts
that's
absolutely
the-
none of it to Kriv
It was a
and
Goliath,
Soldier.
but we didn't
Y'all
get
gonna
the
die
name.
again.
And
Okay.
the stone we found out does its best to remain hidden. It can turn itself invisible.
Oh, yeah.
It can
It
pretend to be
hides.
different things.
I don't think it's safe in the inn though.
That's a good assumption. I don't know what else would be safe there. Okay, so let's say we're having breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before that, one thing I need to add in is that part of the chaos of you guys departing was the fact that the storm that you saw forming above the center of that area, above that tower, releases a bolt of energy, almost like a shaft of purplish light, into that building, and it does that cascading explosion effect and topples the entire building to the floor.
Got taken out by Purple, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Damn that purple.
So, we're back in Leif Meallon, having breakfast.
What's for breakfast today, Lou? Well, actually, is
Grace.
anybody gonna make us breakfast? Because Leif's not here.
Grace.
Grace.
is
Grace.
Well,
dear
actually, several other things tie into this.
Uh-oh.
Because of the fact that the explosion and the building falling down, it's difficult to sleep even in this part of town because there are fire crews, emergency people running around, and the screams and stuff all from this portion of the festival was closer to your home than any of the others. It's still far enough south down towards the dock where that is not really a major burden to you guys, but
The noise.
the effect of that changes some things. First of all, do any of you have any gold jewelry that you're wearing?
No, mine's also.
I have a
That we
religious
wear?
amulet or artifact, but I'm not.
Is it on a gold chain or did you specify?
Doesn't say.
If it didn't, it's not. It's on
Okay.
on an inner chain.
So Leo actually does wear his first dad's gold wedding ring, the first one that died in shipwreck around
Okay.
his neck.
Oh, the one that abandoned you?
Nice. Nice. You had to go there.
No, I'm just clarifying.
Well, for more clarification, is that in the morning you feel the chafe against your chest, and there's like a reddish bruise. And you're like, what's causing that? You pull the ring up on the chain. The metal that is formed out of looks basically like asphalt with the rocks removed. Like I'm using the term wormwood for it, but it's a whole.
Looks like just deteriorated.
Well, no, it's actually not metal anymore. It feels like rock, and the color of it is deep gray and granular. So there's even smaller flecks of black against it, but large holes through it, almost like a porous, like a lava material.
No, 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 no.
It's still exactly perfectly formed. It still has the emblem etched into it, but it's made out of the wrong material. Like literally, the gold has vanished.
Someone screwed with my dad's ring.
What's it?
Pass it over.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. Sometimes with cheap jewelry, you know, it turns green after a while, or turn your finger green.
I don't think that that's the case here, but
How much do I need to pay for you to shut up?
I mean, Dad probably.
No, that's a
got-
great question. How much do we have to pay to shut him up?
I mean, I'm
Your
saying
guy,
your,
that isn't
your,
money.
your dad probably got it at pawn shops or something.
Oh, my dad? Quotations?
Yeah, your dad.
Do you want to burn?
I'm just saying.
how about we've
your,
got a couple
your
of
dad probably
Setting a
didn't pay
fire,
very much.
okay.
for it.
I
It's
will
okay.
burn this place to the ground, mister.
Please shut up.
Listen, little Leo, I don't think you have it in
Call
you.
me Little Leo one last time.
Okay. You can have your.
You guys
dad-
are getting really annoying now. I'm gonna.
You can have your
burst.
dad's ring back.
You know what? That's it.
No.
I cast bonfire.
Do I actually light on fire?
No, the
No,
whole.
okay. So bonfire creates a bonfire of 5-foot radius directly in front of him. Anything in it that stays in it will take fire damage.
Close up
So
fire.
when it lights up,
Okay, so I'm gonna take fire damage.
You guys
no, you get
shut
to save. You
up!
gotta make a dex
She also
save.
breathes a flow of fire.
and if you make the deck save, you climb out of it.
Like
You
a
literally
dragon.
step out of it because it's only 5 feet space. So it's literally right where you're standing.
3.
Okay, so therefore you will take a D8 fire
Did you,
damage.
Did you catch fire?
Callisto also breathes fire.
I
in
start going around. She
frustration.
She's
goes,
also
bonfire,
susceptible.
bonfire, 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 bonfire,
Is this a cantrip?
bonfire. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Bonfire,
Okay,
bonfire.
clarification. Once per action,
So
which is once every 6 seconds, you can light off a new one.
1, 2, 3.
Second of all, players can respond to the first one. So go ahead and make your
I'm gonna walk out of the kitchen.
I
Just stand in the doorway and watch
This is
all
not
this
far
happening.
well, since this thing is catching on fire, I'm gonna.
make the saving throw.
I did. I got 3.
Oh, you got a 3, so therefore got to take the damage. So
Yeah.
get my dice out here so we can give you your pain.
Callisto, you want to help me burn down this place?
You know what? I'm done. Let's do it. I hate everything. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care.
You should help us burn down the house.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my wine and I'm walking out of the
5
house.
points of
And I'm
damage.
gonna watch it.
Okay,
Well,
everybody else has to respond to the fire in the house. No one's noticed the old lady laying face down in the kitchen as the fire began.
Okay, first off,
So-
it was an April Fool's
Oh, can
joke.
No, I'm sorry, it's burning. Go ahead and make
I was
your.
gonna do it. I knew it.
No, it's
No,
We
you
were
lit
all
it.
on
April
this.
Fool's Day.
We were all on
It's
this.
all an April
on
Fool's
this.
I'm sorry. You have to make. You're now got the old ladies laying there in the. You're on fire. So,
I told you it was gonna respond like this.
Oh God.
yes, sir.
Would I notice the old lady?
Yeah, you notice the old lady next to the fire he started in the middle of the
I
kitchen.
didn't start it.
You
Can
will go
I-
to a burning house.
Can I go just
You're
check
gonna, you're,
outside?
you're gonna grab the
Grab her and
woman.
come and
Yeah.
bring
Okay,
her to me.
when as you pick her up, you recognize her face.
Oh, I do.
Yes,
Old lady, old lady. Was
What's
it
her
that
face?
racist
It's
old lady?
it's like
Jeremy.
Oh, he's playing a game.
she's in
In human-
mortal form.
Oh, snap.
She looks up into your eyes and says, "It's begun again. I can't be here.
Oh, dear.
It can't remain. You've got to stop it. Look to the pyre."
Look to the pyre.
And she passes out.
Oh, and she just gone.
What's that?
She just gone.
She passed out. She's laying on the floor.
Oh, okay. So
You're holding
Bring
her,
her.
and she passed
I'll-
out.
I'll-
I'm
What are
outside.
you guys doing with the fire?
Bring it out.
It was an April Fool's joke.
It was meant
We
to
didn't
be a
actually want to take
joke.
it seriously.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
were
want
hoping you would
to
take it
burn
seriously.
down any more fires.
It's Nikos. Anything you say in game is
I
in game.
told you.
Oh God.
So go ahead and make your. You're gonna try to put it out.
Yeah.
You're gonna grab some water out of the
Please roll a 20.
the dishwasher over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my trunk with it.
Okay,
Here,
so fill your trunk. Okay, so when you do that, make a deck save, a con save.
Bring my dice up.
You're looking across the way, and Grace is staring daggers at you from the kitchen.
It was an April Fool's joke. I call out.
She goes, "I do not know what that means. We do not even have the month of April on Nikos."
Make your save to get my
That's how you march forward.
What's that?
18.
Okay, so you make your save. You feel the maggots inside of your trunk from the water. It's been sitting there. No one's had they've done dishes so magically for so long that water is putrefied,
Oh God.
Oh!
and now it's inside of your nose.
Well, I squirted it back out.
Onto the fire.
So make a dex save to determine whether you can target it, because
Oh my
you're
God,
like
you
getting it out of
can't.
your face.
The chicken pox.
I'm gonna spend a.
Spend his inspiration.
Okay, 19.
Okay, so you spray it all over the place. The fire is still continuing. Are you carrying Leif out of the house?
I'm carrying her safely out the
Okay,
house.
as you're starting to walk out of the house, you remember you were the one that went across the street to Fala and said, Leif has left the house. It's
Yeah.
not safe. And now you're going to carry Leif out of the house.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no.
Let's leave her in the doorway, because
But-
I'm outside of the house.
Can you
But
make
she's
one?
in like.
Oh.
No, you try to leave the door and the doors won't open. The door is sealed from there's a magical.
Okay, so I
Enchantment.
can't get out then. If it's sealed then.
Oh, exactly. Okay.
Great.
Now I get to say April Fools. Got all of you back. I can see the despair on your faces as you're going, we ruined the campaign! We ruined it! We're gonna die!
Well done.
I was half in on both of them. That's why I decided not to go with any of
Oh,
them.
whatever.
It's in my head. I used to.
What Leif said to me.
Oh,
that's
I
not
vote
Okay,
correct.
but for clarification, Leif is in mortal form on the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we know that?
And she does say what she said to him. It's happened. It's
I was
begun.
gonna say, but Jared could come back to like an end of the campaign. It's
Yeah.
over.
Do
Everybody goes, what?
can I do detect magic on her?
What's that?
Can I detect magic on her?
Sure.
Wait, so the fire's out, we're all back in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Alright.
There never was a fire because
Oh.
they were April fooling me, so I just
Right.
pushed it to the logical conclusion as they burned themselves to death.
Okay, real question. I mean, how old does she look? Does she look any older, younger, in mortal form?
Okay, she looked like a Pillsbury Doughgirl as a ghost, so she doesn't look anything like that.
Oh.
She looks like an old Primus Elf. So she's got ears
Shouldn't I
that
know?
stand above the top of her head.
Okay.
Does Luna know anything, like, significant about that because she is an elf herself?
Yeah, she is okay. So when elves reach a certain level, they're supposed to travel to the Westerlands, get on board a sailing vessel, and leave the world
Yeah.
forever, right? This is one that didn't.
Okay.
So the fact that she's here indicates that something has happened to the timeline because she was already in ghost form, which means she'd already crossed over, and now she's not crossed over,
So,
So yeah.
or something literally
I
brought
want
her
to
back.
detect if there's any magic left in her. If she's been like drained of her magic or whatever.
Oh no, she's weak and old, but she's she'll detect as hugely magical. She's got items and such on
Can I try
her.
to heal her? Because she seems to be not so great right
Sure.
now. So I lay hands on her.
Okay. How many points you putting into it?
We're at level 4 now, right? So I'm going to try to put in 10 points into her.
Okay. She's feeling much better.
Who is she?
Leif?
Do you
That's
not recognize her?
I think.
Well, if she looked like
Right.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Right. You go. Who is this woman?
Oh.
He heard her voice. He recognized her immediately.
Wouldn't I recognize because she told me before that she was an
Right.
elf?
Well, when we
Okay.
I'm just going to hear her because she's suffering.
for role play's sake, you ask who is she. He'll be the one to respond
Oh.
Okay.
okay.
because you recognize the voice immediately.
Who is she?
This is Leif. And
Leif.
Quit pulling me. We all know what Leif looks like, and that ain't her.
She looks
I
like
know
she
it
went on Atkins
sounds
or something.
crazy, but
What'd you say?
She looks like she went on Atkins or something.
I'm on Atkins, man.
No, dude. I mean,
I look great.
this is Leif. I know it sounds crazy, but you know,
I believe you.
this is it.
You see
right?
her
I
ears?
don't.
oh, wow.
They're pointy.
Is she like conscious or asleep?
Her ears
or-
look
She's
weird.
unconscious in your arms. She passed out.
Oh, she
but
passed out.
she's alive. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see color returns to her
let's-
face. She's breathing more evenly.
why don't we put her in like a room and try to get her like the rest, and then we'll come back to her.
Okay, so whose room are you going to put her in?
There's still a bunch of empty rooms upstairs.
Well,
You
she
going to put her
likes
in a
to-
random room?
What if we just found a cot and put her in the kitchen?
That's a
which
good.
she
That's
likes?
yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. That's
All
great.
right.
Go
All
get
right.
a cot.
So you go to do that. And as you walk by one of the windows, you notice the sky has stars in the heavens.
That's not normal.
Pre-dawn light. There's objects floating in the sky.
Uh,
Pinpricks of
Leo,
look like tiny shards of glass floating in the heavens.
What's that?
What's what?
He stops at the window and just looks.
Those.
Those are fireflies
Oh.
squished into that big black doohickey thing.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Hey, Luna, one
The-
of those.
For clarification, the candle is still there. It is still lit. You see the slight curve of Nimbus coming up over the horizon.
It looks like something that's
Right in front, right behind it, on its shoulder, you can see
What did-
Helios as
What
well.
did Leif
So it's
say?
the first bit of double star rising.
What did Leif say before she passed out? Remind me.
Told me to look at the pyre. It's almost time. It's about to
Do you
start.
think the pyre is the thing at the festival?
I think the pyre is the. Well, it's, I think
You
it's
think
that
it's a
candle.
That's a
in-
good idea. I mean, that's a good.
In that
assumption,
sky,
too.
maybe.
What if we ask Grace?
Okay. Is she still around?
Grace is standing in the shoulder in the side of the room, still scratching her head because she doesn't know what April Fool's is. Doesn't understand what any of that was. What? Oh,
Hey, Grace.
Gotta
Yeah.
do a learning.
Your daughter's back.
yes.
She, we think she's gonna be okay. I healed her for some points. Do you know what she meant when she said to look to the pyre? It's already begun again.
She sighs, looks around, shakes her head, and she goes, "And this is why I had to wait for her to come back." She walks over to Leif. "Hey! Wake up!"
Oh,
So like my mama.
Leif,
Yeah, seriously.
another relationship here.
Leif
Oh, they
looks
look each
up.
other. Just
and she says, Leif goes, what are you doing here, Mother?" Grace looks down and says, "Send me back now. If it's already started, I've got a job to do. You know that." Leif goes, "Oh." And she gets this renewed fervor in her eyes. It's like she's becoming aware. So she takes a couple breaths. She goes, You're right. She says a couple of words in Elvish, and Grace vanishes. She goes, "Okay, so have you guys been there yet?
Where?
Have you to the pyre
Which pyre are you speaking of?
when the candle fell?"
Who?
You mean at the festival?
Well, if that's when if that's where it happened, that's probably where it happened.
Yes, we were there.
I
Then
slept-
why? Then tell me, did you see it?
We saw a dragon.
I think he's talking about the festival, right?
She.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She's talking
That's what
about.
we're trying. That's what we're trying.
She's
to
specifically talking about the shaft of light that came from the heavens
yeah,
that
yeah,
touched
we were,
the ground.
We were there. We saw a dragon.
No. There's no. You saw a dragon?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Was it the silver dragon?
No, it was orange.
Oh, orange? Orange?
Yeah.
You know, like how
I-
I'm red.
I know what a red dragon is. Orange. Okay, all I want to know is, did you see it?
No.
The crystal when it came.
I think I saw it though.
Okay, what was it? What color was it?
It was a piece of candle falling from the sky when I slept on top of the rooftop one time.
No. Yet. Okay,
No, we haven't. Seen
I'm here. You brought me back.
And we're so happy.
No, I'm not. Because you didn't bring me back. You brought me. Okay. You're not going to like this, but get used to this phrase. You brought me back. You should have brought me forward.
Huh?
I get what you're
You want me
saying.
to push you? I can
He
do
goes.
that.
She goes. Wait a minute. How many of you have earthly treasure right now?
Earthly treasure?
Gold,
we have,
silver.
Like, gold.
You mean
I
like
look at my
all my
gold
money
ring.
here?
No. Yeah. She says that. Check your other gold.
No! Leo like digs into the bank.
Do we have the?
Yeah. Well, first of all, the bank is ultra light compared to the weight you would normally expect. And you open it up, and every single coin is the same way, pitted gray.
Or silver and
Okay, silver is kind of a green putty-like substance, and when you actually try to pull a silver piece out, it collapses to dust in your fingers.
Sucks like you, man. Because I still got all my money. Dumps it. And it's like.
Oh, this is when all
Right,
gold.
all of the bag, everything is now ruined.
This is what we should have got a Bitcoin.
No.
I have no more gold left.
we should have gone to Jared, guys.
All that work for nothing.
What's with the gold, Leaf?
We're poor guys.
Okay,
No, Rex scroll.
if this has happened, then it's happened again too soon.
What's happened again?
They came. Didn't you get it?
No. Well, I don't know what you're talking
Leave-
about.
Go-
Go
understand
where
we're
the
all
shaft
very
is
stupid
and
people.
get. Okay, if it falls into the wrong hands, this world will end today.
The crystal.
Leaf, would you
Yes.
stop being so cryptic and just
I
speak in
can't-
plain English? You are no longer a ghost.
Wait a minute. Do
Worse.
Do you mean the stone?
Which stone to which you which stone
Oh,
do you
she
refer?
wasn't here.
And I-
You care to explain?
I take the sack with the stone that we have it in, the upturned sack, and I open it and show it to her.
Okay, so she goes, "What is that?"
It's just it's a stone.
Yeah, that's not the crystal.
Oh, okay. So the crystal is probably still over there. We should go get it.
Where?
We're never gonna
Where?
catch a break, are we?
I was hoping we'd take a break. So when the shaft fell from the heavens, there's this crystal there.
Well, when it happened, yes. Whether it's still there or not is a matter of major concern.
And
Because if it is not still there, that means somebody else has it. And if they don't return it fast enough, the world will end.
So we're gonna go look for the crystal now because that's what we do.
That might be a good idea.
Once
Are we
find-
finally not going to the festival and doing something productive?
No, it's actually at the
It's-
festival.
it's-
Dear Lord!
Okay. Once we find this crystal, do we bring it back to you?
What's that? Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, don't bring it back to me.
Where do we bring it?
Follow its instructions.
The crystal will have instructions.
Yes.
Okay.
As an instruction manual?
If you have eyes to see, you shall see.
What day of the festival is this?
Day 6.
6.
Okay, there's 9 total days, right?
Yes.
We have. I'm talking to the party now. We have till the last day of the festival to return the stone to Mirt. I say we hold on to it to the very last minute, so we have access to it.
We need some. What?
Huh?
Okay, so Mirt, you know Mirt, right? He wants the stone. He gave us the ultimatum of bringing it to him before the end of the festival, or by the end of the festival.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have to, suffer a big loss.
So you're saying hold on to it until our suggested deadline?
Yeah, in
Rather
case
than giving it early.
right, just in case. we need
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Aren't
So-
we supposed to? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Counter offer. So the debt is you. You said you were gonna give yourself up as like a slave or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. What if we just gave it to him now? That way, it doesn't get stolen again. Because stuff happens to us like every day.
I don't want to risk it in case we need this somehow.
And if we lose the stone because stuff happens to us like every single day,
I'm willing to take that chance.
yeah, I'm not. That's right. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you because that's what you taught me.
Here's a.
It sucks when people cares about you, huh?
He learns!
School was useful.
We're giving that stone to Mirt today.
I'll leave it up to the party.
Whoa.
I'll leave it up to Luna. Luna decides.
Thank you.
I mean, I have an option.
What's that?
But
I mean, you could give it to me. I'm passively always in stealth, and like it's extremely difficult for somebody to sneak up on me.
I will eat you.
Callisto, what do you think?
I don't know. Because I think we're all screwed either way.
Always the
love your
optimist.
outlook.
Always the optimist.
She's forever helpful.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yay! Welcome back, guys. We're working on it, and I'll keep monitoring to make sure that you at least get to see part of it. We are recording the session, both video and audio, so we will probably upload a final version of it when we have the opportunity. But it looks like it's going to be a while.
Let's at least go to the find the crystal now, and we'll decide what to do with the stone
Okay.
later. I am gonna go get a soda real quick. So, have some amongst yourselves.
All right, they're good with it. All right, so we're going back to the festival grounds, the same place where it's been held at least yesterday. As you approach, the first thing you notice is the tower is still missing, so it really did knock down the central tower.
How are they still having a festival after what happened yesterday? Like,
religious people.
hundreds of
they're
people got
crazy.
murdered.
No, that's why you have candlelight vigils, and you remind people of how powerful the powerful gods are. This is all part of destiny, and change is good.
Who said that?
Vincent, who snuck up behind you.
Oh, okay.
I ignore Vincent. I don't like him.
Okay.
So we're at the
Yeah, you're approaching the festival grounds.
front entrance.
Oh, hashtag Team Luna.
What?
Camera's up there.
Somebody shouted hashtag Team Luna.
Can I look at the expressions on some of the people's faces?
Okay, so as you're approaching, the first thing you'll notice is that the red veil, blue veil have both put banners across not allowing entrance.
Not allowing entrance.
Yeah,
So,
to the whole festival grounds.
so it is closed off then.
Yeah, you're also in pre-dawn. You guys have never been here this early.
Oh, jeez.
Also, most people are staring at the heavens, looking at the stars in the sky.
That's true.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, serious question, though, Luna. What are those? Aren't you like 1,000 years old or something?
113, thank you. You've never asked a woman her age.
Does it look like I care?
Leo. Those are obviously fireflies.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh,
Yeah. We're not. I'm
wow.
terrified of like change, so that's yeah.
Okay, let's.
While you was out getting a drink, he said that they are the place is pretty much barred off
Okay.
by and red and blue veil is there as well.
Can I? Is there a blue veil I can talk to?
Sure, you can walk up.
Blessings of the lady be upon you.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
We are pilgrims and travelers who have some. We want to see the grounds before they open, kind of take it all in.
Well, okay. We can't allow you to do that while we're investigating the deaths of 167 people on the grounds here yesterday.
Can I try to persuade
Seems
you?
that a pyrotechnic show went awry, and many people were killed by the accident involved.
Is there any? Could we help you investigate?
Oh, we don't want to do that. We're busy.
Well,
The crystal's inside Callisto, remember?
can I try to persuade him into letting me?
Sure, make your persuasion check.
Can I help him by saying it's for my school project?
You can try to inspire. You try to give him advantage by just being the wheedling voice on the side. Come on, let's go, so that his intimidation might actually work.
Give me one second. Okay. This is persuasion and intimidation. Okay. 20.
Okay, the guy says, "All right, but only you, Blue Veil. The rest of them don't need to see this. It's horrible to be looking at."
The boy is an apprentice Blue Veil.
I'm sorry. There are dead bodies in there. It's not appropriate for you to be showing dead bodies to 12-year-olds.
He's really.
You're really old, aren't you?
Okay, that's fine.
How about I go? I'm not
What's
kid.
with you and age today?
With your wire, can we do it two-way or is it just one way?
It is two-way. I have to.
He has to
respond you
initiate.
first, and you have to be within 120 feet of me.
Okay, that's probably takes me out of. Okay. Well, I go inside and I want to.
Oh wait! Before you do, hold on. I go up to you excitedly. Wait! I learned a new spell in class, and I want to teach it to you. Let's see.
Don't turn me into anything.
No, you're
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
All right. I touch you. No. So first, from my little components pouch, I pull out some fur from a bull.
A
and-
bull?
Yep, and I give you bull strength because I cast what's called enhance ability. Now you have advantage on strength checks on anything you do,
Thank you, sir.
and your strength has doubled for
I am
1
super,
hour.
I
For
am
1 hour.
ridiculously strong now. Okay. So, in the meantime, I don't know what you guys can do, but maybe you guys.
We can ask people around.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you get past them, just the two of you, the guards that are holding the rest of you back, you can make a stealth check to try to get by them.
Okay.
Just because he's a natural hunter, he just kind of walks over, leans against the wall, and then kind of can roll behind
It's like a
them.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nah, 20. Nah, 20. Nah. 20.
Actually, he starts climbing the wall with little sticky pads, and he goes, "He's a gecko. Who knew?"
He's like humming to himself. Dun 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 dun.
Like from singing his own theme music.
Brought his own theme music.
That would be a 15.
Okay, so yeah, you get through the line as well.
Okay.
So the two of you are left to be distractions outside the gate. Anything else you want to do while you're down in the area? You can talk to passersby and stuff, and maybe pick up some additional information that way.
It's me and Calista.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, girl?
I don't know.
Or-
And don't call me that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Think we should talk to some people?
I'd rather beat people up, but sure, I guess we could talk.
You can.
Such a
You can.
tomboy.
You can be my guard in this
Bodyguard.
bodyguard. Yeah. You just.
What?
Yeah,
Because
well-
I'm section and serve other people? Is that what you're trying to say?
You want to fight people. If something
the time.
happens, you can fight them for me.
Fine. Let's go.
All right. Can we talk to?
Okay, so you're gonna like mingle with the crowd. So
Yeah.
I'll come back to you and the particulars. I just want to make sure I got somebody involved doing something, so I
Yeah.
don't know if it feels like they're being left out or whatever.
So,
All right, so the two of you walk through, and the first thing you see is that in the center of the field where the old tower was, looks like a meteor crater. It's about 150 feet across, and the bottom is glassy. There are 4 or 5 city guards standing to the side. A couple of them, one of them in particular, has a spear where the spear tip and about the first foot and a half of the spear is missing, and the edge of the spear tip, the edge of the shaft, is at a slight angle. Like they jammed it into something. In the center is a small pool. Pool is of a silvery material. Sitting in the middle of that is a stone. The stone itself is a crystal that is pure white.
So that's what we need. It's gonna be kind of hard to steal it when it's literally in the middle of everything.
Did I sneak over?
What's your dexterity?
Sneak past?
Okay,
by-
you're in the space. I'll come back to what you're gonna get a different perspective on this. So
It's really high.
I got 18.
This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna make a distraction. When I do, you take the stone.
Okay, if
I
you get,
was-
wait,
okay.
let's think
For
about
clarification,
this.
the
Yeah.
pool of metal is 15 feet across. The stone itself rises out of the center of that pool.
Do you have
Around the outside of the pool is a lake of molten. I'm sorry. Around the crater, so the crater blast space is free of anything other than the small 15-foot silver metal pool. But outside of the blast area, from the edge of the blast area all the way to the walls, is a sheet of rapidly cooling gold.
Do you have mage hand?
And we checked on the temperature of it. Molten gold is at about 2,000 degrees.
Oh Jesus!
I do have
That's
mage
a
hand.
good
Yeah,
day
but
to
my
be.
mage hand is only 30 feet.
Yeah, you'd have to run across the. So the only way to get to this would be from the second level or higher, where remember the structures were up higher, and you could actually
Mission Impossible.
exactly find a way to
I like to
put a
bring-
rope across.
right.
And there are
I have an idea. I'll take the rope to myself, and you can hold me up.
I'm gonna give you like 10
Please
seconds
do
to
it.
really think
So,
that.
Just like
so
in
as
Jaws.
you're
myself.
stealthing around and just minding your own business, acting like you're supposed to be there, you pass by a couple of guards,
Oh, like,
and one of them
sit down
saying,
again and look at
"Yeah,
your
I
hands."
tried to prod it with this my spear tip, and look what it did. The silver stuff just took it off, just clean, like it just burnt on the end, like it was cauterized or something."
Oh, okay. I hear it. Okay.
Did you guys all
Can
upgrade
I-
your characters, by the way?
Yeah.
Their characters don't know that. Can I
Did you
try to
upgrade your
sneak
character?
over and try to?
Well, sure, you can walk right
Oh,
up to them. You got once you got in, no one's going to interfere with you,
Nobody's not
so
gonna-
you can just walk over and join
Abby,
them.
did you? Level 4.
Elder, I heard these two guards saying that he's.
I don't know
But
who
it's-
this elder person is. My name is Zolder.
I'm sorry, Zolder. His names are so similar.
Elder? Don't they like
The guards try to put his spear into the molten silver lake, I guess, and it just pretty much went clean off.
Yeah, let's avoid that.
Yeah,
so,
it's just,
so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get Leo to the second level, and I'm gonna make a Leo pinata, lower him down, and try to take the pistol.
Okay.
How are we gonna?
I think.
I'm not there.
Listen.
Sorry.
So just, we know where it is. There are guards and police everywhere. I think we should reconvene with everybody, make a plan, and then try to do your thing when nobody's watching. Maybe come back
I'm
at
afraid
night.
that if we leave it, one of them. Well, no. I see what you're saying, but I'm afraid of leaving it there and somebody taking it.
Am I within 120 feet by any chance of these guys?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my wire, and I'm gonna message Luna and tell her.
So, before you get to that part, I'm going to have their conversation because they were doing. So you're walking amongst the Orange Veils, and the Orange Veils are talking about how positively clever the fundraising day was,
Oh my god.
and how they made
Such a-holes, these guys.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
This is why Callisto's agnostic. She sees this stuff, she's like, I hate you all.
Yeah, this was their fundraising day, and this is how they do it: is they rob everybody that are
Good day
the ones
at
that are
church.
true Orange Veils are aware of it and stay and give their share to the Nimblewrights, but everybody else gets afraid and panics and. Oh yeah, and they're actually kind of pleased that the death toll was down this year compared to last year. Only 163 people died. 2 years ago, remember, it was 240 people, and they all kind of laugh about it.
We're just looking at each other like, shit, man. All right.
They also do talk about the fact that they saw that. You're the one that had the dress that was new yesterday, right?
No, that was Alanis.
No, that was
Alanis.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
Alanis isn't here. So, they talk about the young lady they saw, the drow that was wearing the really fancy clothes, and how that was
Oh my God.
so inappropriate since it was green. It was the wrong thing to wear to a day of festival like that. And it was embarrassing to have her within them. They go, yeah, but they are allies. And you notice that the alliances aren't as solid as you would expect an alliance to be. So it's, yeah. They're kind of with us or kind of not. And
Oh my god.
just dirty cool that they showed up.
Okay. So we're going
Then,
around.
then you walk by one of the storefronts, and the guy comes out screaming, "I've been robbed! I've been robbed! They got it all!" And he's showing handfuls of coins that have been turned into wormwood.
Oh, you too, huh?
And all of a sudden, that sets off a wave of commentary. And about that time, you pick up a signal from.
Okay, we found the crystal, but. Oh. Okay, no, I have to keep going because I don't think.
Okay.
Hey, Luna, so this is Leo. We found the crystal, but it's going to be kind of tricky to get. We want to reconvene and make a plan before getting it.
Okay.
You can respond to this message.
Wait, I can't? Or...
You can.
Oh, I can. Okay, then come out here and... I guess.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Don't question me. Just come out here and we'll talk about it. Can you guys get back in, or do you want to come to the edge and we'll talk about it at the edge of like where they have it blocked
I
off?
think we could probably come back.
Living on the edge.
Okay, let's go. All right.
All right.
We're going to try to go as far away as possible without
Um,
being not.
am I still in?
Sure.
Are you still around?
Yeah.
Walter, can you go stealth and just stay here and keep an eye on things? I don't want anything to come and try to take it.
I actually wanted to do that, like take like just a quick circle around.
Okay,
let's keep an
so
eye. Make sure
as you walk around, you can hear that they've already done some analysis, and that the Lake of Gold should be cooled in about an hour and a half, to the point where they could actually start bringing in the metal workers to clean up what they consider to be like a toxic spill. There's so much of it. They calculate that there's something like 40 cubic, what would it be? Yeah, it'd be 40 cubic acres of gold
Holy.
inside that compound.
Okay, so we haven't but an hour.
Okay, so we meet up with them.
Right.
Okay.
We have to do this now then, because they're gonna, once that cools down, they're gonna.
Are they
Kosa.
What?
talking about the middle one?
Oh, I thought Zelda was talking to me.
No,
Yeah.
No, I was saying we walk.
The
we
Lake
walk-
of Gold. It's the only place where you've actually seen real gold since you found your ring this morning. So
I was hoping that we could I could take Leo up to the second level and lower him like a pinata.
How are you gonna do that without the guards or police?
And I think that's where two pretty ladies come
Two of those
Not
words
really.
were horrible
A
to
pretty
use.
lady and a pretty dragon.
Okay, first of all, I'm not pretty. I'm ugly as hell. Second,
Attractive
Oh,
dragon.
somebody has self-esteem
Second.
issues.
Can I
Okay,
eat that?
let's maybe not poke at that dragon sleeping.
Can you guys? Okay. Can you two distract them while I get Leo, lower him down? He can very carefully and with gloves or something grab the crystal.
Okay, wait. Counter offer. It is hot in there. One of us is heat/fire resistance.
And she is very small, so I could probably lower her.
oh no.
So Leo and Luna, maybe you guys can be the distraction. Mothra, if you want to.
What do you want me to do? Start belly dancing in the middle of the street?
Whatever you feel comfortable with. And I can lower Callisto down, and very carefully she can take the crystal.
Okay,
With
well,
some cloth around her hands.
Yes.
It's their hands.
if we're doing
Their
that,
claws.
I go over to Callisto, touch her on the shoulder, and also cast Enhance ability. You have Bear's Endurance now. You have advantage on all Constitution checks.
And I also bless you, so you have a +4.
Can I break someone's head with this?
You also gain 2d6 hit points, so hold on. That's 3,
What is this?
2. So you add 5 hit points temporarily until the spell ends.
Okay.
Do
So
we see
you
the
have,
size of the crystal? Like,
you
is
have
it
bull strength
big?
for
Yeah,
another
the
45
crystal
minutes.
crystal
She
in
has bear
size
strength for
is
an hour.
probably
Oh, she's
this
tiny,
wide
easily.
by this tall, sticking out of the
So
Silver
they're
Lake.
more that you
So
don't
in
know.
physical size, it's probably like a small meteor.
Okay.
Okay.
I have 50 feet of rope. Is that going to be enough, or doing that?
Well, 50 feet of rope to do what?
To
So
lower,
lower her
Callisto.
into
Them.
the.
But you have to lower her at an angle unless you're going to have somebody on the other side holding her, because remember it's the crater and the lava's in the Silver Lake is in the middle of it.
Oh,
I have
Callisto.
a suggestion.
Go ahead.
Well, I have a bow. Maybe you could tie like the rope to my bow. I'll shoot it, right? So that way,
She can like shimmy down there.
yeah.
That's not a terrible idea.
Also, you all, well, it's not going to be much for you, but we should be wearing masks if we're going to do a heist. I'm dead serious. It won't completely hide our
Why doesn't
identities.
it matter for me?
You're the only elephant man I've seen in this whole city.
No,
And he's also
that's
got
not
permission.
true. He's the only one you've talked to. There are other Pac-Men that live here.
Oh.
You're associated with me.
I'm saying.
I don't need to wear a mask because nothing can hide this pretty face.
Oh.
And also, if you guys want a distraction, you know?
I'm sorry, first you didn't want to belly dance, now you want to show off your
Somebody
face.
said rolling for stream save.
All right.
I didn't say I didn't
Okay.
want to. I was saying, I was asking.
So-
You guys wear masks also to protect yourselves from the nauseous fumes of the gold, because I'm sure molten gold can't be.
I'm
good
gonna
for the
wear
health.
I'm gonna take one of my, part of my hood.
You gonna be one of those harem girl things?
Okay, so I can go, since I'm the second most stealth person here, I can go with Bashra.
You need to help distract, I think.
I don't want to burn down another
Can you play
building.
drums?
You can juggle.
No. Can you play drums?
Anybody can play drums, you just go boom, boom, boom.
Alright, then we're good.
Oh boy. You have a horrible band out there.
Nothing could go wrong with this.
Nothing can go wrong with this.
What's the worst that could happen?
All right.
Pick up
So,
those words.
Roll d20 for stream revival +3. Not one.
okay, so just to clarify the plan, you guys are gonna distract the guards, try to get them out there. You're gonna shoot your bow with a rope attached.
I need that rope too.
Okay, well I'll give you my rope.
Okay, wait. Okay. If we need to do a distraction, it has to be big. I'm sorry, bigger than belly dancing. Okay?
You're actually not sexy enough?
Yes.
Someone
Nice.
Just kidding. Okay.
fire.
No.
I dare say fire.
Dare I say it even worse? We find a group of guards, cast darkness, and attack not to kill, but
It's always cast.
Okay, I don't want you to get killed by guards though.
I
We
won't.
put on
She
a
will.
show in the middle.
Leo.
You're the leader, right? You have to take the risks.
Leo.
I didn't sign up for this!
Okay, no, but seriously, it has to be big. So either I set something on fire again, which I really don't want to, or I cast darkness and
Dance around
cause
fire.
panic because there was darkness here before, and that might be enough. What's your plan?
The belly dancing.
You could just steal something,
Just
have people
stand-
chase you all around, and then give it back.
I'm too small. I can't steal anything that big except for the crystal that we're trying to get.
I don't know.
We gotta
that's
be.
what I'm saying.
We need to be smart
put
about
on
this.
What's it called?
Yeah, you guys know a magic trick? Call the audience over?
Besides the creator, can you describe our surroundings?
An enchanting.
This wording's going
Y'all
to.
get any, like,
Clearly, this episode's going to be lit because we
like,
can't see it.
He does. Can you like add something to her to make her like? Can you?
More enchanting, so then
Yeah.
everybody's attention is drawn on me dancing and singing rather than anything else.
Yes,
A
I.
hacker revised the stream, and just then it went live. It's very funny. Sorry.
All right, so from my pouch, I take out an eagle feather.
Wait. Can you do it how we do it? What's gonna happen before you do it?
Sure.
Explain.
So then,
Well, I'm
so
looking
then
for
as
it.
a
Okay,
group,
the
we can
target
decide.
has advantage on charisma checks.
All right. Let's hope that works.
All right.
Okay.
So now she's going to distract while you're doing the heavy lifting, and she's going to be lowered.
She's gonna be lowered. He's gonna shoot the arrow.
Yeah, I got that part.
And then I'm gonna pull her out, and then we'll
Good.
scram out of there.
So each person roll percentage dice. Take your primary stat. So in your case, charisma. Your case, Dex. Your case. No, that for
My highest stat, right?
no the stat you would use for your spell casting
Oh,
because you're casting a spell.
So confused on the stuff.
Yours
yeah, I'm
will be
confused.
charisma.
I'm sorry.
No, I know.
So you are a
What am I-
warlock,
what am I-
Sorcerer.
what am I-
sorcerer.
Yeah.
Sorcerer
Oh,
uses
percentage dice.
charisma, right?
Yes.
These two.
So
One has
charisma,
single
double
numbers,
it.
and one has double numbers.
And yours are going to be strength or dex, and his is going to be strength,
Which
and
one are
yours
those?
is just. Okay, the percentage dice are the two that look alike, but
These
one
ones.
has 2 digits and one has 1.
This one and.
Now,
So these two? Jeremy?
yes,
Yeah.
you got it.
So we roll them and just add double our.
Double your stat. No,
And-
no.
Right.
20. So the base number is 20 plus double your stat,
Okay.
and you want to roll under that.
Okay.
Since I'm,
So
would
I'm
I
rolling-
go for wisdom?
I need to
or
roll before
for
50.
like my
Your
main
stat is
since it's the
Your
high.
stat.
Constitution.
No, you're
So look at
using
your
dex.
Constitution number.
Okay.
So double your dex.
Okay.
What is that?
It's 15.
So double your dex is
Would be 25.
So
doubling
Constitution
15 is
13
how
plus
much?
one.
It's 30.
So
No,
this
30.
would be
Plus the 20 is
13.
50.
Double,
So roll
say
under
double
the
for your
50.
26.
Okay.
So you want to roll under 46. You.
Or 46. Which one I roll? This one?
Both of them. You roll both of
Both
them.
of them.
Okay.
So mine obviously will be strength, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll them.
Oh, I made it. It's mine's 52 and I rolled 36.
Okay.
What's
So I got
Under
a
50,
40 and
would
a
that
6.
be,
At 46?
What did you roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, 41.
So you're
You
good.
made it under.
okay?
Is that good?
What's your stat that you're using for this?
It was no. You're saying it was. What was your Constitution again?
13.
13 doubled is 26.
26 plus 20.
26 plus 20 is 46.
So she hit
roll
46.
under 46.
She
If
just
you
hit-
made 46, you're
I
good to
hit
go.
46. Oh.
Then you're good to go. So it sounds like everybody made it.
36. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what's yours?
So it's 10 and I rolled 30.
What's yours?
35.
Yours is, charisma. So that's 20, 40. What did you roll?
35.
You made it.
So everybody made it. So that means this was the Mission Impossible scene where everything goes exactly right.
It's
Dun,
because
Yay!
dun, dun, dun. Well said.
Oh,
And,
damn!
that's gonna be one of those moments that'll be great when the video comes out because they didn't get to see it.
Oh, damn.
Oh!
Homeboy getting roasted, yeah.
Well, he's not here. He's sleeping right now because he was exhausted.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's still down.
Okay.
He's still
Yeah, but so
probably-
so,
Sorry,
so,
sorry.
so the whole point is when you get down there and you're lower down and you pick up the rock, now you have to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a d20, and you want to roll a 20 or better.
Oh, fudge.
But you get to add your wisdom modifier.
I'm so angry. I forgot my name tag.
What's your wisdom?
you still have one BP. Remember?
I'm probably going to use it realistically.
Crap.
What's
My
your
BP is
Your
wisdom.
Yeah,
My wisdom is 16 plus 3.
16. So you're plus 3 on the dice roll. So that means you need a 17 or better to succeed.
The blessing, can you use the blessing? That I
You
gave
can use the blessing if you bless her.
So, add a,
He did.
D6.
You're added it, so she still has a
it's a
wisdom.
D4 or D6?
It's a D6, but she gets to choose when she uses it.
Okay, so you have you can use a D6 if you want.
An additional D6. You don't have to use it unless you need to. So if you roll the 20 and blow it, you can use the D6.
Oh gosh,
So roll
anybody
the-
that needs a
roll the
blessing.
D20
is
first.
Huh?
Roll the 20 first. The big one first.
That's 20, y'all.
It's a good time to use your BP. Remember.
I'm not going to use it realistically.
Okay, now roll a d6.
Okay, what was it?
11.
Plus
11.
these.
So plus the 3 is 14. So you only need a 3 or better on the 6-sided to succeed.
Or you can use your BP to roll again.
I might. Let's do this and see if I succeed.
Yeah, because you can re-roll any one die.
Oh!
So now you can re-roll any one die with the
Roll,
DP.
roll the d6. We don't roll the d6.
Roll either the D6 or the D20.
What's better average? Where
She's a 13 out of a 20, so odds are not shooting. Well, she only rolled 11, so the odds are fairly good. She might get at least equal to.
You just need 3, Abby.
Is my BP in action?
This is your BP in
You just
action.
need a 3.
Ah, please.
3, 4, 5, or 6.
3.
Hey! All right. So you make the save. As you do, you feel icy claws scraping at the inside of your mind.
what the?
What the hell?
You pull the rock and you stuff it in the bag, and as soon as it's in the bag and off contact with you, the pain stops. So you pull her back in. You can see she's racking her brain with this. She's still.
You
I just put her.
guys,
I put her over my shoulder.
hold me. Put me down. I can walk out.
She's obviously not doing so great, so I just took it out.
Okay.
Run! And we run out.
All right. So you get out with the
That's
stone.
Thank you. It's gonna be a great school report. Bye.
A class all the way.
So the good news is you got out of the house with the stone.
Did I
The
make-
bad news is that you got out of there with the stone. What?
Did I make some money? Did people throw money at me?
Good point. Go ahead and roll percentage dice for me.
Boom, 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 boom,
All
boom,
the money is
boom, boom, boom.
Shh, don't tell her this part. Wait.
80.
80.
Yeah, you get pelted all right. 80 of the wormwood coins.
Boom, boom, boom,
I
boom,
mean,
boom, boom.
alright,
So you're gonna
I
scoop
don't
up-
know if it'll come back, you know?
Zolder walks past. The hippo was better.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be right.
Damn.
You're getting roasted at her.
That was
What is he
horrible.
doing anyway?
That's horrible.
Playing-
He's playing another game. He's playing a 40k game.
Oh,
He's in a tournament league, and so he had to have a game that was at the same time.
Somebody's talking shit.
No, no. They made it. They were in the middle of a specific mission. Everybody rolled their dice. Everybody did it perfectly. And a person at this table said, "Yeah, that's because Kriv wasn't here."
Leo's magic did it all.
Why are you looking at me?
I tried to not. I tried to downsell that one. I'm sorry.
Alright, so should we go back to the house?
I don't know if it'd be safe to take the thing into the house.
there
Did we
anywhere
say
safe?
that- We should go back to the house. Everybody, or the person with the crystal, stand outside the house. One of us run in, ask Leif if we should take the crystal inside the house, because I don't want to bring the crystal inside the house and then something happen.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Bashthra, you're the stealthiest. Please take it.
Okay.
Okay, so we go back to the house.
Hang on a second.
He's answering his fans.
No, I'm answering a person who asked why we don't have the service up. He says, "Hey, network admin, fix it, brother." And I said, "We're at the mercy of the interwebs. It's not us."
Who's Cypher? Is it,
What's that?
who's Cypher exactly?
Cypher is Jeremy,
Oh!
so I'm answering for
I
us.
see, I see.
Yeah, we're still fighting with it. It comes on for 2 seconds, then it drops right back out.
Guys, we'll just, I will eat this by myself.
No, yeah, me too.
I love those things way too much.
Yeah, and I saw her reaching all the way across the table to get them, so it doesn't matter where we put it. She's still gonna get to them.
Okay, so we decided
The only solution is somebody else must sacrifice, and so I will sacrifice and eat some of them to prevent them from me.
What's up?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have him stand outside of the house, and I'll run in and ask Leif if it's okay to bring the crystal. He's standing outside with the crystal. Make sure that it's okay to bring the crystal inside, because I don't want him to bring it inside and then.
Okay, you realize how big it is.
How big is it?
No.
You tell them how big it is. When you grabbed a hold of it, how big was it?
You never said actually. That is right.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
I told him as well. It's almost 3 feet high, 2.5 feet wide, and it
Jesus,
sank down
it's bigger
into
than
the
you.
liquid to almost double its size. Yeah, it's a monstrous. It
Okay,
looks like a
I'm
meteor.
thinking like
Somehow I carry this outside.
Yeah.
Or like an ant.
We got out of there with it.
Well, yeah, because all she did is just put her cowl over it and carried it.
Oh.
But if
And
you're going
I
to
agree.
struggle
She
down the
knows
street, It's
fat
big.
dragon.
I'm carrying her, and she's carrying the crystal.
Okay. You still have a big rock stabbing you in the back because she's holding
Yeah.
the rock against her.
Okay, so Leif specifically said not to bring it to her, though. She said, listen to what the crystal. This is the crystal.
Well,
Now that's important. He goes, remember, you have to listen to the crystal.
What
Now tell him what happened when you touched the crystal.
Oh yeah, something happened in my brain when I held it.
you have one of those?
You know,
Shut the hell up.
All right.
these are this is one of those times
Yeah,
where
look at-
I'm gonna step in and say, when something happens, you might as well say it right away instead of waiting and be like, oh yeah, so this thing happened.
I don't
and
owe
this
you
thing said
anything.
something." I'm not.
This is
I'm
my
just
rock.
saying. All right. Okay.
Should I
really wish Kriv was here because he's a great guinea pig for this.
try touching it and just see what happens?
You
No,
already,
don't
you
do
already
it.
went crazy once with the knowledge of the world.
What if I touched it? I am the Primus, right?
This is
As
my
soon
rock.
as you see
Don't touch
it,
my
make a
rock.
wisdom save. Here we go.
I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah, you need a 20.
Nah,
No, 50,
20.
50, 50,
Nah,
50.
20.
You did that with me while I was trying to roll for a nat 20.
I
You
did.
jerk.
That's a 12.
Okay. So, he looks at it and starts freaking out. He's literally hopping from one foot to the other, pointing at it and going, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Wait a minute.
ooh, ooh.
Zolder, I'm at
Memories are flooding through your brain so fast you're not controlling it. You're dealing with a little bit of the insanity right now because what you are looking at literally represents 1/7 of the end of the world.
1/7 at the end of the world.
I don't have hold
All right.
person. I can't hold them down.
What if a person who cannot be charmed or frightened looks at it?
No, it's not. Who looks at it? It's
He
because of
looks at
his
it 'cause of
super,
his quirk.
because of his super intellect that he got.
Oh, right.
He had to trigger just by seeing it. You'd have to trigger by touching it like she did.
Calista, hold him down. He's going crazy.
I'm not
He's on the
touching
back
that.
of the. She's on. It's.
You just
They're on
would
the
be
back.
hopping from one foot to the other for the next 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then after that you'll settle down as long as they cover it.
Well,
if it's sitting there
well,
where you can see it, you will
Let's
do
get out of
doing
the
this
street for
forever.
Christ's sakes.
forever.
Cover an alleyway.
I get it.
Let's go back to Leif Meallon at least. and
Okay,
try to-
but we're not supposed to take it back to Leaf.
I'm not going to take it back to Leif. We'll just take it back to the inn.
That is the end.
Ah!
Take it back to Swallow.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
you're the
actually
one
saying
that needs-
1/7 of the of the world's doom.
1/7 of the world.
All
To be
right.
fair, 1/7 is
1/7
I'm gonna
of the
touch it.
world's due.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, because you're touching it
Don't
without
touch it. It's
because you're touching it without fear. The last of the flies bursts into flames in front of you.
Roger. Okay, what was that?
That was, I think I'm on the right path.
So, you touch the stone. As you touch the stone, a voice says to you, "You should take this to the White Temple and have it purified. Else, doom awaits."
Will do. All right, everybody, let's go find a ferry
Wait,
and
what?
a boat.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go find a boat and go to the White Temple.
Shouldn't we take Kriv
Huh?
with us, though?
Huh?
Shouldn't we take Kriv with us?
Yeah.
I think he's studying for some exam.
No,
or-
he's still cuddling with Larry. I checked
Oh
on him this
god,
morning.
no, he's watching an anime marathon.
Ah,
It's Ruby Night. Yeah.
You ship
Yeah, he's
Larry
more
and
into that
Crib.
sword art, you know.
Yeah. All right. So
We probably actually should have him with us, though.
Here, I'll leave a note so that if he wakes up and wants to join us, he'll know where we are. What's that?
the crystal specifically told me to take it to the White Temple to have it for it to be purified, else doom into it.
Oh, not the White Temple.
Yeah, I don't like those hippies.
Isn't that on the island?
Yes, but we have to.
All right, let me just write the note to Kriv so he knows where we are, and then we can go.
Okay.
Can we disguise this crystal somehow? Like,
I have minor illusion, but it only lasts a minute.
can I put a hat on it and pretend it's a child?
Dude,
And drag it?
I got it. Put on your shirt, put on a wig and some makeup, and say you're pregnant.
Nothing can go wrong with this.
Sure.
Am I out of that hypnosis kind of thing?
Not until it's covered.
Oh.
You're still ooh, 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 ooh,
Man.
ooh.
Oh my god, shut
Should
up,
we cover
dude.
it?
I think.
do it.
Why don't you just put it under your shirt? I got.
Okay, as soon as he tucks it under the tabard, it doesn't look like he's pregnant by any stretch because it's still going to be oblong and weird shaped sharp edges. It's a prism.
He's on his
It's
time.
a-
of
Can we
It's a crystal.
can we find like a wheelbarrow and put it in there and like just kinda-
Twitches get stitches if we keep getting glitches.
Well, I have like a couple ideas. Maybe. I'm associated with the Xanadar's Guild, and they have,
No, we
they
need to take
have-
this. We
no,
just need
no,
to
listen. They have a boat, right? Most likely, they have like one of those small boats and stuff like that.
That's
where
the.
we can.
I don't want to be
Go see.
anywhere near those people. First of all, why are you associated with them?
And my second thing is we still have like those horse and like that cart, right?
That's true.
What she brought
Oh,
back
yeah, that's a good
yesterday.
idea. We could put it in there, and then take that to a boat, and then go. Okay, that's. Can we use your card?
Sure, I guess.
Everything that's hers is ours. It's our card.
I will kill you if you say that one more time. Touch my stuff one more time. I dare you. I dare you.
We have to ask them.
May
If
we
it's
borrow?
okay.
She
I'm
said-
sure them will be. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. Let's go.
By the way, what's the name of the horse?
She doesn't know she stole it.
Yeah, no,
What did
name
you
it.
name it? Buckley.
Buckley.
And he's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had Buckley for 2 days. If they ever have to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
Okay, so we put the crystal in the card, attach Buckley, and head over to the docks.
Okay. So, as you're putting the rock into the cart, who should walk by
Let's see
but
what's
the
in it.
sergeant and and
no.
Blasterbus? They go, "Oh, I see you guys are now dealing in contraband and stolen property."
Can we help you?
Wait.
I made this.
First.
That's quick thinking, except that it says A&A Shipping on the side of the cart. Down below it says a Black Syndicate Corporation.
Mother effer.
Sergeant, how are you?
We're doing
It's
great. We're just been
exactly
cleaning
like
up on criminal behavior. Fortunately, the gold that you've stolen has been turned to wormwood and is useless. However, the cart does belong to somebody, and we do have to take Mephistopheles and the wagon back.
Mephistopheles.
Oh,
Name
you
is Buckley, you asshole.
listen, Colonel, how about
You know, there are. I could file charges, as you may remember. There are city laws against speaking ill of the authorities of the city.
Sergeant,
You act like I give-
Sergeant,
yeah.
Sergeant,
She
what's
Yes.
the
What do you want,
Minded.
Corporal?
friend? How about
Borrow.
we return the horse and the cart later today?
Unfortunately, it's already been reported as stolen, and if I allow you to do that, then I'm trafficking in stolen goods. So I cannot do that.
Didn't you file it?
I am a
as
paladin of the
found?
blue light. I feel it is my duty to make amends directly.
Do you wish me to bind you by law, therefore, in favor of taking the wagon?
I don't know what that means.
If you wish, I can take you down to the magistrate right now. You can claim yourself guilty. Then you can make arrangements to return the wagon, because that's one of the stipulations of theft in the city, which would
Yeah.
give you time to utilize the wagon for your fell purposes. However, when you do that, you yourself would be in the protection of the Red Veil.
Oh yeah, that sounds fine then. I'll take responsibility for it.
So they put him in cuffs, basically, and
Wait,
No. The blue lady will protect me. Now, you guys.
once again, the lawful good goes to
What's
jail.
important is that we get this shipment to the white temple and get it purified. Leo,
He just said that in front
Leo?
of them.
Leo, you need to.
Hey.
I'm
Happy
trust-
thoughts, happy thoughts, happy
I'm
thoughts.
trusting you to
happy
get this
thoughts.
done, Leo.
Take your happy pills. It's okay. Come
Focus on what we have to do. I am trusting you to be a big boy and get this done.
you shouldn't have said big boy.
Okay,
Here we
that
go
sounds-
again.
That sounds weird. I'm
I
tru-
lower my arm
You're
and I just give a death glare to the sergeant, and I walk next to you,
Leonard.
Leonard.
That's your full name,
No, Leonardo.
right? Oh. Leonardo, you're a grown up now.
Barnabas is a Blue Veil sergeant? Or
Wait, when did that happen?
What's that? No, it's a red Veil sergeant. They're prosecutors.
So, Luna, Leonardo, you guys are gonna get this to the White Temple and do what needs to be done. I will put myself.
Melissa's in Rostra's coming too, yeah?
Yeah, she's gonna be riding Buckley the way there.
Sergeant,
Yeah.
would it be okay if one of us came just to oversee Zolder and make sure he's not alone? Make
It's
sure
okay.
You
I'll be
don't
fine.
you don't trust the Red Veil?
I'll be
Not
fine.
one bit.
Leo?
No, I can say that. That's just my opinion. It's
I
not
need
breaking the
you
law.
to stay with the ship.
I think one of us should then go with you.
I'll be fine. I don't matter. This matters.
Oh, this sounds like okay. You should be able to make a wisdom save, because he's feeding back to you exactly the line you used when you said you were leaving. He used exactly your words right back at you.
What wisdom?
Wisdom.
Shoot. Okay. That's a natural one.
You completely feel humiliated. It's the Peter with the third denial. You just realize that you're part of the team, just like he's part of the team, and if you're going to hold him to that, you should be held to the same.
You are okay.
Wait,
No
doesn't
one
he have like that
noticed.
thing we have to say?
It's
Yes,
okay.
sir.
He's foregoing all of that. This just brought him back to realize, yeah, if he's going to be helpful, he has to learn to be a noble, which means he has to treat people with respect, which means he has to trust authority. And so this entire cascade of logic and thoughts that have been being fed to him, force-fed at times for the last couple of days, finally sinks in. And you have to acknowledge that him going to jail is, if you want to have any hope of leaving like you think you are, you have to let him go to jail.
I let him go.
Wait,
I
you didn't go to school today.
He didn't. Neither did Kriv.
Kriv is cuddling with Larry. We let that romance.
Nice.
I put myself
Friendship.
under
Fred,
the authority of the
Relationship.
Red Veil.
Yeah. All right. So once again, it crashes, but that's okay. We are driving the wagon down towards the coast, and who should? Welcome, Alanis. Just so you know, the Twitch is sketchy today. It's hopping in and out. So we're actually audioly and video wise recording this, so we can put it back up as a cast instead of as a
Stream.
live action stream.
So Kriv failed us. That is what I'm hearing.
Nice. Wow.
He is getting roasted in
Okay,
here.
that one was a little much.
To be
He
fair,
did try.
Kriv
He's tried everything.
He tried a
So
lot.
Kriv is still exhausted. He's still sleeping with Larry because of last days.
Cuddling with Larry.
Because
He's sleeping
Yes.
with Larry
Well,
now?
He's
He's
like-
spooning with Larry.
While
Spooning.
traveling
That,
Yes.
they're getting
on the
into
way.
That escalated quickly. I
Can I
know.
do
No.
speak with animals with the horse?
yeah, you can try to speak to animals with a horse. Natural fear of horses to reptiles is going to play into that negative.
Yeah, I wouldn't try that.
As you walk towards the front of the horse, the serpent you feel wrap around your leg. Hey, Bob.
Look over to.
I imagine like everybody else riding in the cart, and she's riding on top of Buckley. Like, giddy
I
up.
absolutely am. He's my new best friend forever.
And since he's wearing blinders, he can't see her because otherwise he'd be freaking out.
So, for me,
He likes me.
Cliff Notes. What,
Oh,
Can
right.
you hold on one second, just so you
Yeah.
can...
But I just want to resolve a couple of things.
Hello,
So.
Noka. Where have you been?
You remembered my name. That's a first.
What's the last name?
No concern of mine.
There we go. He got it all.
Good job.
Boom.
Good job.
And it
Yay.
can be taught.
Where have you been?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I live in the city too, just like you. I can go where I want.
But he was asking
I
nicely.
need to know where you was going.
You sent me places, remember?
Yeah, I sent you to find or look for clues for Leo's father.
Exactly.
Did you find any clues?
Of course I did.
What kind of clues did you find?
He got on board a ship called the Eye Catcher.
Oh,
Is it all stuff he told us already?
no.
There's Snoka reporting in.
Oh, okay. I know what that is.
Okay. And they're apparently getting ready to set sail.
Are they setting sail from far away? Like, are they?
No, they're leaving
Going-
the port. They're actually loading up all their gear. They're acting like they're bugging out, even though there's supposed to be 2 days of festival. But apparently the city shut them down.
I didn't do that.
No, that was just a look. That was my fourth wall look at the camera.
Oh.
Like in the office.
Now, are you sure this is him, like not some random guy, dude.
What that?
Are you sure this is Leo's father? It's on the eye catcher ship.
Well, let's make sure. What is Leo's dad's name?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Holy crap!
He remembered you were.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check because he did tell you. If you make the
I told you both of them.
What is that? I'm gonna use this right here.
okay. So they made that way down. There you go. And now the
That's an
Twitch is
18.
taking care of itself by each person that's in there is telling the next people that it's glitching.
Aww.
So it's helpful.
Yep, that's an 18.
It's an 18. Okay, so tell them.
Dalinar Sunborn is the one I'm looking for.
How you spell that?
DALINAR. Sunborn. One word with an E at the end.
And he tells you, yeah, Dalinar Sunboard boarded passage on the eye catcher roughly 7 weeks ago, about the same time that he got left in town. Said that it was an important business that he had to take care of,
He died when he was like-
and he would not be
This
back.
one's when he was separated from me.
Important business he had to take care of. Do you know what kind of important business, or just
The kind that takes you sailing away on a sailing ship.
This is a tough decision. Can I talk to him?
Sure, he's right around the other side of the.
I'm like helping tuck in the crystal to make sure it's secure and covered.
Well, no, we're already rolling,
Okay.
so you're walking along, making sure that the flap doesn't get uncovered.
Leo, I know how important your dad is, and I told you past several days I will be looking for him. I have found clues of where your father is.
Boss, I told you it was okay.
It's not okay. You may not like this, and I want you to remain calm.
Wait. I know that Vespasian, whatever his name is my dad.
Yeah.
But I really don't care, okay? I don't want to see him. I don't want to be with him. I just want to help deliver this crystal and make sure his older's okay. All right?
Regardless of your decision, I still believe that you need to know about this.
Okay.
He's
What do I
on.
need to know?
He's on a ship called the Eye Catcher, and unfortunately, that ship is part of the Xanadar's guild.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
not.
under the command of Zardoth Zord. Zardoth Zord has an agreement with the guild.
Oh,
They're
with the
not
guild.
the same thing.
Not the same thing. Oh, okay, so a little bit better, I guess. But that's where your father is. But unfortunately, worse news. He may be going away for a long time, and you may not see
Went
him.
away. This is in the past.
Oh, he went away.
That's what I just told you.
7 weeks ago.
He left 7 weeks ago. On board a ship on a mission of great importance.
Look, if Vespasian went away for 7 weeks, I don't care. Really, I don't.
You've been looking for him this entire time.
No, it's not Vespasian that left. It was Danica.
You haven't told me it was Dalinar that left. I still think it's Vespasian you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to? I can still continue just looking for your dad. You know?
Tell him, but you haven't told him who.
Who did I just tell you found information on?
So you gotta tell me.
Dalinar. I found Dalinar.
You're telling me that Dalinar Sunborn left 7 weeks ago
By ship.
by ship.
Yes.
Okay, and who told you this information?
My snake. He has been working tirelessly and very hard, trying to find your dad, bring you all this information.
Where did he get this info?
I trust him. He hasn't misled me so far, so I take it his word for it.
Okay. Tell you what. I'm a little skeptical because, it's a snake.
You guys think yes, reptiles?
The next.
About this time, 4 guards, 6 guards, 3 red veil, 3 blue veil are approaching you and putting their hands to have you stop the car.
Next time you talk to him, I'd like to talk to him too. Is that okay?
Sure.
The snake goes, I was here the whole time.
Holy crap! What?
But you can't hear it. You just hear.
I will repeat what he's saying.
So the guards.
Yeah, so the guards walk up and stop the cart. Excuse me. You're going against the flow of traffic. This is influx period, and you're obviously heading towards the docks. What can I do for you?
Oh shoot, Zolder's not here.
We got somewhere to be, dude.
Sure. Provide me your papers. I'll be glad to make sure you get the right spot.
Yes, our papers. Where are our papers?
Oh shoot! They flew out the window.
When we got robbed? Oh no, you're right. Oh.
But sure.
Were you robbed at the Orange Veil Festival?
Yeah,
Yes.
Of course we were.
Fine, and now it takes us for us to get an optical inspection. There is a item of great value that was stolen from the scene of the tragedy last night, and we're trying to locate it.
What object? I say like.
Great, a great white stone.
Great
About
white
this
stone.
side by this side.
My.
Hey, you're Red Bill.
So you
That's
see my,
me, right?
so mind if I can? What's that?
Aren't you Red Bill?
Yeah, of course.
Wait, I want
Like
to double check
me.
I can do it.
Exactly. So no big deal. I just need to take a look at what's in the wagon.
But trust me, Bud, that thing smells so
We don't-
bad. Like, trust me, one Red Bill to another, you don't want to look in that.
That's totally fine. As they're talking, am I allowed to cast minor illusion to make it disappear for 1 minute?
Of course.
So I just.
You should show the empty wagon.
We've never seen a white stone.
Okay, empty wagon, no problem. Oh, A&A shipping, because the labeling was hidden by your A&A shipping. Is this those? They looked to the blue veil. Wasn't that one of the wagons that was missing? Not you. You get the
Not
blue
us.
veil guards. The blue veil guards go. Yeah, that was.
We've already discussed it with the sergeant.
Oh yeah, which
Yes.
sergeant?
Sergeant
Barnabas.
Barnabas. Thank you.
No, Barnabas is not a sergeant. Barnabas is a member of the Lord Protected Majors.
Wisdom check to remember.
There you go.
Do you want to help me, Luna?
Oh,
You just say I'm helping him, and then it's like the guy that starts with an S.
Okay, that's an 8. Okay, 19 plus wisdom, right?
Yes.
So
Name happens to be Seth Cromley, and it just rolls right off your lips by pure memory. There. All right.
Subconscious kicked in.
Sergeant
Yeah.
Seth Cromley. You can talk to him. He's actually taking one of us to.
Okay, no, that's fine. Word of Sergeant Cromley is good enough for us.
Thank you.
Be about your business. Good day, folks.
You too.
thank you.
Oh my gosh, guys! I say as once we're out.
Yeah, and
you
as
know?
you're walking away, you see as you walk away, you see the tarp go fill back up.
Just
It's the wind.
Yeah.
Those are dumbasses.
All right. So you're taken down. They make you sign the document. I am responsible for the theft of this, and it will be returned to the owner within 30 days per agreement.
Sounds good.
Blah, 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 blah. So,
Am I allowed to leave afterwards?
oh sure. Once you sign the document, it's going to come out to a total fee of 25 gold pieces.
Okay. I stamp it with my thing, and I will be back, sir.
Alrighty.
And I hightail it to the
Boom, chugga-lugga. Head back. All right.
Every window on the way there is my
Exactly.
Can we say that Alanis is with us? Or?
Yeah, she would have been.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey.
now you can catch him up.
Update. The party on Friday did something, and because of what they did, all of our money has been deteriorated except for our gold pieces, which
No.
is just like
No, gold pieces were turned into wormwood, and the silver decay it collapses. Right?
yeah.
So
Because
we
of the
broke.
events yesterday, there's now a huge crater where the festival used to be. This crater had a crystal, which, by the way, Leif is back now in mortal form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she told us that we have to find this crystal and do whatever it tells us to do, and to keep it far away from her. So we went to the festival, Mission Impossible, and actually stole it without getting caught. Pretty
You're
cool.
welcome.
And this crystal told Zolder, I believe, that we have to take it to the White Temple on the island and have it cleansed. And that's where we're going right now.
I'll see you when you get back.
Get over here!
Those people are crazy.
That's why we need you, because they're crazy and you're not. Let's go.
All right, so you get down to the shoreline.
Do I miss them or do I make it to them?
No, because you don't know where they are on the course. If you head for the docks, you'll eventually get there, but they may already have gotten passage. So there's a ferry out to the White Vale, operated by White Vale acolytes, and they, as you see them approach, they do have a fee for members. Members pass for free. All non-members have a fee of 5 silvers to travel over to the island and back.
Do I see Zolder anywhere?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Do they
How many
accept
silver?
anything of trade by
We don't have any silver.
poss
Oh.
by
What's that?
by a chance?
What's that?
Do they accept anything by trade?
Well, we've heard about this certain inconvenience of gold pieces, so yes, we'll definitely take gems.
Gems.
All right, guys, let's do this. So I walk up to the White Vale.
Mm-hmm.
We would like passage to your island.
Yes.
However-
Have you any White Veil members among you?
We do not, unfortunately, sir.
Oh, have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
We're not interested. I mean,
I'm
no, okay. However, all of our silver pieces, we know there's a fee for traveling to the island. Our silver pieces have vanished due to the.
Yes, we understand that it seems that
We do have
inconvenience.
one deteriorated gold piece that we hope could be grant us passage for everybody in our party.
If it were truly gold, we could accept it.
But not in this state.
Of course not.
Is there anything that we can do to perhaps passage? We want to cleanse something in your beautiful temple.
Yeah, if you only knew somebody who had been cleansed by the temple that you could use to get you
No.
across.
Oh no.
You can always communicate.
Okay,
You do know somebody?
consider this. We take over the ship.
No,
No?
just
Okay.
At
talking
this
out loud.
moment,
Just
Luna
know
quit.
that I have his item. I can.
You don't have all four of
You
this.
could always
Pick the crazies off
communicate
this boat.
to me and have me go pick up Rainer.
But I don't know how far away you are.
That's true.
I can only do it 120 feet. Okay, we have to go see Rainer now.
Aren't you allied with the White Veil?
No. Oh God, no.
Calypso,
Blue Veil.
What?
do you want to stay here and wait for Zolder? We have to go get Rainer so we can have passage on this ship.
Wouldn't you want to be the one to see Zolder first?
Why? I don't care about him. I don't care about any of you.
Tsundere.
I don't care.
starts crying.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Fine. I'll wait for the big mammoth.
Just leave me alone, Dad.
No, you're right. You're right. You're the strong one. You should go with him. I'll wait here.
Because you stood here and bickered, here comes Zolder.
Like running all the way there.
Well, because remember, they got interfered with by the guards and such, so that
Okay.
it made the
Oh,
timing match.
Why are you still here? Where's you should be in the temple.
We
Looks
need
like your dad's
Rainer.
here.
Let's not start.
Hey, Rainer?
They won't let us on without silver pieces, and we don't have any silver pieces. But we had a member of the White Veil with us. We could go.
Leo, are you a member of any veil?
No, I haven't found one I liked yet.
You know,
There are so
Always-
many veils out there. If only there was one true veil.
I always
If only there was one true veil.
I get that reference.
So does everybody at the
I
table.
would never encourage anyone to lie. But if maybe someone showed interest in the white veil, they might let us give us passage there.
Sir, I'm very interested in perhaps joining the White Veil. Perhaps could we? I want to show them that the White Veil is the true one veil.
Sure.
Could you grant us passage?
Sure. If you can honestly forswear a certain other veil among those that are normally named, I would be glad to take you on that tour.
What did he just say?
Forswear?
Forswear. Deny the existence of the opposition to white.
Which is blue.
No, it's green, isn't it?
It's blue and green, isn't it?
Well, there's two that are opposed, and then there's one that's actually is ignored.
I didn't say that. Because
The-
you are Greenville, yes?
Yes, yes, I am.
Are you wearing your dress?
The black dress.
Wearing your black dress.
Yes.
Yeah, the sexy black dress. Yeah, of course.
Don't wear
The
your
lady
name.
cerulean
Not
can't-
technical line. So I haven't put it in.
will understand if you deny her.
If that's what it is, but
If you do with fingers crossed in your pocket, it doesn't count.
that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
I kind of just Leo. That's not how religion works.
It's not? I thought everybody lied in religion.
Hey,
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Child, I'm gonna let that slide.
Yikes.
But hold out your hands. Hold out your hands.
I
Hold out your hands.
Where'd the ruler come from? Yeah, the whole time.
Fine then. Let me see your ankle.
after we do
We don't
this,
show ankles in this family.
after this, can we take a quick break to do that photo, and then we can go back to.
Sure.
Ladies,
Then we'll
show
put it
your
on.
ankle.
Get him to come and put that on intermission, and we can do that. Because that way we may actually be able to reset that thing or something. But you were asking a question about the veil, so I have to get that information first.
So are you guys going to deny the veil for the sake of transportation?
We're going to see what happens here for the sake of it.
Such a nice camera.
Okay.
Okay, white veil denies.
So I'm saving up to get a new camera of the same like family, I guess you can say.
Oh, white denies gray.
Oh, so you guys are okay.
Yeah, blue's okay. They're not friends. They're oh no, they're allies. Blue and indigo are allies of white.
Told you. Wait, what? No, you said I don't acknowledge it.
Blue and indigo are allies of white. What?
That.
You're green.
Yeah, I'm green.
He's talking about
That's green. Green
Okay.
green can deny anybody. Green opposes nihilists. Yeah, you don't even accept that there's a white island. You're like, no, this is all some kind of myth.
And these are just people that they deported over here. This is not
Nice. These poor unfortunate souls.
They were departed
pain
to
and
this
need?
place.
Here we go. Exactly.
Go the wall.
Sorry.
They crawled to yes, Ursula, please.
Yeah, Ursula in black would definitely be a priestess of the white. She annihilates.
So can we have passage?
Well,
Sis-
she can accompany her gift.
We are all interested in the white veil.
So you're all going to renounce
Oh, we have to renounce
gray?
it?
You have to renounce the gray.
Yeah, renounce it, great.
Any of you currently allied with gray can't renounce.
I
Oh,
don't.
is blue? I'm sorry. Blue? What did you say? That blue was and
No, those are all in reference to white. I have to go look at blue and see what blue says.
I don't know what green is.
You guys don't know your religion shit.
a level 4 we were supposed to.
Yeah, you have to. Well, no, you get
Yeah, but
chosen.
vision.
That's completely different.
Oh.
Okay, so green opposes white. We already said that. That one's the only one that opposes. Okay, Azure rejects green.
Oh yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah.
So they should never have thought it was white. Yeah, you're completely ambivalent about white.
About what?
You're ambivalent about white. You don't care.
Okay, can I reject gray?
They yeah, well, again, they're ambivalent, so
Well,
it's neither here nor there.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt you to create a quote, white lie about that because you really don't care.
Okay.
What about green for them?
Okay, well, I gotta look that up. Green Veil, Orentius,
That's Leah's.
orange and yellow are your allies. Vol and purple. Yeah, Vol is already an adversary, so denying them's not going to hurt you.
Okay. Yeah, they suck. I mean, yeah.
No, they don't exist. That's what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I renounce.
All right. So all of you should take note that you have renounced Gray. So
I never
if you
heard
come
of
to
that.
a situation where you have any relationship with Gray, your renunciation
So-
will be called upon.
So Leo just said, I renounce on purpose. He never said he renounced Greyvale because he doesn't want this to bite him later. He just says, I renounce. Would that work?
I know, but I'm clarifying that they are asking you for a renunciation of the Veil of Vol.
Saying that you have to.
If you want to go to the island, man.
I renounce Greyville.
Don't do that. Okay.
You'll notice that what's going to happen here over time is that eventually you start making alliances and renunciations, and the renunciations can come back to bite you if sources won't talk to you because you renounce them at some point.
Listen, guys, I got a really bad feeling about this.
Hey, wait, we all renounced it. Crib didn't, so you know.
You'll have at least one person that can talk to them.
Nope.
Get out! Wrong time.
Perfect timing, and actually come in because we're actually at a point where we want to take a quick intermission and take pictures. It's been off and on. We've been fighting with it. I've been chatting with the guys, letting them know that it's going on, and letting them know that we will be sending them a recording of it later. So.
You were the punching bag today, buddy.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that during the intermission. But please set us up for
So
intermission.
let me just lay this out here. I'm glad you guys are all scared enough to turn me into the punching bag when I'm not moving.
Exactly.
Because God knows hell will reign.
Are we in intermission?
Are you going to join us, or?
Yeah, you put it on intermission.
Everything's finished up. I was just packing.
All right, let me grab my tripod. And
Okay,
then
we're gonna take a picture in here.
what do you think?
I'm fine with taking this in our natural habitat, but it's up to you.
Let me see how it looks, and then I have a
Because we can always move chairs around and
I've
stand
got
up
a
or
wide
whatever.
lens, so it should work okay. But let me.
Yeah, so wide lens.
Yeah, while you were gone, it said that Twitches should have stitches because of the glitches.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But there's nothing we can do about it because it's the internet, right?
On the other hand, we now have reached that status because it gave us the little donation boxes. So they're on the screen now ready. But we have like 37 videos now. All a minute and a half in length.
all about a couple seconds long.
Yeah, some of them might have as many as 7 followers though. So it'd
I'm
be,
gonna have to root through everything just to clear out the trash on that one.
oh yeah.
That's
Quick
gonna be-
question.
So-
Go ahead.
We have so much to tell you. Too.
Sorry I was late. The DM in my
Tilt
other
that
game
camera, or move that camera back
lasted
and forth real quick.
a little long than it usually was. It's just because she had me doing birthday
Why is it
carols.
aimed way up there?
So
I don't know.
Oh, now it's
So,
aimed at the paper.
sorry for that.
So maybe it got bumped up.
yeah.
Oh, I look at it. It's shining into my face. I'm so brilliant. Look at that.
Is this thing zoomed in? Scoots inside? No, what is that thing looking at?
Maybe there's a speck on the lens?
No?
No. Oh, it's like, it is on you.
Wow. It's way off.
That,
That's. Look how far off I am to see my face.
yeah. Okay, here's the problem. It wasn't sized properly.
Well, I could see it on the screen when I was up. I could see myself and everything was fine.
Yeah, that was on the other scene. This one wasn't sized properly.
Hey, quick question. How long is it from the mainland to the island that we're going to?
Less than a day.
Can we take a long rest then, if it's less than a day? Or
To be a short rest on the boat.
short rest? Okay.
I'm so ready for
let's
fair.
let's try. Let's
I want
try
to go
here.
drink
Guys,
so
shut up! I can't go.
Everybody stand up and kind of push your chairs in and kind of move to the back.
Oh, okay.
Squish in.
Let me move that.
I finally have friends.
I'm just
who
gonna.
like to do all
I'm
this
just
stuff.
gonna see if it works first.
You're gonna
Yeah.
go later.
So
What?
now we'll have to
Maybe
go
some
outside.
things.
I don't want to go with my sister. I'm just kidding.
I'm going Saturday. Come Saturday.
You're going this Saturday?
I'll try to make friends. No,
yeah,
seriously,
obviously,
Abby,
I'll be
seriously,
there.
I do. I'm
No, I know.
Same here.
I'll be there all day, doing something.
I'm tempted to do the pub crawl, but
the pop girl.
I like that.
oh
but
yeah,
it's-
you go from every single.
You go to every single ale stand. And get
Shouldn't you be
alcohol.
saying that because you're the DM?
It's fun. Yeah.
We could like circle around you and that make one room.
That would be kind of cool. Let's see how that looks.
Where,
Now, how
where's
are you-
your large-
Now, too bad I don't have a really big chair with like swords, right?
No. You need your wizard staff or your crystal ball.
Let's see how that looks.
Hang on. Right
Father
there
Blair.
behind you is a white dragon.
Ah,
Alright,
that's
hold on a sec.
handsome thing.
That'll be our familiar, because it's the patron of the icebox. White dragon, Dracolich.
Everybody, pulled it. Oh shoot! I didn't think of this.
What's the timer on?
It's 10 seconds, but it's alright. Just move that out.
Looks like
I'll do it in a minute.
They took it, so
That's fine.
test shot had to look.
you have to run faster.
Everybody,
Run 5 feet.
Get closer.
I don't bite you guys. Not often.
Not without permission. It stopped blinking.
Stop blinking.
It stopped blinking.
I'm focused.
We will move that table in so that way he doesn't.
Yeah. Scoot it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Move the table
Sorry.
in.
Oh, that's about as in as it's getting.
That's.
Pictures are hard.
Is it blinking?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Run.
3, 5, 4.
Alright.
I think it blinked.
Stay there.
Did you blink really?
Keep
Yeah,
your
that's
eyes
pretty
open.
good.
We'll get the tape.
Let's see.
I think photographers always do. At least take 2, right?
It's more
Taking
take 5 or
several.
10.
Alright, let's do one more. And
Didn't even hit you that hard.
But they totally capped on you when you weren't in the room.
Yeah, I know.
And you
I
have
needed to
no
wait till I
idea.
left.
You have no
No, I
idea.
would've
He'll
said it to your
replay
face.
and find
She
out
would've.
himself.
She would have.
Crib, we love you. Okay.
All that matters is that nobody else did.
Well,
It proved that we can actually adventure without Crib, you know?
We
You've
don't
been
have to.
snuggling
We don't
with
always
Larry.
have to come in asking what did Criv do.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What happened last session again? The only person who didn't do anything was the one who survived. Like,
Yeah, why didn't you do
alright,
anything?
everybody.
because he
what
understood
happened
the,
when you ran in again? One tap? Question mark?
Cool.
Excellent.
Alright, now
We'll
we're
touch
taking
these up and
It's a 5-minute break.
yeah.
Smoke them if you got them.
Ashley is true.
taking a proper intermission now.
Yeah.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Jonathan, if you want to put us for your website or something, let me know.
No, can we
I
scoot
do.
down a little bit?
So, trying to,
So that way I don't have to
portrait or something.
be right.
Yeah, I told him I'm going to do another photo shoot here at the store. Kind
We
of.
could actually do
You
it probably
do,
out there in the middle.
No. I want this area because I want to promote in-store live play. Because one of the things we're gonna do is let our players get a chance to come and play with us on different days.
Oh.
I think for
Because one of the things I know that they talk about all the time is to drive likes and posts and all of that is you do giveaways. So
Oh yeah.
if you're in the local area,
go into a raffle. You know?
yeah, for your chance to be a part of the Nikos adventure. My Saturday games are, I'll always leave 1 or 2 table spots open on Saturdays or whatever.
What time on Saturdays do you have?
I'm just getting ready to. I haven't said it yet, but it's probably going to be start at noon, off at 5.
Noon? Maybe another Twitch.
That's going to be a big maybe, and not recently. Not going to do another stream at this point. We got to wait till our numbers are
Oh,
just.
sorry.
Do
After
we
everybody's
pass
stuff
on,
down.
on the
Oh no, you're fine.
for,
Yeah, we're up. We're up for it now, for donations and such. Yep.
Oh, okay. I was curious about that because I didn't ask last week.
Yeah, no, it shows up on the screen now as down in the bottom corner. It shows us on this because I'm watching the stream on it.
There is a cord that I was wondering if you had.
Should we get photos of the lesser tables?
What's that?
Should we get photos of the lesser tables?
Should get pictures of the whole place eventually to get people.
Of the. Oh, so no, do we shun them or do we?
No, don't.
Yes, we shun them. Yes,
Okay.
we do.
So the issue though is when you take pictures, if there are people in them, you have to get them to verbally say it's okay for us to reuse their image.
I need to know if you have this one cord. It's for your camera, the one that's really nice.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Which one? Firewire?
No, it's not FireWire. It's a JVC cable. It's to charge it. It's a weird looking one. It's hard to tell. I have the cameras in my car right now. The other one, the Canon one, actually works.
Oh, it does?
Only thing is, it's beta tape.
It's actually a beta?
Yes, it's a beta tape.
No way.
Yeah, and you know what? It still goes at 720p. I went ahead.
Well, so it should be able to bypass the recording then, and put it directly to.
The thing is, it doesn't have any inputs like any SD card slots, anything like that,
Yeah.
or a USB slot to record to download it onto a computer.
Really?
It's all tape.
That seems weird.
It's an older model. It's a really old model, but it's still really nice video quality. So whenever you got it when it was just right there.
Yeah.
Because I went ahead, zoomed in, zoomed out,
It's okay, I bought
looked
it
up
for
at the
real.
light bulb to see if I could be able to get a nice clean image.
Yeah.
It was able to show me the whole entire light bulb and the light inside, so it didn't. So it was pretty good.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that?
But the other one, I didn't have a charger for, so I can tell if that one would work or not.
Okay.
What am
Oh wait, no, I did bring it. We have a clean hard drive,
That to an 18.
all wiped, so we have
And then the small
that.
number above it, change it to a 4.
Clean hard drive.
Ace. Never mind.
Yep.
You know, all that stuff I collected throughout for like 8 years. You know.
Look,
The
And then you
cameras,
change these numbers
everything.
accordingly.
Uh,
Everywhere you
cameras,
see a dot
computers,
or the bubble in,
a
it'll be
little bit
4
of a
plus 2.
hoarder, so I don't like give me
If
something
there's
I
not
just
one,
want to throw
it'll
it
be
away.
so you wanted to go to the dump and
You donated
Hey,
us,
John.
Yeah.
No,
I think I asked you before about
Speaking
the
of
6 semester of
no,
school.
I'll just
I'm
save
practicing
it.
web
Well,
design.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask if I could do
Yes. Now I can give you both of my websites. Build them both.
But I'll
The only
look
thing
for
is, like,
that
I have to
charger.
build it myself, which is why I
Okay.
wanted to make
I'll
like
show
a
you what
practice
it looks
website
like.
specifically about arcane.
So
if
that
that's
way
okay
you
with
know
you.
what to look for.
Sure.
It should say
Because like I'll be learning how to do like
charger
logos
itself on the
and
charger.
web building and all that stuff.
Well, I need all of that stuff. So,
So-
yep.
Yeah. I can't promise it'll be pretty, but
Chances will show
Got it.
that.
Just be a start.
Yeah,
We
because
may
I didn't
need
bring
to get,
anything
like,
to
a new
counter
charger
Cypher,
for it.
so it was just
Oh, you got
squad
to
I could
this
look on-
is-
I could
squad
look
after
on
squad
eBay
after squad.
for it.
Yeah.
I'll
Did,
look on
did he
Amazon.
kill you?
Amazon is better.
Way to bolster his ego. He's already hard to play with because he's getting
Yeah.
good at it.
Yeah.
Because I watched him play his first game, and the other guy just basically told him how to beat him. He says, "You got this group, so you should be doing this."
I asked him, I was like, so here's what these units could do, what do you want them to do? And then I just let him pick his way through, and
That's what I'm saying.
he did really well.
That's what I'm saying. He's pretty clever.
Well,
And-
he played fantasy, so
Who, Scott?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
You
So
can
we're
pick
back
up on
to
it quick.
4 viewers waiting for us in an
Really
intermission.
quick, I'm taking a soda.
Alright.
Can you give me a Coke Zero and just tell them to put it on my tab?
Words white plus 4. Plus 4. So you're just changing it.
So what?
Regular Coke Zero?
Coke Zero, please.
For those of you guys who are listening to us right now, if you have any questions, by all means, shoot. Feel free to ask.
Yeah, we do have 4 on board.
Are we offline?
Again.
It's the view count's gonna get hurt because we're bouncing on and off.
Oh, I know. I've been talking to the
It's
few
gonna
that I
get hurt
see.
bad.
Yeah. We should probably keep messaging them.
But I've been putting up. Is there a way? There's another way to put up a message on that that says maybe having technical difficulties. That can
Not-
stay on all the streams.
Wait a minute.
You know what I haven't looked at?
I have hotspot on my phone.
That's what we
I
tried.
already tried that on off of my hotspot and I couldn't go.
The antenna won't pick it up.
The antenna won't pick it up. It's weird.
Frequency band probably.
So,
Because I remember I got kicked off an online game and I was like, oh hell no, put it on my phone. And I immediately got back on and I managed to.
But you can try,
I
but it
barely
just
won
didn't
that
see
game.
mine.
I barely won that game. I had at least 200 frames per second and I still managed to make it.
that's awful. So
That
question
was
for
on my phone.
question for everyone. Not that you have to say yes, but how would you feel if we all pitched in to get like some webcams to have more personal, D&D streams instead of the one blurry one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, actually, we're not blurry anymore. We found the problem.
The quality improved.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slightly.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
We swapped
just
we
gonna
swapped
know,
out
like-
the little camera that
Oh,
was
okay.
here
I'll scoot in
for
as
the
much
one
as
that was
I-
up there, because the fuzzy one up close is
Oh.
fine,
No, that's-
and
So
that one had a
one-
better range.
That one's a lot better.
As long as I have to do anything
So
That
technical.
one's
you
got
go
better
this way.
distance. That one.
Huh?
But like eventually,
So you
when
go
we get to the
yeah,
point where
from
we can
this
see each
room
other's
anyway.
faces.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I'm up in the air about that only because I've looked at a few of the other sites, and most of them that use the
Thank you.
individual camera sites, there's this perception that it's choreographed,
I'm looking forward to
or,
pancakes
Me
later.
too.
Oh.
and a lot of them are doing it to self-promote the players,
Are you gonna
and
like
so
grab
it feels a little forced.
No.
Whereas in
It's
this format,
valuable.
the players who are
Because it's
watching
$4.
feel like
Honestly,
they're
like,
actually the
just
second
regular
rank
Caitlin
at the
comfort
table.
food.
Okay.
There's like 7 people in my family.
And it's going to change in the near future when I add the functionality that I'm going to be adding with the
Brandon's
Discord
Diner.
that allow them as the audience.
It's, they give you
To give
flash
input.
jacks the size
So
of
when there's a question of what we ask the red
Is it
veils,
in
the red veils will be on
There's-
board.
yeah, there's one
We
right
can
here.
ask the
Just
council.
go straight, yeah.
Maybe we'll go there next week.
What do you
Yeah,
think
if
about
you
it?
just keep going straight down, just past
sure.
yeah, just past the high school right here. If you just keep going, it's
There's
on
a
your left.
Chinese food
Okay.
villa in San Antonio,
It's really good.
like right there.
Have you ever been to the
We're
pantry?
gonna go and debrief.
It's over
Okay.
there in LA.
Alright, so
Oh,
We're back. Are we back?
And we're back.
Hey, we're talking
Said, are we back? We are back.
Yes.
Yes, we're all
We are
eating
back.
pancakes right now.
Four people on board still. Thank you. And
Yeah, people are popping in checking to see how we're doing.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned at the beginning, we are having glitchy problems with the web, but we are recording the episode, and we'll be putting it back up as a recorded engine when we're done with this. So you'll at least be able to catch up on the story,
We realize it's problematic.
and it's also just part of the learning curve for us as well. So, all right. So now that we are back, we are aboard the vessel, all but Kriv, who's running up to the with. Oh, and Larry has decided that in answer to your kindness, that he's going to be your little helper.
Callisto's
So
quite
if you
jealous.
need stuff to be carried, he'll carry it for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you need lunch, I'll go get lunch
Is
for
he
you.
gonna try to eat my
What's
stuff
his
though?
name?
'Cause
What's that?
Some of my stuff might be magical.
No,
He's gonna try to eat it.
From
I don't eat that stuff no
You know
more.
what
I know
I'm
what you're
talking
talking
about?
about,
That's
yeah.
Larry.
Oh my
That-
god.
That
You're
was
a true wizard now. You have your
Yes.
have your staff, you have your book, and now you have a familiar.
no.
that
He already
you
has a
can-
familiar. The cat's gonna get jealous.
What's your name?
Azazel.
He has a little-
It's straight up. It's the
That's
basically the
a-
Cheshire cat.
Cats do get
Wasn't
jealous.
Azazel the cat in Smurfs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Is he
didn't find
familiar?
it, I promise.
What's okay? It's bothering me. Have you seen Monty Python?
Yes.
Who's the
Patsy.
Betsy.
Larry's your cat?
No. Larry has a reference. You guys should all go see the movie Wizards by Ralph Bakshi. There's a little lizard in that movie who talks like Lith, and Larry loves the math.
That movie's a scary.
Master likes Larry. Master feeds Larry.
That movie is really good, really disturbing. I thought.
Well, it is what fantasy was in the era. So if you watch that movie, you know exactly where my mind was in second iteration.
Oh man, I was thinking more of like Black Cauldron, where the
Okay,
art direction.
Black Cauldron I read later and influenced third iteration.
Okay.
But as far as the video imagery, Black Cauldron sucked.
No. The actual before it turned into animation, if you just looked at the panels itself as the artwork,
Yeah,
because some of it had some pretty nice.
they're pretty, but what I'm getting at
Yeah.
is if you want to appreciate Black Cauldron, just read the books.
Yeah.
They're 5 little teeny tiny books, 126 pages or less each, and they are a masterful story
Oh, yes.
told by a great
Yes,
master
yes,
storyteller
okay.
and ruined by the movie.
Oh.
Alright, so we're on the vessel. We're heading
Crib
to
did
the
catch up to us, right? Because I left a
No.
note. Oh.
You left him a note, but he gets there just as you guys have already boarded.
Bye, Crib.
So we're. I have a
That's
question.
really-
This is important, though, because when Kriv is standing there, Mirt walks up and puts his hand on his shoulder.
Oh, God.
Says,
Why
you
did
guys
he-
had 7 days. You have 2. Am I going to get my rock?
You didn't make the deal with me.
I don't care. They're out there. Tell me.
I guess they're going to get your rock. I don't know. What do
Good.
you want me to tell you, man? I didn't make a deal with you.
Good for you for
What
stepping
are you
up.
being so gruff for? I mean, it's not like I burned down your house or something.
this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the door's right there. No, I'm just kidding.
Big
You already missed
God.
the epic April Fool's you pulled on us.
Ugh.
Oh
What
yeah,
happened?
you
What
don't.
happened?
You. Oh yeah, let's go on.
Well, they started off by getting into a fight in the kitchen and started burning the house down.
I was drinking wine.
So,
As she does.
The end.
so
It's okay, honey. I'm here for you.
I took it to heart because what they didn't realize is that there were reasons why
Did
burning
you
down the
actually
house.
burn the goddamn house down?
We actually
Yes, we did.
And, well, no, and then they found that in the middle of all of their infighting, they'd forgotten to notice what happened to Leif. And poor Leif was laying there dying as an old woman, and they didn't do anything about it. They just continued to worry about how many more fires he could light. He'd calculated he could do one every 6 seconds, and so he was going to just start snapping them off. And so I was going with it. I was like, yeah, okay, let's go. And they're like, well, okay, well, then he goes over heroically to save Leif, and he runs over and she says something important to him, and then passes out. And so then he picks her up to carry her out the door, and they find all the doors have been magically closed. That you can't, you burn the house down. That defenses all kick in, and the houses they're going to stay inside the house and burn to death
I was
themselves.
trying to get out with my wine.
And she's actually gone and got the two of the special bottles. She was going to get out the door,
So wait a
and
minute.
that's.
So, did anyone bat an eye that Leif was an old woman?
No, they just rolled with it for the time period.
Well, kind of.
Well,
I
no,
went to the door.
Cr-
I did.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna say Basra did. Basra was right
were
over
like
there.
big-
Yeah, you guys were doing great when I wasn't here.
We were like begging
Well, that
them
okay.
April
This
Fools.
is before they because when they finally realized that they were all going to be dying inside there, and then I said, okay, well, reality is yes, she is human, but. The fires didn't actually start because they'd already said, "Oh no, this is an April Fool's joke. This is an April Fool's joke." And I'm going, "No, I'm sorry. It's the dice are rolling. We're in this. If it happens in game, if it happens on Nikos, it stays on Nikos. It's real." No.
We got punked.
Well, you got bumped. All right.
So that's
Did you
how
tell
we
me
died.
that?
No.
Okay.
So,
You were cuddling with Larry the whole time.
And burning in the basement.
No, they're not in the basement.
Okay,
They're
So
in the
back
room.
to
so where are we now?
Okay.
no, he married something.
Oh, marriage something.
Yeah. So anyway, he looks over. He says, "Okay, well, you do have 3 days. I'll be at the yielding door."
That's cool. Make sure you tell them though.
Tick tock, tick tock, and he walks away.
Bastard. Larry, we have things to do.
Okay, where are we going, Master?
Somewhere that's not here.
Okay. He starts walking in a circle around
Did you
you.
get the note that we're going to the thing?
Yeah, he got a note that said you were going to. That's why he came to the coast to catch you.
Oh,
He
okay.
just didn't get
Where
there
are you
in
guys
time.
going again? Yeah,
Hey.
nobody told me what the note said.
The note says we're going to the island of the White Veil.
Closer to a dragon on it.
Have fun, guys. Have fun.
You're seeing Alanis go like this. These people are
I grabbed your hand. I just.
All right. So we're on the
Do
ship.
you like
Okay.
Kriv, Alanis?
Huh?
Excuse
No.
me.
Do you have a thing for
did
Kriv?
my I
No.
forgot,
Everyone
did,
has a thing for
did
Kriv,
my
let's be
snake
real.
leave? Or,
Yeah, he just once he finished giving the information, he took off.
No! Please, have you seen that beard? It looks disgusting.
All right.
You're right. Alanis' beard can't compete with mine.
Oh. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, so you lost a beard.
Yeah.
Go over
Oh
the
no,
beard.
that was a joke towards Alanis. She can't
Alanis'
grow better beard
beard.
than Kriv.
All right.
That's fine.
All right. Let's focus.
Sorry.
I don't need a
Okay,
bearded lady.
so you get to the island. The priest, the two priests of the White Veil that come out are elderly gentlemen, maybe in their 50s. One of them looks a little bit like Jean-Luc Picard, but both of them are absolutely bald. They've even plucked their eyebrows out, their eyelashes out. They have like no hair whatsoever. And
Good afternoon to you, sirs. We have an item to be purified. I was hoping we could do it at your temple.
the only temple that where purification even can happen is here among friends.
Well,
Why are you here,
let's make it
brother?
so.
Blue, why are you here, brother Blue Pac-Man?
I am escorting this to be purified.
I see. What is it?
It's better if you see it.
Okay. So you reveal it.
Yeah, I opened the thing and I saw
If you
it.
flip the top over it,
Pasha, look away.
there's a two pieces of paper flutter up from where the thing was. They go, is this some kind of a joke?
I grab the papers and what do they say?
Oh no.
man.
no.
Where'd it go?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Pass it back over to the boss.
You were the one who cast the thing on it.
I'm sorry, Zolder, but it looks like you died to me.
Read it out loud. It doesn't matter which page you start with either.
I'm part of Toastmasters.
There we go. B2.
Really?
I'm one step from DTN.
Nice. Is this the beginning? Is this the end? Is this the beginning? Is this where we're supposed to start?
I said either page. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Is this the beginning? Is this the end? On your perspective, it depends. For many are the roads away, yet to this place they always wend. The coins of wrath are minted, true value made the price. On forge and table, tool and vice, the wars will peace give sacrifice. Your call for signs is heard beyond. The answers heretofore thus sound. Walk the path less traveled, eat the feast prepared. Leave the weave unraveled, cheat the challenge dared. Open doors yet locked and barred, make defense and prepare the ward. Etch the mark on glass unmarred. Try your best and beat your chest, offer help to west and to east and west. Now you know the course to take, yet you may have missed the way. Could you cause a greater wake on pools of night or day? Seek therefore the ancient ways. I've given what you asked for now. There is nothing left to tell. The daylight's past, the night now falls. Upon bleak Farthfell, a new kingdom in the south has risen the ash. The west will face its demon. The east will feel the clash. The north has closed its borders. The storms will take their toll. The oceans rise once again. Again the thunder rolls. Second page. There is time to tell you and little more to give. My life has been a forfeit for the lives I've yet to live. The gateways have been opened. The tongues have all been loosened. The passages stand empty that soon will be put to use. The future we established has always been our past. The words we felt important, we thought were built to last. We strive and test, we try our best. The beast within us beat its chest. I've traveled far for you to meet. The missive will explain, because the arrow gone awry will turn right back again. The books we wrote to save you have all been quite erased. The writings have all been forgot. The ties have been unlaced. But in places high and low, the knowledge is still yet to know. Don't be afraid to face the truth, nor let the ill winds blow. The beast within will beat its chest. The east fights north, the south the west. A prophecy you seek, I say. I speak one now and then. Would you embark on whim or lark? Or would you ask now, when a sign of faith, a bit of light, the brightest day, a darkest night, the promise of an ancient sage, that's deepest wrong must be set right. But trivial as this may all seem, the way is clear, the goal supreme must be to bring the knowledge back and stop the prism's dream. You cannot mean to lose your way. We have but time to sing and play.
Oh, sorry, you done?
Sounds
I don't get it.
sounds like that.
The author was
prophecy
trying
that-
way too hard.
When you
Yeah,
read that
if
out
the priest
loud,
was there, he'd probably
the
be able to
priest
explain it.
says, "I have in our library a copy of that."
What is it?
I have no idea. Do you realize we have not had any books in our library for 150 years, and that shows up in there and in your hands on the same day?
It showed up today.
It wasn't there before.
Can I show this to Crib really quick?
He's not here.
It's no, he's on another island. He's
I wish the rest of
He's
them
on
were
the
smart.
oh man!
No,
Man.
I'm sorry. I meant educated.
No, you.
All in favor for like kicking him out of the inner circle?
You know
Okay.
what's funny? On the level 4, I raised my intelligence up to 18.
Nice.
Good job, man.
Can I show this to Luna really quick?
Sure.
Um,
It's now that copy is now your possession.
oh, thank you. I believe the first letters spell up something.
Okay, guys, where did the crystal go?
What?
That's a good question.
Make a wisdom save, everybody.
Is it really gonna last?
Even you.
Wait, can I consider myself too stupid to not even realize I get brain wisdom?
Nat 20. Yeah.
17.
Hey!
17.
No.
16.
Oh, just kidding.
What?
So 7.
Oh,
What's
7.
this one?
7.
Yeah. Plus 1.
19.
Okay.
21.
Those that made over a 15 hold on to the memory of the stone in the back of the wagon. The rest of you don't remember anything since last night.
What's about a stupid rock?
And what am I doing on White Island?
So wait, raise your hand if you didn't make the save.
Because
Where's the wagon?
yes, you're literally the only one.
The only one?
They both missed.
What
So
the hell happened, guys?
Where's
Oh,
the
where's
wagon?
wagon's sitting right next to you, but it's matter of fact, when it's sitting there by itself,
Oh,
two guards.
Is Crib back with us?
No, Kriv is on the mainland, right next to the wagon.
Okay.
And while you're standing there, you see two red priests and two blue priests walking up, going, "Oh, here's one of those stolen wagons. Guess it must have been left loose. We'll take it back and turn it in on an
It's mine.
impound."
Back
You're
up.
not
You're
here.
not here. I'm not? Wait, what?
We're on the island.
We're on the island.
You
Right,
left
it's
the
on
wagon.
mainland.
You left the
Left
wagon.
the wagon.
I swear,
It couldn't go on the
elephants.
ship.
Okay.
Elephants.
I'm-
is
Wait,
elephants
no.
are bad.
You don't
wait.
even
The wagon
know
is
the
not
wagon is yours. You don't recognize the wagon necessarily as yours because it's got a banner on
I
the side.
recognize the stone though.
Well, there's no stone in the
There's
wagon.
no-
Oh, wait.
Stone.
I thought you said there was a stone. You
There
said
had been
was.
when they loaded it. They took it to the island to be purified. That was what the prophecy.
Wait,
that's what the stone
But
said
it
to do.
So
disappeared.
the stone's on the island?
No, the stone's not on the island.
The
You
stone-
remember there being a stone. That's all you remember.
the stone-
Okay, not the stone. You never even saw the crystal, so this really didn't apply to you, except the fact that you remembered that you have the note that told you to come here. I was rolling to see whether or not your entire day's memory was wiped, because bringing the stone out here fulfilled what the stone said to do, just like when you gave the stone back on Friday. It rectified the situation.
Okay.
It rectified here, too.
So, wait.
I'm looking up. Is there a storm? Still
Yeah,
brewing?
No.
most likely during break.
There's no storm?
No.
Just traveled over to the White Veil.
You can go home, guys.
They're not even here.
All right,
He
guys,
shouts to the wind, "Let's all go home!"
can we?
Wait, I'm confused about Calista though. So she was on the island with them, and she no
Right.
longer there.
No, you're on the island.
You just
You
don't
don't remember
remember-
how you got
I don't
here.
remember how
That's
you
what I
got
was
there.
saying, but you guys were saying I wasn't there. And you're trying to take my wagon?
No, the wagon is on the
The
mainland.
wagon's
is
on the mainland.
The wagon's not there, but all of us.
You don't even remember getting the wagon to put any rock in it because you don't remember the rock because you
It's
didn't
like
go
you
and
just
rescue
saw
the
her out,
rock
But she's gonna notice her wagon and horse missing and be upset when she goes back.
when she gets
She
home.
gets back, yeah.
Can't they
I'm
just
just
like
saying,
remind us, like if we like having some
No,
kind
no.
of memory lapse?
No, the issue is that you're literally standing here. You don't remember how you got here. You're like, why am I on this island? I don't even like the White Veil.
So, all right, I just need to clarify. I'm
Sure.
sorry. So the wagon that was stolen last week had
Right.
a stone in the back of it.
Yes. You got no.
No.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
No. Yes, you're wrong. You're wrong because the stone they're referring to in this case is actually a crystal.
Let me,
Right.
So we got the crystal, which is different from the stone.
Let's just start from day one.
No. Okay.
Right
Where
from the
was the
morning.
crystal? Where did we get the crystal?
The crystal.
It's
So when Leif came
Because
back in
you
mortal
weren't there.
form, she told us. When Leif came back in mortal form, she told us that to go get the crystal, which appeared when the pyre came to Earth, which was we interpreted, and rightly so, that it was when that thing happened at the festival.
Okay.
So
At
we
the
went-
end of the festival that you guys actually went there for.
We went back to the festival grounds.
And the tower in the center of the festival was gone.
An amazing Mission Impossible maneuver.
Dun,
Everything,
dun,
everything
dun.
went right, and we
Because you
covered
weren't
this
there.
massive crystal.
Okay.
Brought the crystal back. The crystal, I touched it. It told me telepathically or something
Mm-hmm.
to take it to the White Temple for it to be purified.
Because you weren't there.
'Cause, that's where we are now.
Okay.
So that's the crystal.
But they left a note at the house when they took the wagon.
To
So
tell
they
us
have the
to
crystal
leave.
in their possession.
No.
No.
It just
It
disappeared.
just disappeared with
we
the.
had it. No. Yes, we had it in our possession. when I uncovered it to show it to the priest to purify it.
You know how you guys said you're doing great without me? You guys just made a fuck
To be
up
fair-
of colossal proportions.
To be fair, that happened
Did
as
they?
soon as you
Did
came
they?
in.
Did they?
I'm sorry, but
Go back outside.
We showed it.
Think about Friday. What
I
was?
know I'm thinking about Friday. I still want that damn crystal.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, you're on a completely different level than they are. So when they get back, you'll need to have the conversation we've been talking about you having.
Can I talk to the white priest again?
We're still
Wait, you
here.
were talking to me.
Take a look at this. Can we?
Guys,
These-
what's going on?
These two are like, why are we here?
We'll
What's
ex-
this?
we'll
White
ex-
belt? You fuckers.
Okay,
We'll
let me,
explain in a minute.
I'll explain.
The volume that appeared in your library, was it just that, or was there other?
We mean volume. It's 2 pages.
Okay, this is what I'm asking. Just 2 pages.
Yes.
Is that
Okay.
a volume to you?
Did it just show up there? Or?
Well, Brother Maynard at about 3:15 in the morning was doing his rounds, and he heard a scritching sound, and he walked in and he saw one of our pens scribing onto our paper those words.
Did the parchment look similar to this?
It looked exactly like that.
Interesting.
And then when we checked the inventory, it wasn't any of our paper. Even it's got the wrong. It's the wrong type.
Interesting. Leo.
We gotta go tell Crave.
Yeah, let's go back. Thank you for
So where's your donation to the church?
We're gonna get it right now.
Oh yeah, let me get
You brought something to purify. Whom shall we purify?
We the person who was
There was one person who was most enthusiastic on shore. Are you prepared for your purification?
Tell them you're not interested. It's not what we expected.
They're basically Scientologists. You know anything.
I don't think it's the right moon time for me to.
Moon time?
Yeah.
Moon.
Hey, you got mental problems. Do you see a moon in the sky? Have you ever seen a moon in the Nicotian sky?
No.
And that's
There
it.
is
Oh,
no
yeah.
moon.
Exactly. I can't be purified. It just.
Sorry, something's
Not
not doing.
Not today.
We'll take our
Stars
leave
are
now.
Matter of fact, hashtag there is no moon.
We'll take our leave. Thank you for your time.
We are so sorry for disturbing you.
Well, we still at least need the 20 silver for the passage, since you are providing us with a mission of purification, which is what you told our rowers when you agreed to have our boat bring you here.
We said we were interested.
Yes, sir.
We did not say that
I'll
we were going to.
take the purification.
Oh.
You
good.
hereby you hereby renounce the veil of Vol.
Yeah, sure.
You hereby accept forever the veil of Nihilus,
Wait a minute.
the one, the white, the pure, and therefore deny
Oh.
all other gods.
I'd like to go up to him right now.
Escape.
When you start to approach, one of the
Purpose
priests
here,
will
we can't
stop
do that
you.
again.
You know, if there's a nihilist among us, it's really him.
Oh, sure.
He's fit the nihilist in a lot of ways, except he also went and joined the Green Veil, or attempted to
I
join
think
the Green Veil.
this is more
I'll
accurate.
just associate with them.
True.
I'm just
Maybe he was secretly always going to be White Veil.
Yeah, this is
You
more
know what? I
appropriate for
support you.
Yeah, you do you, boo.
You
just to make it clear, I'm
Luna?
just doing this
What?
just for us to get
No,
out of here.
That's not how it works.
I'm just
This is
No, that's
this is
fine.
serious.
Those hands
You
are
can do it.
filthy.
You can do
Let
it.
me
Then you'll
clean.
have to resolve the issues later.
then that's fine. I'll just sacrifice.
Basra?
myself like
No,
that.
Basra, you don't want to do this. It's not like that.
Let's talk about those first.
Leo,
alright?
we have to respect people's decisions.
They're forcing us to join a veil.
They're not forcing us anything. He is volunteering himself. Maybe this is the right path for him.
No, this is not the right
Didn't I
path
give
for
you, like,
any-
a-
No, the path that he has chosen
Oh yeah, the silver's gone.
is that
Oh,
It
silver's
turned into
gone.
shit.
Yeah.
the green
Oh, yeah,
veil.
we don't have any money.
Okay, no, okay. So for clarification on that account, nobody's checked recently, but your necklace got heavier all of a sudden.
I check.
It's back to gold.
I check. Wait, is the silver still gone though? Because it kind of disappeared, or did it reappear?
Wait a minute. What did the gold turn into?
Oh, so okay. So as part of the effects, the gold turned into wormwood and the silver turned to like
Green much.
green mush.
Can I check to see if there's any silver in my pocket?
Yeah,
Is
See, we're
there
broke.
any
plenty of
silver?
silver in your pocket.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh.
Here, I threw like. It has to be more than 20 silver. It's like 30. I'm like, just take it! Take it! Come on, guys, we're getting out of here right
Okay,
now!
okay. for clarification, all of y'all pay attention to this. This young man just donated 30 pieces of silver.
Because 20 was the thing, right?
Yeah, but no, my point is 30 pieces of silver. Anybody with a Christian background knows the implication of 30 pieces of silver paid to anybody.
Oh my.
So we will definitely accept the 30 pieces of silver.
We're in that time of year too.
I like it a lot.
So these letters.
So are we back on the boat going back?
You can go back now, yeah.
Okay.
And you got your copy of the
Okay.
letter.
So
I
guys,
drank Bosch already.
what do you remember?
I don't even know what I'm doing today. I was sleeping and then I just woke up on this island.
Okay. So you remember the crystal?
Hell was sleep.
No.
You remember the crystal? No.
No.
Okay. Something I believe stole your memory for the last 24 hours. Is that about right? 24 hours?
Actually, to be more accurate, you lived in a different space time. But I can't explain that to you,
Okay.
so it's literally those that failed to save revert back to their old memories and therefore are disoriented for
So you lost about 24 hours? Is that
No.
No,
Like
6 to 8 hours. Yeah.
6 to 8 hours. So we found a magic crystal that Leif told us to find.
Okay.
We took it to the White Temple. That's why we were all there.
Okay.
And he's telling you that Leif did this, but when you last knew, Leif was gone
She came back.
because you rescued her, but you didn't rescue her. You don't remember rescuing her.
Okay, yeah.
So
And
anything that happened before you waking up, you don't technically remember.
Got it.
so I'm telling you what happened. When we got there, when I tried to show it to the priest of the island, you guys lost about 8 hours of memory. That's what it seems like to me, though. I don't know what happened.
That seems
And-
about
If they
right.
said that they didn't remember anything,
Well,
they
it
remember
it
falling
feels
asleep last
about
night.
right.
And the crystal was gone.
Did it disappear?
I don't know.
We don't know. We had it covered.
Did you guys drink purple again without me?
That's what I was thinking.
I wish, but no.
You wish.
See,
I wish
like
this
her.
was all just a dream, you know?
So, does out of character?
Sure.
Does Kriv understand as much about the crystals and the storms as Mordai does? Or
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
You as a player are in that wonderfully unique place where you have more knowledge than anybody else on the table, and you can't use it.
So can we come back and meet up with Crib?
Sure, when you get back to the shore, he's standing there, but he had to let the wagon go because he wasn't going to step in the way of the guards.
Hey, you're here. How
Hey.
you doing?
Oh boy.
Hey.
Unfortunately, you don't remember bringing the wagon, so you can't remember being angry about it not being here yet because you still think it's at the house.
Hey.
Must be because you don't remember anything
Okay.
We
happening.
just got back to me.
Guys, I gotta take the wagon back to the.
The wagon's not here.
Crib, did you take the
I
wagon?
thought the wagon was right there.
What?
The wagon's not here now.
Did you put?
Where's the wagon? I signed for that wagon.
What wagon? My wagon?
Yes, that wagon.
Wait.
Luckily.
I thought the
You
horse.
brought it here.
Yes, it was
You
here.
technically.
What about horse Bumbles?
Luckily.
Bumbles. His name is Bumbles.
Do we still have
And I
the
want
horse?
him back.
Which is really funny because it's not the name it had in the other dimension, so
No, it
that's
wasn't.
perfect.
Doctor,
Perfect.
I'm gonna need you to track that horse down.
It didn't.
Does tracking work through
I want to hear
dimensions?
your idea on the.
Well, no,
idea
he's going to track the physical horses. The horse was here. You saw a horse
Yeah,
and a wagon
you saw
leave.
A horse and a wagon leave with the guards.
You go, oh yeah, there was a wagon here, but the guards took it. They said it was stolen.
Can he smell the cloth
Cloth?
that we had and track the wagon down with that? Since I was
Yeah, because you kept that on top of the stone.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
who took the wagon though?
we don't know. That's what I'm trying to.
Yes, you do know. Somebody here
Yeah,
knows.
Crib?
He was
Where's
there.
the wagon go?
What wagon?
We had a wagon right here where you're standing. Where is
With
it?
a horse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. So now you get the cloth out and you can start tracking it. Go ahead and make your tracking check.
Just because we burned you?
Okay, guys. Let's,
Yep.
I get advantage.
He doesn't even know what the burns are yet.
Let's all go back to the to Leif Meallon Inn.
I'm sure I'll see him later.
I get advantage.
Yeah, I'm sure with the one you have to look at all those videos. So
I also need to go to my temple at some point. So.
I get advantage in my territory. when
Yep.
I'm tracking.
yep, she rolled twice.
That's one. Never mind. That's a nat 20.
Woo!
Nice. Yep. Actually, it's really funny. You track it literally about 85 yards across the way is the A&A shipping yards.
And shipping yards.
Yep.
That's the place. That's the sign on the wagon, right?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
They got their wagon back.
Oh, so I go there and can I talk to the shipping clerk? Or the...
Yeah, the guy says, how can I help you?
My name is Zolder. I am I am the one who is responsible for taking your wagon.
Oh, okay. You'll get your penalty through the judicial system.
Okay.
We got our horse and everything back. We've already
I
talked to the
apologize
authorities.
for
No, the authorities were here and they already took the statements and everything. And
Okay.
so we understand that as a follower of the Orange Veil, you guys have rights to your religious orders, and the fact that you borrow them for the festival is, it's perfectly fine. I totally understand, and I totally get why you're wearing blue today, because today is the day of mourning, and you don't wear the color orange when you're mourning the losses.
I'm trying to think if whether Zolder would assert that his blue veil is.
Sure.
I had to correct you.
And
No, we
they come
thank
up
you.
and interrupt you.
We thank you.
Daddy, I'm
I thought
hungry.
you guys take the wagon. The horse belongs to you as well, too.
Oh, sure.
But the truth.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
They were attached together when she
Daddy,
stole
I'm
them.
hungry.
Oh, okay. I thought.
She just grabbed one of the last wagons with all the loot on it and brought it to the house.
Than me, so
And she wants this.
Oh, okay.
In other words, they kidnapped what she's rightfully stolen. So.
I know.
She does land one.
So
So they could drag you away as you shout
can I-
you down as
can
you're
I go to
trying
my
to.
temple real quick?
Sure.
I'll meet you guys at Leif Meallon. I have some personal matter to attend to.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this with me.
Wait,
Yes,
what
please
about
study that.
bubbles?
Show it to Crib.
Okay.
Share it. Can I talk to the temple warden?
Sure. So you talk to Bellaton, and he says, "How can I help you?"
I am here to follow up on my penance.
Yes, I've already received the report from the Fly. It seems that you've come full circle back to understanding your role as guide and mentor to your group, not to be their leader, but to be their psychological and social and spiritual guide.
I thank you for your.
Run until about 11 tonight.
Okay, thanks.
Get people out of here.
I thank you for your help in achieving that guidance.
Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was the Fly.
It was the lady working through the fly.
Indeed.
Thank you very much. And I go back to work.
Okay. So she hands you the song that never ends, and you look.
The song that never ends.
It's a never-ending story.
Yes. By the way,
That's
the
Let me finish this.
White Veils call it the Initiatos.
That sounds evil.
Can I just write it all down and then figure it out? Right?
Sure. Watching you try to figure it out.
It
I know,
sounds
I'm
like
writing
that
it all
prophecy that we found.
She's
in, like,
rewriting the whole
graveyard.
I'm rewriting.
You don't
So
have to.
She
I
wants.
understand.
she wants
but
her own
I would
copy.
like to-
Okay.
Can I?
No, she's writing
Can-
the first letter of every
it
line.
can't,
It's in character. Let her do her thing.
Alright, guys. Alright. So
You're a scholar. You're a scribe, and you're watching her butcher the process. That's what it is.
let's
Dang it! She goes, "I'm a druid. This is how we do it." She's like marking and scrawling on a piece of wood.
guys, let's
Yes.
let's focus on where we are now. Let's do a real quick recap. What
Okay,
the hell
second
just
time.
happened?
Oh, okay. Several
course,
things.
what
You
happens?
walk back in the house. Leif is not there. No, I'm sorry. She is there. She is a physical woman, and she's now baking in the kitchen.
Leif, how you feeling?
That's
I'm
Leif.
feeling fine, dearie.
Who's that?
That's Leif.
Of course
No,
I
it
am.
ain't Leif. I know what Leif looks like.
Yeah, that's Leif.
That's Leif.
What's wrong, child?
What happened to
Who are
You
you?
seem like you've seen a ghost.
Well, that's the problem. We're not seeing a ghost. See, Leif.
You got-
to
Oh,
our
I did. I rolled my
perspective-
eyes.
yeah,
Oh,
Leif.
yeah, Chris
Yeah,
woke up and-
Leif is an old woman, an old elvish woman.
Yeah.
To our perspective,
Oh,
you
yeah.
look very.
She's
different.
Primus.
Why not?
Oh, boy.
You look very different than you.
You look
Oh,
beautiful.
yes.
Gorgeous.
That's because I got a chance to talk to Fala, and I've learned so much about the past.
I see. And are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Matter of fact, she was over here just 2 or 3 minutes ago. Surprised you didn't pass her in the archway coming in.
How
What?
did this kind of hold your hand?
Does
You're alive, breathing.
Ithraka mean anything to you?
What? What are you using that word? Are you foolish? Don't say that.
Why not?
They could be here at any time.
Leif, what year is it?
That's a crazy question. It's, I don't know, 125? AN? That is the modern current date.
Is it the current? Is that,
Yeah. 125 after the never.
Okay.
All right. Oh, okay. That makes me feel better.
It shouldn't. If there's a storm that got collapsed, it's not the storm you saw being formed.
Leif, we remember you very differently.
Well, many people pass through my inn at different times, and I'm really kind of confused because I haven't had anybody come in to set up a room, and the place is a total wreck. There's rooms that are still shaped and sized for dwarves. I don't understand what's gone on with that, but at least my kitchen's been in a functional fashion.
Oh yeah, that's been functional.
Yeah, I've been selling cakes out through the side door for the last 4 or 5 hours. It's been doing great business.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're making.
This is very.
Well,
troubling.
sure. All of a sudden, people were really happy because apparently they were afraid that their silver wasn't going to be any good. I don't mind taking their silver from them. Of course, you guys know that you are breaking the law if she's selling because you do not have.
We don't have a permit
your
to
place.
sell. We can't be doing that.
What are you talking about? I've been in business for close to 500 years.
That's the thing. You haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't. It's.
I don't want to argue with you, fella, but I don't even know who you are. You walked into my kitchen. I assumed it was to buy stuff, and then I started to tell you some of the small talk of the neighborhood, and how I've been doing great business, and now you try to tell me I can't run business? Are you guys working for the government or something?
I work for you.
Do you recognize me?
You.
What's that?
Do you recognize me?
Leif,
Why would I recognize a...
Get the contract.
What are you, a lizard man?
Oh snap!
we're talking. Leif, what's the name of your establishment?
Huh?
What's the name of your establishment?
Oh, this is Troll Skull Alley.
Oh,
I
dear
see.
Lord.
And is this an inn or a
It's inn and tavern, but clearly my barkeep quit on me, and I'm having to run things by myself. And so I just keep it simple and sell some
Well, if you need,
bakers.
you need a barkeep.
Well, the problem with that is I don't actually own the inn. I just am the baker that got hired.
Who owns it?
Hmm?
Who's the owner?
Don't rightly know. It seems like Orsilol.
Orsilol.
Yeah, one of my brethren
I see.
from the Highlands.
Do you have any family?
Yeah, I've got a mother and. But why are we talking small talk again? You're confusing me here. Are you here to buy baked goods or what?
Can I pull out the contract that we signed?
No.
I have a question for you,
We
Lee.
want to shock her.
Who's your bartender?
Who was my bartender?
Yeah,
Oh, Sven.
Sven.
Yeah.
Do you have any children, Leif?
Do I have any children?
Yeah.
Again, I don't see why this is any of your business. Of course, I've had children.
Tell you what, can I take some peanut brittle?
What happened yesterday?
I bake breads. I don't make peanut
Do
butter.
you have any peanut muffins or anything like that?
I can see what I can rustle up. And
Okay, you know what? No
What's
more
that?
dancing around the toes. We gotta show it.
What did you do yesterday?
what I did yesterday, same thing I usually do: get up, stretch, start cooking.
She's your grandmother.
She is not my
Did you
grandma.
talk
What?
to anyone special? Anything interesting happen?
No, pretty much like every day before it.
Was it a little bit cloudy outside?
Why, no, dearie. It's been perfectly fine for as long as I can remember.
How does she look? Like 60-something?
Well, in human terms, she's probably in human terms she looks like she's like 105.
Okay.
In elvish terms, she's probably closing in on
Can I
1200.
I'm like looking at her and then I'm looking at Leo, then I'm looking at her, then I'm looking at Leo.
There'd be no way to tell. No way to tell.
We gotta let her know that we.
Do you want to see your grandchild?
Oh my god.
Grandchild.
Okay,
I-
Miss Leaf, we are the new
Leif is my
owners.
Leif is my name. The Miss thing went out about 1,000 years ago.
That's great.
Our
We're the new.
apologies.
What are they?
We are the new owners of this establishment, and I pull out the contract that we signed, the legal binding document.
Oh.
All of a sudden, a mental picture of, but I don't want land, Father. I now count you as my son in all legal and binding ways. Okay, good. So we can start with getting getting you to get my servant out of the basement. He's a lazy little lizard guy down there. Need him back to work. About the time you hear, Master!
Oh,
And Larry comes running in
To me or to?
to Leif. She goes, "Oh my goodness, you don't look like you've aged a day." And he goes, I've had some experience with Master. They've just been amazing."
Is he skeleton still?
No, he's got
He's a
skin and
lizard.
he's a lizard man. Lacertine.
Wait, so
When
he's
did this
not a
happen?
skeleton anymore?
No. That was the benefit of working with the It.
Larry?
Yeah, he's been a full lizard for
Yeah,
a
he's-
while, actually.
Oh.
Ever since he came back.
Yeah.
He snuck in as the snake and then shapeshift to lizard.
Oh, I thought he was.
Taking all the minis off of the discount table. If anyone wants last crack, 30% off.
Okay.
He goes,
I might.
Better run look.
they're
Go
all
ahead.
dwarves and gnomes.
I've already got my.
Oh, are
I've already
they?
got my.
Yeah, they don't have any like.
Let me see what else. Miss.
Just take a quick look.
Future character.
That's cool.
I don't have mine.
And this is commerce in the New World, so we lose half the party to a sale. Imagine that.
I am very concerned at this point.
So Leif goes, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?" And Larry's like, his old tail is
me.
wagging.
It's me.
I
Exactly.
really don't.
I'm just sitting there just watching him, just shaking my head, dude. Like, God damn.
Okay, so for clarification, he's the Lacertine following a much more like a monitor lizard, big, angry, gruff.
Yeah,
Larry is more like a happy little gecko,
I don't like either one of them.
but he's got he's like
I
a
like him. He's adorable.
so you find also that Larry has something you didn't know before, and that is he has resistance to heat, so he can actually climb into the oven and get stuff that gets slid to the back, and that's why he works with her.
That'll come in useful.
Aww.
What color is he?
It's kind of green. Oh, speaking of, I have a model for him now. I have to find it.
For Larry.
Yeah. Where's Larry? Oh, I put him in the Lacertine box.
Guys, we should really talk about what we want to do next now because we have a missing crystal.
That
You
bar.
want to tell us what happened?
Consider the very first thing on the agenda should be not to.
Hey, did anything happen while you were waiting for us?
What?
Did anything happen while you were on the docks while you were waiting for us?
Oh yeah, Mirror wants all of the asses.
Okay, we
He
already
doesn't
knew
know
that.
who I am.
What does he want?
He's still. He's not gonna get it.
Well, that's why I said we should kind of hold on to it for now.
Okay,
Who's
have
in
to-
possession of the stone?
Batra has it.
We have 3 days, right?
Yeah,
I need somebody with a better paint job than me to do his face,
You see?
but I'm gonna
No,
show the chat first, and then you
The
guys can
stone
look
is
at
in
it.
Elder's possession at the moment.
There is no elder in Nikos.
I'm sorry, God damn it. I'm sorry.
Is that really what it looks like?
You're
That's Larry.
He's older.
his older possession. He hasn't given to me the stone yet.
Just put a big grin,
Since-
toothy grin on his face.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, maybe we should sit down and have a really big talk on what we do need to do next.
All right, let's.
Because we lost a crystal.
let's
The crystal's
Hi, Leif.
gone.
I'm Luna. I'm your bartender.
That's us.
Oh, excellent. I should show you my wine cellar. Wine cellar.
Another time. We have stuff to do.
let's all meet for we have to have an important meeting, guys.
Sure.
This is just us, right? No Leaf. We'll catch up with you later, Leaf. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's go to the.
Go to the dining room or go up to your inner sanctum up in your penthouse
Yeah.
part of the house, whatever.
Okay, so what are we gonna do now?
I'm sorry, bud. Looks like you're gonna get taken by Mir.
Why we still?
We do have that. I do have the option.
But you still have that stone.
Why does
Um,
Mir want the stone?
We don't have the
We
crystal.
don't know. He just. He
I
wants it.
suggest.
Well, you guys, a couple of you have actually handled the stone, and it talked to you, if I remember correctly.
Well, I know exactly what that stone was.
So then, yeah,
Can I handle it again?
whoever's got it.
I have it.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah, you do have it.
what does the stone want?
I guess we're gonna talk to the stone. What does
What's
the
your
stone
word?
want?
Just touch it. That's all.
Okay, so I reach in. Guys, keep an eye on me. If I go crazy, then knock me in the head or something.
Make your, make
I'm
your,
already right behind you, way ahead of you.
make your wisdom save.
I'm gonna hold on the spell hold person, just in case.
Zeep, can you bring me a frying pan up here?
18.
Hey, if anybody's gonna knock him in the head, let's give it.
To Calissa.
He's been going. He's been.
I think Callista's the only one with anger enough to really get a good
Yeah.
punch in.
He's been dissing my religion since the start of this. No, I have my.
You can draw on his
That's because
face
your
or
religion's
something,
a
right?
cult.
That's
I'm sorry, but
Am I wrong?
all religion.
not 100%.
Okay.
You have your opinion.
These are facts.
What are you doing?
I am asking why would somebody want to find you? What can you
Why
do?
would I bother to tell you since you're gonna forget me here in a second?
What are you capable of doing?
Make your wisdom save.
I did 18.
No, make another one.
Okay. 19.
Well, apparently not much.
No.
No.
So what's your purpose? What?
I happen. Damn it! I hate curses. I have information that everybody wants, and I don't want people to find it yet.
Is it information about the golden dragons?
God damn it! Yes.
Do you know where they are?
No. No, I don't know where they are.
Do you know where it is?
What is it?
Raka?
You got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry.
Okay.
You've got bigger fish to fry.
Okay. But you can. I myself am not that interested in the dragons, but you are capable of telling people where to find them.
No. I can't tell you where to find the
Okay,
dragons.
but you know where they are.
No, I told you I don't know where they
Okay.
are.
Ask Kriv
think I
what
remember how
questions to
that's
ask.
By the way, this thing has an int of 18, wisdom 15, charisma of 18. It's a beautiful little rock.
Okay. Kriv, do you?
Put the stone down.
Tell you what, I'll trade.
Sure. What are you trading for? What do you have?
Don't trade with it.
You need to tell me where I can find the coins of it. And if you can do that honestly, and you put me down for 5 seconds, I will tell you where you can find the vault.
I only know where one coin is.
It's enough for me.
Me too. Me too.
I put the stone down.
You didn't tell her where it was?
No. I put the stone down.
So you put the stone down, everybody else in the room make a wisdom save.
What are you doing?
I didn't tell her anything.
You still did what you told it to, though. That can't go well.
16.
10.
16.
Okay.
Oh, well, 13.
Okay, anybody under a 15
Yeah.
can't even remember that you had a stone.
Okay. Good.
Oh my gosh, I'm like an idiot today.
Only the ones that have a 16 or better remember
What is it?
that the stone is there and see it.
And then a 2.
But it actually faded out of everybody else's line of sight,
What do you
as if a sanctuary spell was cast on it.
You got an 11.
Oh,
You said it was 15?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Yep. So you don't even remember having the stone.
Us too.
Yeah, same here.
3 of you.
Yeah. No, I remember.
Okay. I'll do your roll lower. That's where you
Yeah.
always used to go.
So nobody remembers the stone.
I know it.
You're
I know you have the stone.
Leo, the
There's
stone-
3 of you see the stone laying on the ground, and the rest of you are going, so what were we talking about?
Oh my god.
So they
So
lost
wait,
their
what
memory
did it
from like
ask
the same
you?
thing
I
as me,
had a
then,
full
right?
glass of wine.
They just forgot the stone.
Oh, they just forgot the song.
Who the hell?
Lay
Everything.
off the
Why
white
not?
Zinfandel.
Alright, I have one.
So you guys want to go pick up, so one of the 3 of you going to pick up the
Irish
stone?
coffee?
Alright guys, the stone is talking to me.
No.
You-
What
the
stone?
Stone is
You don't
A
remember.
stone
That's
is-
why I'm
You
saying.
guys
No,
don't-
I
You put it down, and you blew the roll.
Oh, I didn't roll.
You have to roll again as soon as you let go of it.
I don't remember it.
Yeah. So you put it down and you go, so what were we talking about? And the three of them are going, pointing at it, and you're going, what? I don't see anything.
I'm
It's a rag.
gonna go down and
Pick up the rock?
yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna pick up with your bare hand?
Get me out of here
Yeah.
and put me down someplace safe, and I will tell you where you can find your friend Floon.
Oh, Floon is.
Tempted, but all of them just lost any idea where you were.
You're trying to figure out why he's talking to him. The rest of you, the ones that made it,
I'm
no.
not gonna question it. 'Cause
So-
I talk to things all the time.
You have a choice. You either tell me what you know, or I'm gonna shatter you.
Hey.
Oh,
okay, let's not
oh,
talk-
go ahead.
Oh.
Go for it. Go for it.
Whoa, okay, dang!
Deck save.
Why are you like this?
We're surrounded by crazy.
Why?
Natural 20.
So you slam it down and you hit the ground so hard it pops out and hits you in the forehead with a natural 20.
Damn it!
You're reeling and the stone
like
falls to the ground. You get a save at disadvantage again.
So the stone is broken, right?
No.
No.
Or is-
No, it's got a will of its own.
oh, okay.
So when he slammed it against the ground, it actually fought loose to get loose of his hand and shot him.
What save?
15.
15? Okay, I got 13. Okay.
Okay. So he goes, ow! Who hit me?
What are you doing?
And so there's only two of you left that know that the stone is there.
Crap. Okay, I grab it.
Okay. Hey,
I'll let him.
little boy, let's go to your room and play for a while.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Wisdom.
Jeez.
Leo, who the
No,
hell are you
charisma,
talking
charisma.
to?
We hear
Hey, we don't judge people who
That's
talk
a
to
point.
inanimate
Okay.
objects.
Stranger danger.
It's okay, Joe.
Okay.
What inanimate objects?
There's more
He
power
looks
in you
like-
than I thought.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. We can be safer together.
He's.
I know where we can find your dad.
Talk to wolves.
You know, a lot of people can find my dad except me. And I'm
You're
kinda
a
sick of it.
drunk.
Whatever he's telling you, don't listen to him.
Guys, what are you talking to?
But you can see a rock in his hand now.
Oh.
Just give me a minute, guys.
So I take part of my
What's wrong
cloak.
with that
He
rock?
has a pet rock like me.
I take part of my cloak. I
You guys are
wrap
so
it around
sad.
the rock, and I.
You
Okay.
Oh, wait, I still have it in my hand, though.
Yeah, right. So you choose to
Okay,
let him.
just give me 1 second,
Makes
please.
you wanna
Just
have friends.
hold on.
Who needs friends?
Um,
I can beat people
So
up.
we can see the rock now, right?
Yeah, you can see that he has a rock. You don't know why he's talking to the
Okay,
rock.
everyone, I am having a mental breakdown. I'm going to step out in the hallway
Clearly.
for 1 minute. Just excuse me, and I close the door
Leo,
behind
come
me.
back here, young man. We are not done
Can I?
talking.
Can I?
Hey,
You can stealth him.
Yes,
Stealth
let
him.
him talk.
Actually, no, Buster.
Yeah, basically, he saw what you were trying to do. He sneaks out. He's already out in the hallway.
Nothing in his hand.
So as soon as
You can
no, we can
stone
see the
now.
rock now.
Oh, I can see the rock now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
just like mine.
Alright? Only it's a little bit prettier.
and the door closes behind him.
Okay.
Okay, so you can talk to each
I
other.
have the rock. Remember the first
Why
time I got
is
here?
everyone in this house insane?
Okay, Buster, what do we do? It's sad. We're the only two smart people in the house right now.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Okay,
Let's go.
where do you
Yeah,
want to
we
go? Where do you want to go?
Out in the street where it's safe.
Why? What are you afraid of?
Because there's a lot more rocks out there.
Just talking about the stones that we need.
So everything he says, I'm going to tell Bashro. What do you mean there are more rocks out there?
You've seen the street lately? It's cobblestone.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's much more convenient for my departure.
Okay, listen. Okay, can I just be honest with you? I'm
No.
going to be very honest with you.
Why?
There are a lot of really bad people who want you, and we don't know why.
Oh,
No, I just need
so
to-
now you're going to judge. You
Yeah.
who burns down buildings for arbitrary
I
purposes.
burned down one building to defend my friends. Okay, now shut up. I just want to know if you're worth protecting or what.
Of course I am. But you'll be much more protected if you can get me to the vault by yourself. I wouldn't take anybody else with you. It's not safe.
What's the vault?
Is the connection.
I can't tell you more than that till you get rid of your friend.
Bashra, can you go inside for like 1 minute?
You're staring right up. You know that the stone has already talked its way out of 3 people's hands. Are you going to let him?
You know what?
No,
gonna go
I'm not
outs-
going to do that. But
Okay, so the door opens.
can I?
I go outside and I put a sack over Leo.
No, you can't even. You literally don't know where he is. You can hear him out in the hallway whispering, but that's all. So when you open the door, you can see him. You can't just go put it back.
I see him and I want to try to put a sack
So
on
he
him.
pulls the sack out.
Okay. So
Zolder,
just
what the
just give me
hell are you-
1 minute, please. Okay.
let's let the
I'm gonna
crazy
count to
boy
10.
be crazy.
You're gonna count to
I
60.
think my mom raised me.
I'm casting invisibility.
Okay.
I assume.
Can
Leo,
I-
I'm trusting
I'm
you.
All right, okay,
Can I
you don't
stealth
see
his
me, I'm
request
gone.
about going up?
I'm
Well,
trusting
he
you.
should be able
Probably
to see
tell
me.
me so I don't.
No, if you leave, no one's paying attention to you right now.
Honesty.
If I leave now, can I?
Raised by a pirate.
Can I stealth myself so
Oh,
he wasn't
so
paying
she kept you below
attention to me, so I still hear that conversation?
No, if you leave, you're leaving the conversation. That's the point.
I don't want to leave the conversation.
Right.
Well, then
so you
stay in the
then
conversation.
Then stay here.
Okay, what if I go to the end of the hall and he stays at the end of the hall? Would that be okay? He can't hear me if he's at the end of the hall, but he can see me.
They all look at you talking to the rock.
I know this looks bad, but we're in Nyko's. Anything can
He's putting his hand over. He put his hand over the rock, so thinking he could keep it from hearing. This is great. Be quiet. I'm not talking to the rock right now.
I want to
Yeah.
come around next to him and just kind of try to grab the rock out of his hand.
Okay, so you'll have to make a dex save. It's gonna be contested. So you're both rolling an attack as if you were rolling against your with dex modifier, and whichever number is higher determines success failure for holding onto the rock. If it's a dead tie, you literally are wrestling each other for the stone.
If they're both touching it, can't they both
Dex,
do
you
it?
said?
Yes.
I got a 9.
I got a nat 1. I missed.
So because it was only a 9, the rock roams around, almost hits you in the head as he fights you for it. You of course become visible because it's normal invisibility. So you're actually physically wrestling.
Okay,
a bit.
So who has the stone now?
He still has it.
Okay,
And
I
he's got it
just-
held up like he's going to use it like a weapon.
I start running just down the hall, and I'm just, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Why
Well,
don't
what's
we
the
just
vault?
leave the
As I'm
boy
running, I'm
alone?
asking, what is the
command spell throw and make your wisdom save.
Nobody wants to listen to Crit.
What's
Criff
going
isn't
on?
talking.
Tell me
Nobody
what's
wants
going
to
on.
listen to Crit.
Leo is
If you
scared.
raise your hand and we're all looking the other way, none of us are going to
Okay.
see it.
What's going on?
Do I have any modifiers?
Huh?
Wisdom, you said?
Yep.
14?
Not enough. You
Yeah,
actually
you're
throw the
right.
stone.
Yes, I'm trying
You
to
just
put
pick it
a
up and-
sack on him.
Okay.
Didn't you use it earlier?
No.
We don't need
Okay,
to
good.
touch the rock. And how the rock works.
Okay. Let me just immobilize him somehow.
Sing.
Yeah.
Why don't we just let the
So
boy
he
live
lets
his
go.
life
The
and
rock
not talk
crashes
about
through
it?
the outer window and out into the street. Scrabble, scrabble.
You
Make your
idiots!
wisdom.
Why would you-
Wait. Make your wisdom save now to see if you even remember holding on to it, because this is its main effect.
17.
Okay, you do hold on. You do remember that the stone is out there. It's literally you let go. You go, holy crap!
What did you...
So I put the sack on you now.
What are you doing?
What is that gonna do?
Keep him from running.
I saw the rock go out the window, correct?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you-
out
you
into the
on
street.
pot.
You knew what was going on.
You guys are stupid. You were so
you run down the hallway?
stupid.
I run and jump
Okay,
out
he's-
to grab
you're-
that
I was
rock.
going to say the same
Say,
thing.
but Bothro is going to be ahead of you because you
I'm
got
gonna
there
just
first.
holding the sack
So
right
both of you are out in the street now.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys come back, just let me know. I'm gonna go have a drink.
Are you okay? Are you?
Oh,
got
and
you.
the new version of Leafs. Would you like a hot toddy, dearie? You seem to be having a day.
What the hell is a hot toddy?
It's a warm whiskey with lime and honey.
Oh yes, please.
We have wine, but do we have?
You can also make a toddy with mead, which was its original root.
that.
Make me an old fashioned.
Can I
You know you're busy running, so
Okay, yeah.
okay. So the two of you get in the street, and you just see a cobblestone street, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rocks.
You're still in the sack.
No, but we looked at the rock. I know it has like eyes on it. So
Right,
it-
I know that, but its ability is to disguise self.
I am.
Callisto is very confused at just everything.
Right. You're
Why
like,
are
why
you-
are we chasing a rock?
Why
What's
is
this
it on the
rock? What's so
floor?
important about this
Why
rock?
are you looking at stones,
So-
you guys?
Wisdom. So
want
your
freedom,
passive
right?
perception is coming to come into it. Your passive perception is what?
It's 10 plus wisdom, right?
Yep.
So that is an 8.
Okay. Therefore, your passive perception of 20, you get to roll. You actually make an active perception check. It's going to be an active perception check of a 20, but you get to use your +5 modifier.
Okay.
So it's a 15 or better to find the rock. You get 3 attempts.
Can I borrow one more D20, please?
Oh,
You roll all 3 at the same time. Or you roll separately
No, just separately.
because you get advantage.
Because you said I get 3 attempts.
But you get advantage.
So that's 6.
So you're rolling 2 dice on each one.
I'll use my advantage die.
Oh, okay.
this one has been doing good to me today. I roll at least 3 nat
Okay,
20s in my
so
last game.
First one.
First attempt. Oh, that's a.
You have advantage,
That's a
so you
3.
can roll again.
Yeah, roll again.
Oh, yeah.
Roll again.
Yeah, you basically get 6 rolls.
Okay.
A 2 down to a 1.
This is my.
This area is clearly.
Keep
Actually,
going.
I can imagine the
This
stone
is my
going.
third roll.
You're getting cold. You're getting colder.
This is my third roll.
This is your third roll. 14 plus the 5 is 19. You find a rock that looks oddly familiar. Make a wisdom save.
Okay. God damn it. I don't have that.
Right. So, yep, with a natural 1, he goes, nope, that ain't it. Throws it over his shoulder.
Zolder, please. let
I'm-
go.
Make your advantage. Your make
Do
your.
I-
Now
I'm
you
like
get
holding you up with the
third
sack,
pair of
and
rolls.
you're just like kicking
So
me.
you
third
got
pair
yeah,
of rolls.
yeah.
Okay, so.
So there's still one more chance with advantage.
Dear God, come on.
5 is not going to do it, but now you get your backup. So hope it's on this die roll.
Here, use
Okay.
this one. This has been giving me some good luck.
Hopefully it gives me good luck
Watch me
too.
another one.
That's a 15.
That is a 15 plus the modifiers.
That's an 8.
You pick it up. Another wisdom save though,
I get that.
and he nat 20s it. He goes, "No, you're not fooling me this time.
My dice
I
have
am not
been
hold.
good luck
You jam it
today.
in a bag. You tie it off. You know not to touch it anymore. You have the rock.
I
It
talked
took
to
you.
him.
It took you 3 hours of picking up rock. Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's a good thing I took that feat. God
It took
damn.
that. If it hadn't been for that feat, you'd been in
All
trouble.
right. Can we all meet
No,
back
I
inside
talked
that?
to.
Yes.
No, actually, yeah.
Well, no, he's not there with you. He's throwing rocks around too, trying to find it.
I
What
talked
the
to him.
fuck is this? Fuck?
Finally, he seen him put a rock in a
What's up?
bag, and he says,
I just. Well, actually, I have it in the bag, right?
Right.
I have the rock in the bag now. So
Okay,
Let's go back to the inn. And
let's take it to Mirt because he probably knows how to deal with this.
That's what I wanted to talk to them about. What I wanted to
They're
talk
not
to.
gonna let us go.
No,
Can I-
listen.
Is Leif in the house?
Listen.
Yeah,
What,
the old-
listen,
yeah.
Leaf,
what
can
I
you get a
wanted
pot
to
filled with
talk
water?
to
"Oh what?
A pot of water.
the group
Oh,
about is
certainly,
that we
dearie.
can't
What
trust
temperature? You
Mirt
want me to boil it for
or
you?"
this rock.
Okay.
But the thing is, who do we trust more?
At this
That's-
point,
Table, well,
That's
Here,
going to be
finally,
the question.
I
I
like
have a
This
problem.
thing has made us forget.
Who is more trustworthy, the rock or Mirt? We're gonna have to choose.
Vince said that he was on the that Mirt was on the up and up.
these two deciding the fate of the rock fills me with such
Both of
high
their
optimism.
choices are wrong, by the way.
Hey guys, why are you coming inside?
Come inside.
Yeah,
hold
actually,
on.
no.
No.
Okay, stop,
I have an
guys.
idea.
Guys, stop. In clarification, because you stopped looking and started talking, they would hear the fact that you're not going, nope, nope, nope. So all of them get a passive of 15 or better. Does anybody have a passive better than 15?
Passive perception.
It's a negative for me, Chief.
Let's take it to
What's your wisdom?
Should I try it?
No, you're at
Perception?
14.
Sure.
15.
No, passive. What is your passive?
Oh, my passive
Huh?
is
14?
14. I'll give you a save. Go ahead and make a passive check. Take your modifier. You need the 14.
What do you check your passive?
It's your wisdom plus your.
It's 10 plus your wisdom
17.
modifier.
So 13.
17?
Yeah.
It was 21.
So,
Okay. Yeah. You realize that they're now arguing about something and it's in hushed tones, so you figure they must have found the
Call
rock.
him back inside.
Hey, ladies.
Okay.
Ladies.
Let's stop nagging about
50%
this.
accurate.
All right? Come inside. Let's talk about this as a group, you know? Maybe like, because we're a team. I don't know if that's just me, but I think you should come inside.
I
depends.
walk
How
in
much
the
have you
house
Come
like
inside.
twerking.
How-
like
how much have you
Come-
had?
come
Yeah,
inside.
Depends. How much have you drink?
Dude, come,
I have
everybody come
sip.
inside.
He walks in dancing.
You're
He's
very
like, yeah,
abusive.
No,
who's got
you know how like
Nobody
those
listens.
runway models off of those angels,
right?
I forgot what they call
Last
it.
time,
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, Victoria's
Strut.
Secret.
He's
Yeah.
strutting.
Yeah, that.
He's
Waving
walking.
it
Okay,
around.
so Bashra comes in strutting. Who's bad? Who's awesome? Yeah, it's me.
What?
Do I recognize that he has the stone?
You see, he's got a bag and it's hanging there.
I want to talk, like, I'm yelling at them while I'm holding the sack full of Leo. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he's
guys, you
got-
gotta
No,
focus.
no, you have it wrapped around
Good.
him.
I got a pot
You
of
never
water.
picked him
Drop
up.
it in the pot. Just dump it out into the pot.
Dumping out
Listen
the
to
hot.
him.
Put it in the pot. Just
I
hold it upside
certainly
down, dump
trust
it in
him.
the pot.
Dude, they noticed about the stone though,
What about it?
because they lost their memories.
Not me. I'm
No.
really.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So he can't. Do
You
that.
did.
I'm the only one who has my.
That's why, yeah. He's
So-
the only other
and
one in the
he wouldn't
room.
know about that either. So
Alright, so, okay, never mind.
And let Leo out of the
There is no
sack.
I guess
pot
the
of
four
water
that
there.
have-
I would only make that move if I knew.
Right, I got it.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
If you ever
Fuck me, right?
do that to me again,
I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
will
worse
try to
than you
kill you.
think. Again.
Yeah.
I will
And this
try to
leads
kill
back
you if
to
you ever
you really
do that
need to
me
have the
again.
conversation.
I've had.
I was doing it for your benefit.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, but
If
you
you
can actually
ever do
say,
that to me
you
without
know,
my permission,
time out, game
I
master.
will
This needs to
kill
be an
you.
out of game player discussion
Can
because
I tell them, like,
that's what I'm saying.
can
You
I
give them
them
everything. Out of game, you can give them everything. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you'll be helping our audience by giving them insight.
Okay.
So, do you want to have that conversation?
Yes, please. for the
Okay.
love of God,
As of
please, we
now,
need to have this
as
conversation.
of now, because of the fact that we're on this pinnacle, we're not going to stop the decision making process. But you as players need to have additional information that he is a player.
So this is out
This
of
is going to be completely out of character,
Okay.
out of game.
What's-
But more importantly, it's still in Nikos.
Okay.
Right.
So
So what's
That rock functions as a compass, and it points to
I get
where the
that.
dragons.
Get
It needs
that.
to be dropped in a pot of water.
In a pot of water.
I believe.
Oh,
if
like
I
a
remember right.
compass.
It's a compass. Think of it like the needle of a compass.
I get it. now.
Oh, like
Yes.
oh, okay.
Yes. You wanted to give it to Mir. No.
No,
I
we wanted to
was
get
gonna
him
say
into
Vincent.
Vincent.
Oh, I thought you said Mir.
he said
Well,
Mirt first,
he
and
said
then he
Mirt.
talked him out of Mirt.
Okay.
And he says, well, at
He's
least
still
Vincent's been
Okay.
truthful
I
with
do
us.
know.
What is it? It's a compass. We need to use it like a compass. To
You
point
guys
right
make
where we
terrible
need to go.
Ask him
choices.
if he can think
Yeah. Okay.
You guys now know how to use it.
Here.
We are not the
Except
brightest.
that that's not
bulbs
entirely
in the
correct.
shed
Is it
here.
not?
That is not. You're on the right course, but you're off by I don't know, a compass point.
Oh shit, we don't know which way.
Yeah,
Which
I
way is
apologize
north?
about the sack.
No, you'll have to
Don't
learn
talk
more
to
about
me.
the stone.
Do I? Okay.
No, I said yeah. Everyone will have to learn more about the stone. The trick is that when you all had knowledge of it, you had the chance to talk about it without touching it. And if you'd have done that, then you could have had the conversation, and I think be able to give you more information.
Wait a minute.
Because it's all
So,
fragmented again, you're going to go
There's-
through the same
we just
process
did the
you did
same
last
thing.
time
That,
Right.
to
I
get
have
everyone
something.
aware of it. So.
Right.
What do you have?
It has a possible chance of making you go insane.
But
Jesus
before
Christ,
that,
dude.
before that,
Come on,
since we're
don't
out,
do that.
Guys,
before
guys,
that,
this-
because we're out of game, I would also suggest you have the bigger conversation about what all you know as player from both games,
So what do you know?
You get the best of both worlds.
because they need to understand what the level of gravity, the amount of gravy they're in right now.
What's that from?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So I'm still trying to piece most of that
Ju-
together.
just
Okay,
that
so
it's-
well, just give them some pieces of it. Give what you know.
Okay, well, so you
Oh,
guys
I was
remember
born in
how
West Philadelphia, but-
before I walked out, we had that little talk about storms and whatnot.
Yeah.
That whole awesomeness. Well, if nobody noticed before, whatever you guys did when I was gone, there was a storm brewing above the city. There's no longer a storm, which means one of two things: either we are in a storm, or we dispelled the storm.
What does a storm? The storm takes things out of time. Right?
Right. More or less, it's like its own little bubble.
Is it possible to know if we're in a storm? Is there a way to find out?
Walking until we either walk out of the storm or something happens.
Well,
Okay.
a lot of other things. If the people that are speaking to you use the now date, it has to be in the now, because everyone else, anybody who's in a bubble still, doesn't know. Well, let me rephrase that. People who are not aware of the bubbles whatsoever are going to tell you it's either 150 years or 1,500 years since the end of time.
I talked to. I asked Leif, and she gave me the right date.
She said it was in the now.
She said it was on. Yeah.
She said it was 125.
Yeah.
In the now.
Yeah. So, but everything else, like the gold fading or turning into wormwood.
But all the information she gave about her history before that was very vague, and it's
Okay.
clear that she's been brought into the now from someplace else.
Right.
Okay, so I think we dispelled the storm then by doing whatever you guys did with that crystal. Problem is,
I don't know what. I mean, we didn't really do much. We took to the island, and that's it.
as much as I
Maybe
know about
by
those,
taking it to the island, it was purified
Maybe.
like that.
I mean, that's a
or we
possibility.
walked it out of the storm.
Stone's name.
Or we walked
Ding,
around.
ding, ding.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was just like, wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys walked it out of the storm, basically.
Okay.
There's a way you can find that out.
How so?
There's a way you can find that out.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me info dump everything else
Sure,
real quick.
go.
Oh wait, shit, I lost my train of thought.
Get up.
Okay, so she's in the now. That was what you were verifying. That
Spell the storm. Walking. Oh right. Apparently those storm or the crystals, if they're brought, or the last time they were all brought together, they granted like a massive wish, which is what started the storms,
Oh, they're Dragon Balls.
more or less.
Okay.
Isn't that the same thing they did on Friday? The Dragon Ball comparison.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, is it accurate, more or less?
Pretty
It's
much.
called the Dragon Ball
Okay.
Theorem.
Realize that the iterations of the storms go back to way back when I was a kid. So.
Right. So
It's quite possible that I subjectively picked up references from a lot of different places.
Our
No,
subconscious
no,
tend
it's
to do
totally
that.
it's totally fine. But it's basically if we get all 7 of them, I think it grants a wish, but we need to be in a specific location, i.e. the hotel, wherever that is. But I'm
So,
not 100%
do you know
sure.
if when we walked it out, it disappeared? Does that mean that is it gone, or does it exist somewhere?
We no longer have access to it.
Okay, but it still exists somewhere.
Yes and no at the same time.
Some when.
Yes.
Some when. All right.
So somewhere in time that stone exists or the crystal exists.
The very process that brought it into this world, however, was an external source. Somebody's forcing an object into this when.
Right, which is also why you guys had the wormwood or the.
So that someone, I'm
Everything
assuming.
would return to Morgul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wormwood. Yeah, wormwood is the material that Morgul that the Morgul blade is made of.
Is that someone, Ithraka?
No.
No. Okay.
That dragon we saw was Ithraka, right? From
Yeah.
yesterday
No.
festival.
And the stone, whatever this weird stone that we have now, not the crystal.
That's to find the dragons.
Yes.
Is it so
Purely-
it's
purely
it's
to
not
find the
related
dragons.
to that?
No, well, as far as I know, no.
Okay. All right. Let's have a meeting, real quick, in-game meeting.
Okay, so are you?
Okay, yeah, we're back in here.
Okay. Really quick. How about we play until 10, and
Okay.
then we go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
That sounds
if you
good.
wanna get food,
That way we
go
have
by
time to go eat. Is that okay
Yeah.
for you guys?
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll get another
A
round.
little
Yeah,
bit
no worries.
You guys
Let's have an
gotta leave
in-game meeting.
That's it.
We're actually gonna go out for dinner afterwards. If you wanna join us?
You don't have to, but
I gotta be up at 6, man.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, we're gonna.
I think what
Well, Denny's is like right here.
I
It's
have
a
an idea.
You
Thought
can
that
still play time.
It's right here on
Give us the
the
minimum.
That's
floor.
only
to
Side conversations to minimum.
Right.
Let's focus on
Sure. Backstory. We're
Okay. We have this weird stone. I don't know about it, but it seems important. Leo, you know about it, right?
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry about what happened.
It's okay.
he's gonna
It
go.
is not okay, Luna.
He's gonna go around cutting holes in bags from now
You're
on
really
to make sure they
sensitive
can't be used.
about people touching you.
Always has been.
Let's think about it. Why would I be sensitive? It's not like I had to kill a child molester about a year ago.
I don't know. I'm a hugger. Oh,
You're an idiot.
about that. Yeah, that sucks, Steve. Anyway.
All right.
Let's.
Make another shot over here.
Yeah.
All right. Can we talk about this? We have two separate things. We have the crystal which has appeared, and we have the stone. Do we take the stone to Mert?
I actually
Do me a favor. Everybody make a wisdom check. Basically, this will represent those that know about the stone can give the perfect knowledge to the others who do not.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
You got nat 20? Oh,
2 nat 20 on the table.
just straight 10.
Okay, so
Let me get you dice.
Okay.
another fail, huh?
Another nat 1.
I like the Nat 20.
She's like, why are we talking about this rock? This is stupid. Finally,
I got a
Leif,
16.
let's. I need to know my way.
I got it.
so to make this easier, watching this all go on, you hear a knock at the door. It's Leif. Guys, I don't mean to be a bit of a peeping Tom, but I've been listening. And do you want me to fix the problem with the rock?
How
How
you
do
gonna
you
fix
fix
it?
I can make it so you can see its true form, just for a minute or
Oh
two.
yeah, please do. Please.
Okay. Okay. So everybody, take a look quick, because I'm going to only hold it for a second.
Okay.
When she touches the stone, you see a 40-foot long beast with tentacles in the front, 2 huge orb-like eyes, a gaping maw with 1,000 teeth, and you see a line of hundreds of people marching towards it as it's picking them up and stuffing them into its maw.
Do I
This is what was used. Do not break the enchantments that hold it, or this is that which it will return to. This is known as Golor. Let's go.
Stone of Galore. That makes sense now.
They have really, really long memories, and they gain their memories by eating people.
Leif, what should we keep this to keep it safe?
Use it and dispose of it, hopefully by destroying it. It's a hideous being.
How do we use it?
I don't know.
So you know everything except how to use it.
I don't know how it got into this form. I just know that you guys are arguing about it because you're not strong enough to hold against it.
Thank
Zolder,
you, Leif. I appreciate it.
I have an idea.
What's your idea, Alanis?
Please don't do it, man.
You know how Bathra could see into the past and know all that.
Here we go.
Right?
Maybe I heard him rambling about that. I thought he was just high or something.
Well,
Guys, I'd rather
That's
not
a
lose
nice-
our ace right off the bat.
well, I believe in him.
Make
Maybe
your whiz
it
save.
can believe
You're
in
talking
him.
about it too much. You have no control over it.
I
Make
have
your
to
whiz save.
roll under 75.
Wait, what are you
Under-
gonna,
under 17.
what's going on?
No, gonna make under 17.
Oh, under
What,
17.
what,
17 or better, yeah.
Maybe he could tell us a bit
No,
more.
17 or
about
better
it.
with the plus 5, so it's 12 or better.
Okay.
Oh God.
You got this.
Can I use that dice?
You have to roll 75.
No, 12 or better.
Oh, 12 or better?
On a 20, yeah.
On a 20? Okay.
Yeah, take this one.
My trusted dice.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Take a chance, roll that dice, roll.
And it's plus what?
What's your wisdom modifier is plus 5, so that's a
So,
16.
Yeah, it's a 16. You pass.
You're
That would
fine.
actually be an 18. Bonus.
Yep.
I get a bonus.
Yeah, so give him back his die, and you made the roll.
My dice are
All of a sudden, you blurt out, Golor was Daggolt's pet that he dominated after he got the Ring of Kings. What? What?
Dogger's was.
Daggle.
Hold on. Let them.
Daggle's
Dogger's.
Ring of
Daggolt
Kings?
Neverember.
This belonged to Daggle.
Pretty much. So
It was his
this. Hold on. So this was his
pet,
pet.
A pet Aboleth.
So
I'm a
he
pet
turned his pet.
He turned his pet into a rock.
My name's Joanna.
Yes.
But I thought Dagger was a good guy though.
We don't know that.
You don't know
Yeah.
what he was.
No, because I was kind of speculating he was like trying to start a rebellion.
We don't know that. It was all speculation.
All you know for certain is that he embezzled 500,000 crown. 500,000 dragons.
Okay.
Okay.
How many of these stones are there, Leif? Do you know?
It's not a stone. It's Golor.
But Leif.
You're saying there's only one.
Okay, there's only one.
Do you know what the Ring of Kings are?
Ring of Kings? Yeah, it's a powerful device that allows you to dominate the people with intellect that normally are not susceptible to such magics. And
Maybe
usually is used against nobles of any species.
looks down at the stone. So,
No.
we should probably find that ring.
Okay, but if Daggle had it,
You'd have to find Daggle, or
Guys,
Daggle's
Oh,
remains.
just like,
Again,
Rest his soul.
what do we do with this? Do we give it to Mirage, or do we try to find find its purpose?
Kriv, what do you think?
one of us needs-
Oh, you guys want my opinion now?
We've always. Your
We
opinion.
valued your opinion.
No, you
Crib.
You
don't.
just don't
They
know
do.
about it.
You don't.
Crib, what do we do with this?
I appreciate your existence.
Alanis, he's a smart one. Shut up.
All things considered, Mir cannot have this stone.
He's laughing over here.
You know, Merritt's gonna screw us in 2 days, right? If we don't have the
That
sword.
is what I'm scared of.
Probably a good idea we find the dragons before then.
Correction, he's.
You want to find the
trying
dragons in
resolve
2
it.
days.
I got faith.
Or at least find out enough information that the stone doesn't matter anymore. You can give it to anybody you want.
What do we do with the stone?
Or
How
just
do we
throw it
use
in
it?
the ocean.
Okay, I should say something. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The stone mentioned a vault, and that he knew the way to the vault. And he was going to tell me, except somebody attacked me from behind, and then somebody put a sack over me.
Okay. Here's a good idea. How about every time we have a conversation with this stone, we repeat everything it says out loud, so everybody in the room.
I was
can
doing
hear
that with Bastra.
Okay. Leo, Leonard,
Don't Leo me, and my name's not Leonard.
Leonardo,
it. DiCaprio.
Big
Da
Big
Vinci.
L. How about you touch it again?
Touch it, touch me. I want to feel dirty.
I need you
Is
to
it
touch
Peter
it.
Creatures
guys.
of the
I
night.
need you to put both your hands on it.
Grasp
Grasp
it
it
firmly. Carefully grasp it.
I need you to do that while you. But while you're doing that, I need you to tell us exactly what it's saying to you.
Don't be afraid to caress it.
It was willing to negotiate with you.
I hate you all.
It wanted to negotiate with me, but wanted everybody out of the room.
He was particularly interested in
Then write
him.
notes on
Hey,
it.
That's why I talked to him.
Hold it,
Hey,
write notes.
Leaf, can you take our little friend out of the room so we can have some privacy without it in the room, please?
I'm not touching that thing again.
Gosh.
Why don't we just?
I have it in a sack.
Oh, no, you gotta put it back in the sack because you dumped it on the table so everybody can see
Do you
it.
think
There's a way to
Okay.
do
It
that.
wants
There's a way to
it
do that.
wants to take me to the vault, but it wants me to go alone.
Go ahead.
No,
that's not?
no,
Wait,
that's
no.
not. No, that's what you believed because it's what it wanted you to believe. This is a sentient rock. It needed you alone so it could convince you to throw it out the window.
I'm taking
I think we
Basha's
need that
sack,
green
Okay.
in order
turning it
to.
inside out, putting my hand inside.
Right, to grab a hold of it. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah.
And just pull the rock inside.
Okay.
All right, back inside the sack. Here you go.
Okay, so it's
I don't know what to do, guys.
Wait,
none of us know what to do.
I don't know.
At least not all
Can
of
we,
you.
we can try the water.
Can I
he
eat
said he said the King's Ring dominated it. Maybe
We can. But
we
while
could
we're-
ask Rainer to see if.
No, because
that-
Rainer will tell me. Will tell me.
Well, no, we could ask him about the ring.
Yeah,
Or
but we're not
Okay,
supposed
you
to
can-
know about
okay.
the rock or the ring.
So we have an arcanist. Go ahead and make your arcana checks.
Can I assist him since I'm also kind of studying
Yes,
magic?
please.
This also means clerics.
Oh crap! Would that be
Clerics and paladins. Yep.
Crap.
I'll
That's
assist-
fine.
What's the DC?
Nat
20?
Nat 20.
Ugh.
What's the check?
Arcane.
Now that you know the stone's
16.
name, it can have no effect on you as long as you use its name before you pick it up.
Oh.
Once you've done that, you can activate. It has one minor beneficial property and one minor detrimental property, which will be described below. You can. The stone has 3 charges, and regains those charges at dawn. While holding the stone, you can expend the charge to cast Legend Lore.
What does that do?
Legend Lore basically allows you the same kind of knowledge he has by nature without the insanity.
Oh, that's. I like that.
That is useful.
Alright.
Can I have the rock?
Okay.
What's the
I
drawback?
think we should.
Okay,
spend
here are
one
the
charge on
drawbacks.
that.
Here are the drawbacks. Okay, by using it to cast Legend Lore, you communicate with the Aboleth. So you actually are talking to Galor.
To Galore?
To Galor. And when you're talking to Galor, you can share, and he will share his knowledge with you. He cannot lie under the effects of the spell, but the information may be vague.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay. You can by a series of clever questions determine what it knows, but you only get the 3 charges to utilize per day. So basically, you talk to it. Galore, I want to know blah blah blah. Galore, I want to know blah blah blah. Galore, I want to know blah blah blah. Once you've done that, you put it back in the bag, and you can't use it again for a day.
Can I borrow this?
Do you feel confident right now?
I hand him.
I'm not
However,
throwing a rock.
Wait.
anybody who touches it has a chance of being attuned to the rock.
Wait.
So all of us that touched it.
It's each. No, this is before you knew how to activate it.
Oh okay.
Once you've activated it, you have a chance of becoming attuned to it.
Oh okay.
I will.
When
pass-
you do, if it does attune to you, it will attempt to escape.
Okay.
And it will get you to do that. So you literally have to watch the watchers once somebody's used it to make sure they don't actually try to get the stone away and
We'll
escape
just
with it.
hold the person down then when
I
they're using it.
cast what's it
Tie
called?
him up.
Enhance ability and give you Owl's wisdom, so you have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
I give you bless, so you
Extra
have a
D6.
extra D6.
G6.
I give you a thumbs up.
I give you. I
BP.
Just,
was gonna say I give you a shot of whiskey.
just in case heroism. So therefore,
What does that do?
it'll
Boost your strength.
it allows you to not get frightened if
Okay.
such things were to occur.
Okay.
Blessings everywhere.
Put my hand in the sack. Galore.
Praise be, praise be.
Galore. Is the vault in the Never Ember map?
No.
Galore is the vault in the city.
Yes.
Galore is the vault underground.
Yes. And he puts it back inside and
Alright.
make your whiz save.
With advantage.
With advantage.
So at dawn it recharges, right?
Do you want to use my die? It's been really good today.
I got this one.
Apparently not.
Did you jinx
With
them? Did you
that,
jinx all
for
of us?
20.
Okay.
We're good. I get scared pretty right now.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
I don't know, my hands.
Alright. posture.
Or just being good luck. right
The
now.
stone is your charge. Just
Okay.
don't touch it.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know if I trust him with that.
I do.
So, anybody up for a drink?
He's the stealthiest.
He's
I
stealthy,
am.
he's
I'm so
also in
confused.
line
I hate
in
you
league
all.
with Xanathar.
Give me.
But it's really hard to sneak up on him and take stuff because he has a stealth perception.
Xanathar's also
Not
up
in
to
league
game
with
stone.
Xanathar. They just,
You also gotta remember, they're the ones who gave him the stone.
also, yeah, they just like partners, kind of.
That's in league with. That's
Bus-
literally the
business
definition of being in
partners.
league with
I'm
somebody.
not like.
Also, all things considered, he's
Xanathar,
more
Xanathar.
trouble than the rest of us combined.
I do strongly suggest though that we look for
This
that
includes you.
ring.
Okay,
All
but
right. You're in charge of the stone.
Alright, I like that.
Next rule of business, next order of
Probably
business.
right now.
I'll go get meals for you guys, and she runs downstairs.
Now, what should we do now? I am,
Right.
I'd say that we
You
should
want
look for
another
the
shot of
ring,
whiskey?
or
Yes,
we
please.
could go
What
down.
time of day is it? Like in story?
It's late afternoon, heading towards sunset.
I
We
think
didn't go to the festival today.
Didn't go to the festival.
Is this festival even open after what happened?
No.
Okay.
As a matter of
We
fact,
did go to
matter
the
of fact,
festival.
somebody at the table got information about the festival, and I don't think they transferred that information.
Luna.
They were stopped by some guards and were told something by the guards concerning the festival.
Me?
I'm not looking at you. Okay, I am looking at you, but I'm not looking at you.
What did the guard say?
No, it's the two, Callisto and.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, it
she,
was like,
no,
getting
she's
stuff
got a
right?
defense. She lost her memory.
Wait, go back. Sorry, I missed it. I was taking notes. What
It
happened?
doesn't matter. You lost your memory, so therefore, what I was
No,
going to
I'm
ask you
saying,
about
who just showed up? I missed that.
when you were stopped by the
we
guards.
were talking to people.
When you were talking to the guards that stopped the wagon, they mentioned to you something about the festival and
Oh,
the
you were
fact.
there. Yeah, when
Yeah,
we
he
stopped
was
the
there.
wagon.
He was there.
Okay, but you're the leader.
Trying to shut
You're
up.
the one who's writing down all the notes.
What are you talking about? This is podcast.
He didn't write any
shouldn't
notes.
do that.
Oops. Probably cut itself off.
No, we're still good.
Okay.
When we were
I
stopped.
still.
So do you remember?
I know.
Do either of you remember what the guards said?
History check.
I don't remember.
Something about the ships and what was getting
Oh yeah,
loaded.
they ended the festival early, and they were starting to pack their ships up on the eye catcher. And they were about to sail away, and we should probably catch them.
That was hours and hours and hours ago.
We had a lot more pressing matters, to be fair. Dang it.
Yep.
There is something. I still have to go on that date.
You went
Oh,
on
you
it.
missed
We
it.
don't need that anymore.
What, Daisy? But no, but she's got
You
something.
went on it.
We don't need
He
Daisy
went
anymore.
on one, but she's got
But then
something
Daisy
in
called
her.
in sick or something. You couldn't go, so it's canceled.
No. We had that whole entire fiasco at the.
Guys, is the plan to hold on to this to the last minute, to the stone, I mean?
I think so.
Otherwise, I have to figure out what I'm going to tell Mir.
We can hold on to it till last minute.
Yeah?
You can send him after Xanathar's guild.
Tell him that they took it? I can't lie.
I can.
I can, but I'm bad at it though.
I don't want you, if you're holding the stone, I don't want you anywhere near me.
Yeah.
I'm really good
Just
at lying.
in case he can detect
I don't
us.
want to... You are? You're pretty good. What's your...
Deception is +4.
That's pretty good. That's the same as mine, but...
I
can't
can lie.
lie.
What about Xanathar though? Because
Secrets though.
they will know me definitely.
No, what I'm saying is,
If you have
we
the
tell
stone...
Mears.
No, I'm talking like I'm also talking about Xanathar.
Somebody
too,
took it
because
from us?
they would know me definitely with my affiliation with Zaldazord as well. So
We're not.
would I put them on the same league as Mir as well? Just stay away from
We're
them.
just.
Just
We're,
stay
no.
home.
as long as they're not hurting us, we're just gonna leave them be.
Okay.
You're asking your only scout, the guy who's familiar with the entire city. No, you just stay in the house. It'll be fine.
Well, because he's holding the stone.
Oh, I get that. I get that. But I'm just saying.
Don't we
It's
owe?
irony.
Hold on. Don't we owe Mirk money? That's all he wants?
No,
That?
we-
No.
No, he's been investing in you to get the stone
We owe...
because he apparently knows how to use the stone.
If he doesn't get the stone, he's going to mount my head on a wall.
How
We
about
owe Rainer's money.
how about the money that we got from that carriage we stole? Hand it back to him and say sorry. we
It's
couldn't
all
find it."
melted up, right? Or
Yeah,
like
care about
No,
that.
it got fixed. It
It's
was
it
back.
got fixed. It's back.
So we
Yes.
still have money.
Yes,
Guys.
but you guys dumped it out in the
Guys.
street.
Guys.
I didn't.
You
Great
did.
idea.
They
We
dumped
have
it on.
crickets.
You
Whoever
did
can
no
lie.
when you were looking at it, you were dumping it out in the street, guys. When you guys first saw the wormwood, you go, "Holy crap!" and you went outside and you said you emptied the bags.
Oh, it's not my money.
I did that inside the house.
But when you dumped it, no, it
You
wouldn't have
did
been in the
your
house.
personal pouch.
It was
I
a
did it
cart.
too.
It was a cart full
her
of stuff.
cart.
Yeah, your personal gold's fine.
Okay.
But
Oh,
the-
it's the horse and my money.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
right, so you pull the money. Oh, here's the funny part though. You dumped the money out in the street and it's all wormwood and
Want
ruined.
everything back to
So you
went
just
back to
left it
normal.
there? No, she just left it there, and you guys loaded the cart and went to town, leaving all that treasure.
That's what
So,
I'm saying. When
yeah.
it went back to normal, it was
Yeah.
just there.
Right.
So we got
Oh,
30.
So the locals come
Oh,
walking by and
my.
picking up treasure.
We
I'm
can't
pretty
say-
sure
oh
Paula
my
took
gosh.
all of that money.
Why would she
She
ever
doesn't
need
care
money?
For that. She doesn't care for that stuff.
All right, guys. So even without the money, we still have 407 gold and 3,000 silver
Well,
pieces.
shoot.
Even without.
That's why we have a treasure.
Well, Callista's very pissed. She lost a lot today. It's more than she asked for.
More than I expected.
Her
You mean it turned
money.
back? Oh
I
no!
know I'm not the smartest, but I'm a really good liar. Let me go and talk to
That's what
Mir.
I'm saying. We send Mir after Xanadar's guild. Because technically we did get this
How
one.
about I go with you?
Why not just
Steve?
send it
No.
investigator
I'll stay
trips
Absolutely not.
after
I'll
Xanadar's
stand
guild?
outside.
No.
Well, no,
Instead.
because we
Why
have to
are you
lose, we have
so
to lose,
angry?
Because
we
you
have to
are
lose Mir.
awful at sneaking around. You are the worst stealth person
Boss
of
wants
this
to
group.
talk.
Yes, boss.
What?
Does the guild know that we have the stone from them?
They only know that I have the stone.
Well, no,
Exact-
no. Clarification. They know that they
Oh,
gave
oh,
the stone to you. They,
Yes.
they
She's talking about the guild.
Yes.
Because all. that's what I'm
Xanathar's folks
concerned.
gave you the stone.
That's what I'm saying. Is that if we
They
tell
totally
them,
know you have the
if
stone.
we tell Mir that Xanathar has the stone, they're gonna go right back and tell
I've
that
been
Mir
very careful
that he
these
has
past
the stone.
couple of days too about what she is saying. When I met Zara Zorn again, I didn't let none of them know about you guys.
All right, guys. How about this?
Yeah.
We have 3 more days before we absolutely have to decide what we're going to tell Mir.
I think we should do it right now.
I say
No, wait.
I say that we should go down below into the sewers and look around for the safe,
The vault.
the vault that's there, and then from there,
He could make something of equally value.
We get more charges tomorrow.
Let's
Tomorrow
wait
we
till
ask for
let's wait till
directions.
tomorrow and ask for more directions then. In the meantime, what can we do to further things? Leo?
Um,
Should we start fixing up the house?
you're a creaking in the wall.
I got this. Call you a
Not very
freaking
good.
rat.
Noticed
Callisto starts to like hunt for it.
I invested.
No, it's not hard to follow. There's a door in the side of the wall about 2 feet off the ground that's about 4 feet tall.
I open
Other mother.
You see 2 ropes. And as you're watching, here comes Larry riding up in the
It's
dumbwaiter,
crying.
bringing dinner.
What's the other rope for?
Oh,
It's a
I
2-rope
see.
pulley.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I said it's finished.
He
fixing
gets up
up
there
the-
and he ties it off and goes, I brought you all dinner. So Master, the Larry feeds Master.
it. What did you
Thank
bring,
you,
Larry?
Larry.
Larry loves Master.
What did you
I
bring?
love you too, Larry.
Huh?
What did you bring?
Oh, there's roast beast and there's taterses and there's corn.
Do you have anything raw?
Oh yeah, I've got a plate for you. Just a minute. He puts a
Close.
clothespin over his nose. And he reaches back over
Oh, dear.
and he pulls out the platter of all the entrails and all the bits that people don't eat, all the guts and sweetmeats.
Not to
You know,
exclude him from the
I've
group, but
eaten
maybe
so
we
many
should
innards.
do-
Hey, Larry.
Larry, what?
Chitterlings before
I
chitterling.
love chitterlings.
I'm
Larry,
welcome
what
to
day?
share with my family.
Today? Today's now.
Well, what's the date again? I forget.
125.
125 what?
125 a.m.
Is that accurate?
Larry,
125 after the never, yeah.
Larry, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what Follow likes and dislikes?
Why would I know that?
You've been with her for so.
I've been with Fala? Ew!
No, just helping her out.
Well, I could
Prime,
tell you that.
no offense, but Primus smell.
Primus smell?
I don't smell, do I?
She said Primus smells.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
That's what Larry says.
Hey, Larry.
Yes.
I know you may
Wait,
not know.
Can you sniff out Primuses?
Why? Well, I know what they smell like because I worked with one for so long.
What do they smell like?
Who's the one you work for?
Cinnamon.
He works
Sit in
for.
Oh, Leif. I'm dumb. You're right.
Does Leo?
Fala and Fala
where's
and
the
Leif
conversation
and Graith.
We're just talking about it.
But why did you ask about Fala though? Do you like Fala?
No, it's a friendship. I just want to know if there's something that she would like. I'd like to buy.
They
it for her.
would like to be called they and them, not
This is
she.
why I like you, Larry. This is why I like
Thank
you.
you.
They
Hey,
Larry's
I'm
woke.
getting
Larry's
good at it.
woke.
The rest of y'all weren't.
Larry and I are the
I'm
best
trying to
about
fish.
it, right?
I'm kind of just leading you over towards. I'm trying to fish for the reason of why Larry got locked in the basement.
Larry,
He stole
is that
food.
just,
He stole food from Leaf.
I don't know if you remember much with your time with it.
What?
Never mind. Have you ever heard of the Vault? I know it's a long shot. I know maybe you didn't, but
Look, it's never my vault.
it's
It's always somebody else's vault.
Whose vault is it?
Just keep your lips sealed.
That was a good one.
I got a laugh. Okay, record, mark it on the time clocks. We got a laugh out of Jeremy at a pun. That never
Very on
happens.
parents.
You know who might know something
You know,
about the ball?
April 1st.
323.
Jeremy.
I'm not sure if he's gonna. I think we should
323?
talk to
You did get a chalkboard.
Rainer is a tattletale though, kind of like Criv said.
Rainer. We don't know that. Has he told anything to Mir yet?
Yes.
What did he tell him?
He's his godfather. He's the only family he has. He probably tells him everything. What do you have for breakfast? What do you have for lunch?
Who stole his mirror?
His lady of the evening.
What?
Who stole his mirror?
And that time,
Dang
actually,
it, the mirror, guys! Oh! We forgot about the mirror.
Completely forgot about the mirror.
The one that was broken?
And stolen?
Oh, that's right. That you broke when you.
what's his name? Careless or something?
Careless, that's right.
Yeah, Careless.
Guys, we should go see Rainer. Maybe he's right.
Hey, wait.
I
We
think
still
you-
have.
Right, you still have that to talk
Yes.
about too.
All right.
I didn't figure it out, but
Here's
Chris
the deal.
probably knows.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take Leo to go see Rainer. You and Crib put your brainy minds on that.
Alright.
What about the rest of us?
We
Yeah.
can work on it too.
Can I? No.
You don't. You keep an eye on that stone, and I'll keep it out of danger.
Can I go to the?
No, have your food. Enjoy your food.
You're the stone guardian.
Stay here.
You're our stoner.
What do you want to do again?
All
What
right.
did you want
Leo.
to do again?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You guys work on that. I'm gonna take Leo to see
What are you
Rainer.
trying to do?
He wanted to go
You're gonna have
somewhere.
to lie to him though, because I.
Our enemies are powerful and they are large, and we're just very few. I have a strong
Your
gut.
storm is so big. My boat is so small.
I just have a strong gut feeling that I can convince the elemental forgers to aid us in
what?
this situation.
Like an army?
We need
No, he's referring to your neighbors Ember, Embrel, and
Ember
What
and
would you have them do?
Embrel and Oven.
well,
What, first of all, what makes you think they would help us?
They're
they
nice
helped us
people.
before.
They're nice.
people.
They're nice people, but
What do they
and
do?
I
for
think
us?
it's just a gut feeling, you know.
You think
I don't know, man. I
You gotta
don't.
trust your gut feeling.
he's just going around the
The
corner?
thing is, it's like
Mm-mm.
it's a risk, but doing
What-
nothing
but
is
what are you gonna
is the
tell them?
greater.
Hey, we
good.
got this stone. Can you help us?
No, we don't tell them about
No,
the stone.
I'll be very
All right, so
tactful, like you
Take
said.
Calissa
Like
with
you.
you.
Well, what do you try? Like, what do you want them to do? Though?
It's
What-
mainly what I'm trying to accomplish is to get them on our side.
You just
But-
want them as an ally?
Yes.
But I mean, unless you have I think unless we have a specific reason to contact them, let's hold off on that. I don't see that as being
Yeah.
a benefit right
Like, what are you gonna tell them? Show up on your doorstep and just be like,
now. And
Hi.
be our ally.
If we
No,
get into
I'll come
trouble,
with
you
you.
help us. Like, I think we needed like a special weapon forged or something like.
Right. If we had something
I
like
can
that, then
understand that.
Well, theoretically, earlier when you were talking about destroying the stone, you could have gone to them to put torture
to
the
put it in the
aboleth.
fire.
Oh, you still could. That is a good point. You could actually get them to put pressure on the aboleth to talk more often than the 3 times a day.
I still have an
Then we have
apple.
to, then we have to tell them about the.
Then you
Yeah.
tell them about the
The
stones.
stone, and I don't want
I
to.
truly, it's just, I can't explain it. It's just a gut feeling. I think these people can help us.
okay, but you need to find a good
Can we
reason.
think about it for a little bit?
I think
Sounds
what
like
we
a
have
good
is a
reason,
good
man.
reason.
I think that sounds like a good enough reason to me.
Then we have
I
to
think you
tell
can
them
tell
Okay,
them
but we don't want them to be
We don't have to tell them what the
suspicious.
stone is. We just give them vague.
hey, can you torture this stone for no?
No, this is a spiritual stone. It took something from
Remember,
us.
though, it can change them by touching,
Right.
because if they have to
Right.
We have
move
to
it.
do wisdom checks now.
What if you just tell them that this right here was the cause of what happened the other day, and
that's what I was
I
kind of.
don't
No, because they'll want to go to the authorities because
I
they're
don't, think,
lawful.
I don't think it's worth it.
It's really funny. They have one of those weird,
It's a good
weird
reason, but we don't have
religious
an excuse.
relationships. He's blue veil, or he's red veil because of the flames, and she's blue veil because of the air.
I mean, it's yeah. I don't think it's worth it. What do you think, Calissa?
Well, the point I'm trying to make is that we need more people on our side. You know.
We need more people on our side.
I agree
Well,
with that, but we don't have a good enough reason or excuse to go over there. You know, like we don't.
I got it. You guys are boring me.
Chinese
I had the
food here?
freaking rock.
We already got.
So I open it.
Food.
What?
Hello, is Petra here? No. Is Alana here?
Is that Daisy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Daisy, your girl's here.
Alana's
Or
your girl.
Alana's your girl's
Ah, my
here.
girl's here. Excellent.
Whoa. She's a lady.
Wait, she's inside the inn
Damn,
already
it's
at our
like a
private room?
lady.
No. The knock was downstairs at the door.
So where?
Alana's your
That's why she
girl's
shouted
here.
because she's.
Goes over to a mirror to check my hair. Okay, let's
Alright.
go.
Take home by 10.
Looks at you. I'm
Have
sorry,
fun, don't do
but
drugs,
You will
be
have your ass
safe,
home by
use
10.
condom.
you.
I'm not.
I'm
holding
not
your hair
enough.
again.
I'm a goat.
You'll be home by 10.
I
You're
heard
not my-
that.
You're not my dad. You're not my mom.
Who's gonna
Also,
hold your
I don't
hair?
think you should go
I
with
didn't do it
me.
on purpose.
Not because I'm mad at you, which I still am. If Mir is there with Rainer, you can use you to tell the truth, and we don't want that.
I just fear.
I think Luna should go with me.
Okay, Luna, you go then.
Go.
I'll work on that with
John.
you.
Go
Somebody.
downstairs, Daisy.
Yeah.
Why not Callisto? She's
It's
good.
about
She's
it's
good.
about time someone else does.
Yeah, you can take Alyssa.
Okay, go
I
on, go
eat
on.
them?
Need
Okay.
your help.
So she says, today we find out about your inhibitions because we know what mine are.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my gosh.
There's happy hour at the bar for tomato juice.
Oh wait, no. We were supposed to go over to that White Veil bar that she wanted to go to. That's where we left off. That was it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go with her to that?
Oh, like every fiber inside
Best of luck, mate.
inside the
holding
lungs
your
right now.
hair
Just
again.
going.
Okay. You ever felt that weird pressure when you went with somebody to their religious thing that you didn't want to go to, and everybody else got really friendly and familiar?
Yes.
You guys wouldn't know.
Yes.
You guys from the Mormon faith wouldn't know anything about that. I'm sure.
No.
Not a thing about that.
Sorry.
No, they're all
I-
shaking their head.
Everybody wants to go to our church.
Everybody.
Everybody.
And they love it when you tell them about it.
I
Exactly.
know, right? I
Well,
was.
and more importantly, it's when those other friends of yours come in and start to. Have you heard about this? Like, that's what it feels like when you go. But when you realize on the way, is she's talking about a romantic river cruise, and she's leading you back down to the ocean.
Oh, okay.
No, white veils don't have bars. She's wanting to go get detoxed from her addiction to tomatoes and wants you to join her.
That's right. She gets struck with the
On second thought, I know.
But
a
I thought we
nice-
were friends.
We are besties.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So in my moment of need, I need you there as strength as I go through this.
She won't
There are
confess.
other ways to detox.
I spent 4 days in an orange festival haze. I must get cleansed so I can return to my job.
Alana,
I can cleanse you.
Alana, she's gonna
Cleansing
confess.
it.
I can cleanse you.
I know there's a reason I'm not supposed to go on that island, and I forgot what it was.
It's okay. I can cleanse you. I just let me take care of everything. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I couldn't do that.
What are best friends for?
No, I told you I can't do that.
What are you talking
I
about?
thought we were friends.
No,
We
it's not.
are.
You're not going to go through my struggles my way. You're going to continue the oppression of the man.
Oh, man.
The myth, the legend.
The man.
Well, okay, equal footing for all first
Holy
gens. I get it. I'm sec gen, and therefore I don't get to have my own opinions.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, this is clear. No, this is really clear. It's shown me the truth of you. I just can't be here right now. I just can't be here. Just leave.
No.
I'm going to the island.
I'm not gonna let you be alone.
Then you come with me to the island.
I think it'll be good
Yes, we'll go with you to the island.
Then I won't have to hold her hair anymore.
Hey, I know someone else who could use a detox too.
Oh, you want to bring more the merrier.
Yes.
I'll wait here.
Swear to hell,
I go
pretty close
back
to
to the inn. You.
What?
Do you want me to be a good bartender or not?
Don't
You,
get
if I'm going to suffer, you're coming with.
Nope.
No,
I can't drink,
actually,
you
you come
can't
back.
drink
Wait a
too.
second. For clarification, I was doing this in segments. So when you come back, she's already left because they were going.
Actually, me and Closer were going to go.
No, Calista and I were going.
Oh, so you are still
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm
So
helping
you
him
guys
with
are
this.
headed to Rainer's then?
Yeah, because we're going to tell Raynor.
Yes.
We're going to tell Raynor again.
That's why I need to go with you. I can handle it. I can.
When have you ever held my hair and I lost my
The
top?
three of us will go see Rainer.
You.
If you
you
see
are not
me
drunk
starting
enough.
to go up one of my truth tellings,
Do you even get
you
drunk
put
anymore?
hold person on me. I am allowing you to.
Look,
Fine.
unless you want to lose
Fine.
some fingers, I don't recommend getting between her and her.
Okay, so as we're walking over,
Well,
okay,
you
what
know
did you
what?
tell Raynor
I
again?
will
I have to
gladly
lie about
Speaking
that.
from
Every
experience, friend.
Before they leave,
I'll try to
Oh,
talk
yeah?
to Rainer.
No,
Let me
you
see
tell
your
me what to
hand.
say first. And
Guys,
then
guys,
I'm trying to keep this to one conversation at all. I'm trying to keep this conversation going.
Okay.
Okay, you guys wait outside because if Mir is anywhere nearby, he can charm you or something, whatever. Just tell me what to say.
You can't charm me. I am immune to that. Backmen are immune to that.
All he has to say is tell me the truth and you will.
I can.
It's the worst kind
I
because
can skirt around it. That's why I need. If you see me doing that, you
Skirt,
can
skirt.
stop me. Now, what we need to do is tell Rainer, ask Rainer if he has heard of the vault, if he knows where it is.
Fine, we can do that.
Okay?
Well,
Melissa, you watch your backs because you're a little feisty one.
since I'm staying
good.
home
You're-
at the
you're-
end, I like to sit
You're
on
gonna
top of the rooftop like the same.
Are you gonna sit on the roof? I thought he said he was gonna search the house.
No.
Okay.
no, just
You can just see him finding one of those 25 random doors that are still not searched.
That's right. We haven't really explored the house that much.
Okay, so you're up on the roof.
Okay.
Come
So
between me and my wine.
take a deep breath, go to Rainer's place, and open this door.
Okay, so you come back with that one, or you don't come back with her. You come back on your own,
Yeah, just.
or are you gonna leave Daisy standing out there in the street? Stand her up.
I said I'll be right back.
I know. I'm still waiting.
Alright. Shit, she's not here.
Wait, no, I am.
No, she's there.
Oh, you there?
She's told you she's not going anywhere. You're not
That's
taking
why
away
he
her wine.
said if you want to
Fine.
lose some freaking fingers.
Yeah, I wouldn't go near that, dude.
Fine.
I thought you'd go
Then
after the other one that
I-
has a burple problem.
Then-
Actually, you
That's
know
even
what?
worse.
I cast some Word of Dawn on you since you're really trying to poke at this, just to give you the extra 10 HP, just in case.
Okay. Well then, I have an idea.
Also, people can't get detox.
Leave. Leave.
Yes, dearie.
I need tomato juice.
Please.
Oh, I thought it had to do with
I
throws.
Mm,
got the.
sure. What's that?
I said I thought he had a plan
need-
to do with me. I was like, I'm about to throw hands. My
Yeah.
wine.
I need at least 3 glasses of tomato juice.
How are you going to carry them, dearie? Do you want me to put it in a pitcher?
Yes, please.
With the lid.
There's a pitcher. Let's put a magnum lid. There you go. And 2 cups.
All right. I'm gonna go walk back.
Okay.
Out to
so
Daisy.
Daisy's standing in the corner, shivering. It's cold out here tonight.
No, what?
It's
We're on a
okay.
date.
It's okay. Let's go down to the beach.
Sure, we can get on board a boat there easier.
Before we get on the boat, before we get detox, let's have ourselves.
Oh no,
one-
no.
one-
That no. She takes one look at it, she goes, no.
I like to.
Nay,
I
we're
like
not.
to roll
No.
persuasion. But,
Okay, it's gonna be
Girl
it's gonna
talk.
be a 17.
17.
She's pretty resolute about getting clean.
I want to spend a BP.
Mark it off your sheet. I want to make sure those don't stick around.
Yeah. Well, that's the last one.
Okay.
And I do indeed have
What'd
my
you roll?
name tag.
Sure, but what'd you roll? Yeah, you gonna now use your name tag? He's digging out the name tag because he didn't have it out till now.
I rolled an 18 for career.
So 18 after mods?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll have one little tip.
Well, one little. Come on, Daisy. This is gonna be our last night to ever have.
Do you want a kick in the gut?
All right,
Because
fine.
I'm pretty sure when you push me, you get a kick in the gut.
She's just pulling your
Fine.
throat.
Go ahead. As I hold out, pour a drink for her.
That's really good vintage.
Indeed.
2 days ago.
Indeed.
Maybe I'll have just one more.
Please.
Ooh, that's
So, like,
tasty.
She gets drunk
Where
off
do you
of tomato juice?
where do you get such good stuff?
Oh my! Art is
Ma-
the
ma- ma-
best.
Aren't you going to have any?
Yes.
Sure, wait. And she reaches into her little garter belt and pulls out a little snifter of purple. She
Yes.
pulls a little, pours a couple of drops into yours. Only fair.
All right.
My poison, your poison.
All right. Fine.
Make your wisdom save.
No.
No, make your wisdom save.
Could he do a sleight of hand check?
He can attempt to slide a hand, but she also might catch it. So yeah, she's not inebriated enough to be affected yet. So she sees you throw it over the shoulder. She goes,
No.
no.
Name tag.
Name tag.
Now he's using the name tag.
You think I am gonna
Let's see it. Let's see it. I gotta see the roll.
20,
Now, nat one.
Nat 20.
No.
20. Nat 20.
No.
8. Yeah.
It's-
She sees it. She throws her cup to the ground.
Oh.
I am so insulted.
No, you're doing it. You're getting clean.
I'm leaving. She turns around and stomps off towards the shoreline.
Blue, you horrible thing.
She goes and she shouts over her shoulder. And after this, I'm telling my boss everything that you asked.
Seriously? You couldn't drink.
I will say this. After this, I'll tell the Blue Veil what you've done.
It won't matter. I'll be white veil by the end.
It won't matter. Not
Stop trying to
really.
one-up her.
Just walk
Don't,
Not
just
really.
don't even bother coming home.
Yeah.
Don't even bother.
Kill
coming
her.
Just walk away.
You're sleeping in the doghouse tonight.
That's funny because I'm gonna walk right over to where the boat is.
You can catch up with her. She's storming away.
How big of a boat are we taking? Is it small or
It's just the little white veil dinghy that you rode this morning.
what?
home.
Little
It's like,
white
a, it's like a
building?
small rowboat.
Yeah.
Shing. Hard to get to the white veil.
Okay.
Did you just damage property of the
He
white
did.
veil?
He did.
Are you
He
kidding
did.
me?
That's
So
crimes. That's crimes against the church.
Remember,
And crimes against the
I
state.
don't see what
And
you're
crimes
talking
against
about.
the
remember how I was
nobles.
joking about not coming home? Seriously, don't come back.
No, dude.
Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
you punch that hole. They blow a whistle, and guards come running from the whole quarter. Vandals! Vandals! I tell you, vandals!
If you
I go ahead and I look to him. Sir, you're gonna want to hear this before you go.
Excuse
ahead.
me. We are the authorities in this city. You are a miscreant.
Indeed, I will
Put
take
your
my
face on
punishment.
the ground and your hands behind your back so we can take you into custody properly, or else we might have to get a little rough.
I will agree to these terms.
Then
I
do
would
it.
like to-
You can tell it to the magistrate.
I'd like to say this.
You
though.
can tell it to the magistrate. Are you attempting to manipulate authorities
You have to
through
roll back,
magics?
No.
Are you attempting to bribe or otherwise interfere with a member of law enforcement in the pursuit of their tasks?
No.
Then get down on the ground on your face. Let's put these.
I get down on my ground, and as I'm getting down, I say, "This woman over here that is on my left, kind of.
They go look over. They go over to Daisy. Daisy's already on board. She's boarding the vessel as the cleric casts mending and fixes the boat.
She is. She has.
We will. He turns to the white veil turns to the red veil and says, "We will be pressing charges."
I say this. She has committed crimes against the kingdom and against
The city.
water.
The city.
Against Eldersar?
Yeah,
Elder
Eldersar.
Okay, so certainly you'll be able to file those charges once you're taken down to the red veil. They'll coordinate with you for all charges you wish to lay at the other person's feet. But currently, you have at least 2 eyewitnesses that have verified that you did punch a hole in a boat, and that is vandalism and destruction of religious property.
Only to stop a criminal, sir.
You are not duly authorized to do such.
Just take your medicine.
I know. I'm taking it.
And they keep adding more charges because now you're resisting arrest and now you're
At the end of this, sir, I'd like to say
false accusations because if they find no evidence to your claims, then you'll be charged with that as well.
This is too good.
Spoken by the guy who was in that chair not 2 weeks ago. So much has changed. Bravo.
as with this being said to me, I said my final remark. Fuck you, Greenvale rules.
We're just owning you. You are on the island.
Yeah,
All right.
seriously.
So-
I am.
You're off the island.
We're not using
I
your
think we
armor
might
to
as
bail
well
them
just
out.
send you to the White Veil Island.
We will be doing that. Come
I
back.
can't
We're
do
gonna ship
that.
you bound with leather
Yeah.
belts to the
Is
island.
she officially a thought now?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I think
You know what?
Thought.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not using her.
All right. So they drag Alanis off to the Red Veil Temple to face judgment, which they won't do for today. They'll
It's
go ahead and
good
put her into
because
the
we're
stocks
friends
tonight
with them.
and leave her in the stocks.
She can get herself out. I'm done with that.
I am singing inside the stockade.
I'm not holding your hair.
You're not.
Are we stopping here?
I'm not drunk.
What time is it?
We have like 10
9:45.
minutes.
Yeah. It's,
Okay, so let's begin to wrap up with you guys. You have anything else you guys want to talk about with each other?
Oh, can we,
We can also do some Q&A
can we
from
do the
the.
Raynard
We're not gonna get
section?
What's that?
We're not gonna get Q&A. We're too.
Okay.
Too flickering.
Can we do the
Okay.
Raynard bit now and then after that?
Sure. So you go to Rayner's house, and the first thing you'll see is that the guards have the front gates locked and barred, and are actually standing outside. So they're not actually guarding the house any longer.
Why aren't you guarding the house?
Well, we're guarding the property in general. Rayner has taken his leave, and
Where's Raynard?
he's going to be preparing. Oh, he may have more than likely he's already embarked on his journey to the Westlands.
The Westlands. He's gone?
Well, yes. Once he made arrangements to sell off the property, there was no reason for him to stay here
Who
any
did he sell the
longer.
property to?
I really don't think that's necessarily any of your business. I mean, granted, you're his friends, but he didn't leave any instructions to tell you anything about what he's doing.
It's
I give him like the little. I try to persuade him. Please tell us. Can I roll persuasion
There's
check?
one over there.
Yeah, and I get to make
sorry.
you make your deception.
Another
I make my
thing is
persuasion.
Okay, skills.
Oh, they come right apart, huh?
Oh, my legs hurt.
Very nice.
nice.
That's cocked.
Because these are really like fragile. It's just why.
By the way, if anybody wants, I can drive
Uh,
the thing. And
yeah.
let me know.
15. Deception.
Yeah, he says, yeah, he's got plans to catch up with his father.
His father.
Well, yeah, once his father was clear of the soil, he wrote back, sent a message back, let him know that it was safe to join him on the trip to the Westlands.
He's on the eye catcher.
Oh, you even know the vessel on which he's embarked? As a matter of fact, all the fleet of all 3 of them left this afternoon.
All 3?
Yes, all 3 of the ships that belong to their commander. I believe the guy's name was Zardoz. Or
He's gone, guys.
Well, there goes our piggy bank.
We have a piggy bank. We're fine.
That was a much bigger pig.
Are you calling our Lord and Master a pig?
Oh my
by
god.
all means, yes.
Oh, jeez. Get off. Get off, ye.
Dear God.
This was the Red Veil talking, right?
No, that's the guards at Daggle's house.
Oh, the guards at Dagger's house.
All right, that was a
Now
good
we're
question.
done. And
now we
experience
know,
points
like,
are not triggered yet. We're not to finish this chapter.
All right, let's